mouse is not responding to the source.
Must be streaming. Yeah. Okay, mic is on.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Audio is on. Headset. I'm gonna turn that off. Actually. Can I still hear us? Yeah. Okay.
And then all we need is music.
You got a Twitch notification now.
Ambient.
We're live.
Yeah, I think it's gonna. Yeah, manage your channel from my phone.
Okay, I'm gonna put
What
my
am I trying to do?
movie score playlist.
Okay, we are live.
Is our mic on? Oh, I can't even see myself. Hold on. Scoop,
Yeah.
scoop.
Yeah, push over. There's space here, okay? There's still a lot of space. You got half of
There
it.
you go.
Oh, jeez.
There you go.
Okay, so then let's. Is it centered?
Play.
Am I not centered? It's bothering me.
It's so weird seeing myself in reverse. It's like
Yeah, I'm.
my face isn't symmetrical.
I'm not like.
I know, it's
no,
honestly
I need to
troubling.
hear. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
This is good. Okay. Then let's present.
Let me now put this on my TV.
Let's all quit our day jobs and just fully invest.
I'm fully ready to make book Coven a paying gig, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's more for you. It's like full of lipstick.
Is the music okay? Hold on, sorry.
It's all good. Claire's leading the discussion.
Crushing it, ladies.
Anyway, I don't know how to put the music. Oh, well, since
There's
if we're
music.
looking on here, I'm just gonna play music in the background since we're gonna be watching it here anyway. But can they see? Oh, they can see us live. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Of course they can, Joy. Why are you like? Okay, I'm just gonna put my Spotify playlist to play on my TV, which is my score playlist. This is what I listen to when I'm reading. And then put my screensaver.
I actually think it's supposed to be like this.
I said screensaver. I said screensaver, you idiot. TV. I just realized though that smart TVs are just giant tablets.
It's true. Yeah, but the apps like never work.
They don't, and they all have like
No,
low
so
ratings,
annoying.
and the ads are terrible. Can they see us, or is this just my internet being a bitch?
Yeah, so this is what they're
Oh!
saying. So you have the slide here, and then
What's
we're in
this?
the little corner. Chat.
Oh, so there's just because there's nobody.
Yeah, but I don't know how quickly it's gonna update, so I don't know if you'll
Okay.
see it.
Anyway, if my internet is shit, I can always hotspot. I have like 200 gigs that I didn't use. Because
Nice.
Fizz, it banks
Yeah.
the ones you
What?
don't use, and I have like 200 because I haven't been using my phone.
Insane.
So,
I could probably hotspot too. I have like too many gigs a month.
because my Wi-Fi
I
is
have like
shit.
2
so.
gigs a month, so I'm poor.
2 gigs a month? My mom has more than that.
Yo, that's nothing, okay?
Jeez.
I was home all the time in COVID, so I was like, just
Okay,
bring me
that
down
makes
to the
sense.
lowest. Like, I don't need it.
You guys want chips? Oh!
Wow.
Down here.
Someone
Oh,
shit.
Or here would be cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Just right here. is
Just so
fine.
your feet don't go in it, but like, yeah. If anyone needs a refill to you, I forgot how delicious this is. I'm gonna buy this more often.
Yeah, it's so fucking good.
Was it at, this was at normal SAQ or only
Yeah,
at
they
the-
have it everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, music, you're getting a bit
Okay,
too
top up.
intense.
It's intense.
I know.
Oh, sure.
There you go. I love it. It's Transformers stuff.
Thanks.
Might as well finish it off.
Yep.
How we get started.
that's when
Things escalate.
that's when our sound stops and then we're all confused and we're like idiots.
Oh
Our
no.
mic's off.
Wait, let me just cover matcha because we're gonna about to be very disturbing.
Poor thing, matcha.
Because when there's lights on, he's like, yeah. Oh, he's still.
Maybe he
awake.
can make an appearance on.
Yeah, maybe we should have guest, like, what is it?
Yeah, he would
Guest
go with like that
appearances?
dragon.
He would. Yo, this theme though.
Yo,
I was
this
gonna
is
use the
great
same one
theme.
you used, Kayla, but then this was right underneath, and I was like, I must.
This was available like as it is right now.
No,
Or she merged.
I
Oh,
got
merged
2 different colors of it and merged them together.
Oh shit.
And it was really complicated. I don't even know how I did it, but I had to make an account for this. So I was like,
Wow, you were determined.
I get 1 free 1 a month. So I was like,
This is perfect.
It's beautiful.
I wanted to. The reason is it was a perfect theme, but then I wanted to make it match both books. So one's more orange, so I split one in half. You'll see there's a lot of it in here. I mixed both themes together.
I'm so impressed by the amount of time you put on this. Holy shit.
I spent a whole work day. I called in sick to work when I called in sick. I was doing this, curating images, like doing all this. Anyway.
Amaze.
Hello everyone. Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh, we've been live. Oh, okay.
We've been live.
Can they hear us though?
They should be able to. I tested the mic.
Hi everyone. Does this mean mute is on or not?
No, I tested it.
Okay.
That means it's
Okay.
like on.
Hi everyone and no one, or are those people that are here? Or are those just people
no,
on your
those
Twitch?
are like
That's
biggest,
Harrison,
gifters.
right? Okay, that's Harrison.
Biggest gifters.
Oh, Harrison is always double Garian.
Yeah. I was like, stop gifting me stuff. Like,
Please gift our coven so that we look like we have more people. Okay, so book club number 10, guys. It's been 10 months. Yeah, of meeting about these books.
10 months already. That's crazy.
This is the most regular thing I've done this year. Like,
We've got mad seniority.
yeah, for real. So, we're discussing Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn today that we read in the last 2 months because our very own Veronica got hitched. Our very own witchling.
No longer a witchling. Now fully a witch.
Full-on witch.
The witch got hitched.
Oh, I love
That
that.
should have been our like tagline.
Okay, hashtag witch got hitched. Alright. So, to begin, yeah, this is just what I worked on, so admire. Wow.
I'm
okay.
admiring so hard.
Yes.
And then,
perfect slide.
so next, actually, I'll just... The maps of the books. So, I actually looked at them once and then forgot about them.
Same. Honestly, the thing with Kobo is I just find it's so hard to
Yeah.
go back to the maps.
Yeah, it really is. Like the one for the Tower of Dawn, I didn't even look at it because
Actually, me neither.
it was so small.
And plus, didn't we see it in Assassin's, not Creed, but it was Assassin's
Creed.
Blade.
Assassin's Blade.
But
But they didn't even go to many of these places.
they didn't. Actually, where's...
Like just
There's
the
supposed to be a
mountains.
thingy. Like never mind. Stop it. I just was trying to find the loop.
What's the Kizultum Desert? I don't think she went there. It's not the Red Desert. It's like different.
Yeah.
But they were here, no, in Antica?
Yeah, they're in Antica.
And they went to the mountains to do the search for.
Oh yeah, the Tavan Mountains where all the bird dews were.
Yeah.
No?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, guys, I have a, you know the name of where they're from? What is it? Rift Hold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my head, I was like, for some reason, Rift Hold sounds like it's a place where there would be like a gate or something. Like the word rift. Like I feel like,
You're right.
yeah, like Rift Hold. It sounds like they're on top of something. That's
That
like
makes sense.
So
One of the word gates. Maybe
yeah.
there's the link with the rest of.
I think so. Like, I don't know. That's the vibe I got.
But like in the Tower of Dawn, they find like the gate where the spiders are, right?
So, isn't that one of the gates?
One of your. Oh, we have someone.
Yay!
Hi.
Fresh car. Hey, fresh
Hi.
car.
Sorry, I had to. Oh, my sound.
Oh.
is awful.
That's a lot.
Wait, that was the person that was there last time.
Yeah.
Fresh Car. Oh no, wait. 1 second. Fresh Car subscribed for 2 months in a row, and Ready Player Onesie is back. So he used to watch our stream. Oh no, you haven't gotten to these books yet. You haven't read any of them. Then there's gonna be a ton of spoilers.
There's gonna be 1,000 spoilers.
So sad.
Basically, this is a spoiler set.
Oh, I'm so happy I did a tandem read. We're gonna see different perspectives. I love it.
If you
Thank you for following.
draft using. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
Cute. Wait, can I send the link? Can you send me the link? I'm gonna send it to Matt, so he's not doing anything.
I'll put it in book coven.
Thank you.
No, I haven't gotten to these. I think I'm on Queen of Shadows. Oh, so you are reading Queen of Shadows. That's the second one?
That's number 2 or 3.
It's been,
Sort of
I
black.
feel like I've been through like the wars.
Queen
like,
of Shadows is like the third? The third one?
possible.
Or is it
I
when
don't
she goes
know.
to Wenland, number 2?
Honestly, I
No,
feel like it's
Wendland
two.
is the book right. No. Wendland is the book before the last book we read. Sorry.
Bottom
Yeah,
line
so
is like, don't listen to this.
Yeah, like you'll have to like probably I'll have to figure out how to post like a VOD, which I think is like a recording
Yeah.
version.
Mm-hmm.
So you could watch that one, but probably there's gonna be a ton of spoilers. But thanks for joining, and we'll be streaming Kingdom of Ash next month.
Yes.
So if you can somehow catch up by reading
You can if you tandem
5
read
books.
If you tandem read book 5 and 6, right? Book 5 is this.
Yeah.
That's what we read. It goes faster. Do it.
Highly recommend based on comments.
Yeah, Tandem read. Highly recommend.
I never read the prequel. I would still recommend the prequel, actually. It was kind of worth it in the end.
Well, you need to read it,
was,
technically.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, provided.
I'm glad we read it
context.
before because it set the stage for a lot.
So there's Crown of Midnight, Era of Fire, then Queen of Shells. So it's actually the fourth one. So that's actually pretty decent because we're reading what? The
5 and 6, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you can catch up.
You got a month.
Next month, Kingdom of Ash, which I heard is going to be crazy. And it's like what is it, like 900 pages? It's like
What?
Actually, yeah,
Wait,
it's huge.
what? Hold on, let me see my
shit.
ebook.
Okay.
Wait, because I have it downloaded. How many Kobo pages is
Not
that?
ready for this.
Never reads the prequel.
You have to read the
Honestly, it's not great.
It's not
It's not
optional.
great. There's a few cool stories in there because it's an anthology. Is that
It's
what
like,
you mean?
yeah,
Like it's
multiple stories.
It's all about playing the long game, and it's a worthy investment.
Yeah.
if you've come this far in Sarah J. Maas, you kind of have to at this point read everything.
You have to.
You can speed read it.
How many Kobo pages is that?
Yes, Fresh Car. Joy did the tandem read.
I
She was
did.
our tandem reader.
Best thing ever. Best decision.
So we'll have her opinions on tandem.
Yeah.
So many parallels. Kingdom of Ash is 425 Kobo pages. Oh, I guess mine it's like
How is
multiple.
it? Yeah.
No, it's because me it takes multiple taps to
Oh,
get through
yeah.
one page. So
'Cause you
it's 3
have
taps
the-
because like
Oh.
so it's like it's gonna take this. I have to do it by 3.
So it's like 1,200
Pretty
Kobo
much.
pages. Okay, that's a good amount. That's
It's
acceptable.
900 real pages.
Yeah. Okay.
It's bigger than any book we've read in Throne of Glass so far.
Yeah,
by
that makes
mile.
sense.
Oh, it's also because my font is microscopic.
Yeah, because I think Tower of Dawn was 600 or 700 pages or something.
Fucking Mac.
So
Sorry, I'm
this
just
is
checking.
like 900.
Oh yeah, my font is. Spoiler. Okay.
Spoilers.
But my
Back
font
out,
is tiny.
Back out.
Yeah, I'm gonna close.
Back out.
So tandem read. Explain tandem read for Ready Player Onesie.
So tandem read
That's
is
what
because that the book 5 and book 6 are running on the same timeline. So technically, I don't know where did they reach in the story because I don't want to spoil. But generally, it's basically 2 different stories, but they're happening at the same time. So some people on the internet recommend that you should read them at the same time because there's crossover. So what I did is I found a copy online where I didn't have to go from one book to the other. It just combined both books at the correct places where the chapters are, so that it just switched automatically from Empire Storms to Tower of Dawn and back and forth until the very end, following the tandem list. And there's a list online that I think someone shared last time, basically on how to read it. But the one I found, the file, it did it in that exact order. So I read it tandem, but just in one book or one ebook. So it allowed both storylines to run.
So it makes like one large book.
Yeah, it was I think 2,000 Kobo pages or something.
Okay. Hefty book.
It was thick.
Hefty book,
Thick.
but
Like
yeah. So that's another way to read it. And I think in our Discord, Rajkar posted how to do the tandem read. So like outlines which chapter to read of which book in what order.
yeah, I was doing that at first, but then I had to keep going back to the picture to see when to switch off. And then I found the combined book, which did it for me. So I just read it like that, and it was amazing.
Yeah, Discord, guys, you need to join the Discord.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, my copy, it had Empire Storm, and then it had Tower of Dawn in the same cover.
Oh, nice.
It combined both of them. Oh, a Throne of Glass tandem read.
Oh, look.
I got this legally, by the way.
Absolutely.
Invited V. I don't know, Joy. I don't think I have you on Discord.
And my Discord is
offloaded.
dead and gone. Like, it's been a while. I haven't opened it since we played,
Oh my
We
god.
need to.
what did we
get
play?
onto
Imposter?
Discord.
It was like,
What was that game?
yeah, I know exactly what game you're talking about.
We played it during the pandemic. It's
You're
not
like,
called Imposter, but it's pretty much that's what you are in the game. But anyway.
we need to focus.
Yeah.
We're not focused, but also I wanted to mention that, anyways, whatever.
Oh, let me send it to... Oh, no, I can't send it to
My
Ross. She
thoughts,
didn't read the book.
income and outcome. Okay. Tandem read. Yeah. How did you find the tandem read, Joy, in terms of like the long ass book?
It made it worth it because not gonna lie, I preferred Tower of Dawn to Empire of Storms. Empire of Storms was hard to get into just because we've been reading like about Aelin from the start. Was that a spoiler? Anyway. So basically just breaking it up that when I got bored with Empire of Storms, right away it cut into Tower of Dawn where I was invested. So it really helped the long game make the book flow much better. And I found like, I'm assuming she wrote these at the same time because they fit perfectly together. Like everything, like if one person in one book says, oh, I miss so-and-so, the next book was like, same thing but other side, or thinking at people. There's so many parallels, like someone's having their first time here, well then someone's having their first time here, like flirting in one book. It really flowed very well, so I'm assuming she wrote them at the same time, and probably she had them together, but maybe some publisher told her to cut them up. So
I feel like it makes, like, that's interesting that you're saying that, because when I read them, I was like, oh, I don't see, like, so many moments that they would be, like, occurring at the same time. Like, sometimes they would mention explicitly, like, oh, we got news that, like, Aelin did this.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, there's not so many moments of that. But then you're saying, like,
it's
other
straight up
things, too.
no,
are,
but
like,
straight up
really
like that,
paralleled.
like, because when you read it one after the other, you know the primacy, recency, whatever thing you have, like the bias where you tend to remember what you read first and last. In the book, at the same time, when they were saying news has spread that so and so is now leading the whatever, and then right after it goes to the next thing where someone says, "My spies tell me the new update. My spies tell me this happened." A few chapters later, and then you're like, "Ah!"
A different
and it's a bad perspective, because then at the end of book 6, they're under the wrong impression about book 5, about Aelin and everything. So
And I think what's really interesting for the tandem read is, like, for me, like, I didn't think to do the tandem read until it was, like, too late. I don't know why. But what's cool is that you're like going into the whole journey in one book, and the other book is like you're delving more into the why.
yeah.
You know, and understanding and like gaining like valuable information that would guide the journey that's happening kind of at the same time.
Yeah.
And I find that
that's true.
cool if you're getting that kind of at the same time, because now you only get, if the way we did it, you're only getting that information in retrospect.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, like
Yeah.
I'd be
Oh,
so
that's
much
gonna
more.
be so useful.
But
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
equally frustrating in the sense when someone got the wrong information and they ran with it. Like,
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
exactly is happening, and then they get an impression or a lie about it. So you're like, yeah.
Exactly. BGB is here. Yay. Hi, BGB.
Welcome.
What's
Thanks for being here.
BGB?
Board Game Bros.
Okay, great.
Hey, bros.
Board Game Bros is here. Why is he like with other people? Like in
Yeah.
their board game?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's a whole board game day.
Hey, when we get more tech savvy at some point, we should do that thing where the chat appears like
Yeah,
floating
that'd be
on
great.
one side. But that's gonna take 50 years. I
Chat's
think.
floating.
No, I do have it. I do
I don't
have
know how
it.
to do it, but I feel like it's just gonna crash.
Like here, I could have the like it is there. I think.
Is it? Oh, just we can't see it.
No, actually, I didn't set it up. So like normally I do, but
I should put the
guess
I
didn't
should put the
test it.
stream on my TV.
We're basically just the
You could,
boomers
yeah.
of the millennials. But it's fine. Like, this
Yeah.
is functioning, and I
Because-
don't want to mess with it.
Yeah, I think we're good right now.
Let me tell you the back end.
The
The back end of this, like, I have 2 computers. This computer, I only wake up for this exact purpose. So all the updates that I do to my stream in terms of like setup is only saved on my regular computer. Here I have to go and reset it up to copy what I did in updates on my regular computer. So it's still not like fully tested. Because I didn't remember that we were going to stream today, but
Well,
next
I am
time
gonna
we'll
name
be
this-
fully ready.
This is the book club computer or PC. Since people don't know what computer means anymore.
You see, I think that what you're gonna love, and I don't know Ready Player Onesie, but do you think that there would be spoilers in sharing your character images? Oh, maybe because of the
Yeah,
I
no,
put some. I put
you
spice in
can.
it,
Yeah,
so
there's
yeah,
spice.
you can.
No, you
Sorry, and I
can't.
put
Oh, so
nice
sorry.
spice.
This is crushing.
it's crushing.
So yeah, it's gonna. My slides will literally spoil everything from as soon as the next slide.
Sorry,
So-
Ready Player Onesie.
yeah.
Better
So-
put on your onesie and go read the books ASAP. So
Right,
you can
right.
join us for
If you join us for Kingdom of Ash,
Kingdom of
and
Ash.
wait, when do we announce the retreat?
Oh yeah, and then we also have our upcoming book club retreat where we're going to be doing our yearly review of the best books of 2024
And reading Onyx Storm.
and live reading Onyx Storm. It's going to be 3 days of excitement.
Yep. And hot tub activities.
Hot tub, that's true. Hot tub activities, hot tub chat, and like probably we haven't fully fleshed it out, but like ideas of like games or like
Yes.
things that we could do.
We should vlog
Themes
it
around book club.
Yeah, exactly. So if you guys have game ideas, what?
Ready Player Hunsie's emote to Rigel's comment. I think. Or maybe it's something that we said. Can't wait for Onyx Storm. Yeah, so if you haven't read, what were the 2 books? Fourth Wing and Iron Flame,
Mm-hmm.
do it. Those
Now.
are actually really, really, like, I think I like them, dare I say, a little bit more than Akutar.
Yeah.
Court of Thorns
I
and
think
Roses.
so.
Yeah.
I think so.
So
And I like it because
Yeah.
I tend to like darker things, so this kind of tickled that fancy. I have
yeah,
to
it's a
say.
bit darker. It's a lot more action. It's like faster paced.
Still the fun themes, the shadowness, the
Oh yeah, there's a lot more.
the spice.
It's more moody.
Yeah.
Like the tone of Onyx Storm, I think, is going to be also. There's so much darkness upcoming for Onyx Storm. I mean, so I think that's going to be really.
But it's the
cool.
same tropes of what we're used to with Sarah J. Maas. You know, the typical main character, but at least she could read. You know.
The author for Onyx Storm is Rebecca Yarros,
Mhm.
and actually she's like more of like romance rom-com writer, but this is her first dabble into like romantasy or fantasy, and she nailed it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So Onyx Storm, we're waiting. Comes out January 1st, pre-order. No one's telling us, no one's paying us to say that, but pre-order.
Yeah.
Soon, maybe we'll be sponsored.
I've pre-ordered it, and it's like a virtual copy.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my Kobo to just upload it when it's ready. But yeah. All right, guys. So we're good
Are
with
we
the maps.
delving in? So spoilers incoming, right?
Yeah, spoilers coming
incoming.
in 3, 2, 1. I don't remember what the next slide is. So let's go. That's not. Oh.
There we go.
So
Let's jump
Empire
right in.
Storm, random quote I found, and a little summary from AI.
To rattle the stars. Yeah, that keeps coming up. To rattle the stars, which I love.
And also, like, I don't want to read too much into this, but is there, like, I know we're in here looking for Easter eggs or links with the Maasiverse in general. So why rattle the stars? Anyways.
Yeah, there's a lot of subtle and not so subtle Easter eggs that I kind of highlighted because I would say, oh, is this Aquatar? Is this CC? But like, yeah, definitely recommend everyone read all of them just to be part of the same world.
I don't have my glasses, so I do need to pull my phone pretty close.
No problem. I can barely
I
see.
went some hidden loyalty. Oh, I don't know loyalty.
I don't know her
Hamilton.
either.
I mean, is the spice? I think the spice is on par with whatever is in Aquatar.
And are we talking about Throne of Glass or Onyx Storm?
I think Onyx Storm.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's on par with Aquatar.
Yeah.
I think it's on par with Sarah J. Maas in terms of spice.
Throne of Glass, I get the vibe
Maybe
that
less.
it's much less, but I get it feels kind of like Harry Potter in a sense where it feels like the audience grew up with the book because it started very PG teenager
It did.
to sudden this very adult.
Yeah, there is some scenes.
There are some like, whoa.
Yeah, I
Okay,
didn't.
now you mash it.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah. This one was.
They're not like explicit. They're
Empire
very
of
kind
Storms and Tower of Dawn are definitely the grown-up books.
Are
There's
that-
definitely
they're not
some
super
allusions
explicit.
Yeah.
to like
Yeah,
BDSM.
Yes, definitely some
explicit.
BDSM, which I've been waiting for because I want Aquatar 6 to be about like Azriel and hopefully Elaine and not anyone else. And to be very spicy, very like
read it.
BDSM-y, not in the sense of like whips and chains, but just in terms of like, I don't know, power exchange and all that. I feel like Azriel has a dark side. I don't know.
Oh, I love Azrael.
Well,
But
does
he
have a dark
hasn't
side.
read Aquatar, which
You must.
that's probably why.
I
Wait,
feel
she
like
started at 16? Like she was 16?
16. I was reading Twilight at 16.
What?
Really?
Sarah?
Wait, Sarah wrote this at 16?
My girl Sarah wrote that at 16. There's no way.
Wait, which one did she write at 16? Throne of Glass? That makes sense. but,
Throne of Glass.
Okay, because that's some life
wow,
experience.
that's crazy
boy.
actually.
Damn, what?
That just puts everything into perspective.
That makes a
right
lot
now.
of sense.
Yeah.
This explains why,
I'm totally clutching my pearls. Where are they?
So in general, guys, when we started reading these books 10 months ago, a little history. Me, I tend to have a lot of issues with the female protagonists for therapy reasons. So this book actually, because I really started out liking the main character a lot, saying finally a main character I like. That's not annoying. But I guess that was just because she was literally a teenager. Because now, like this book, I brought it up to my therapist. She asked me about it. She's like, so, any issues with Aelin? She literally said that, and I was like, this bitch. Have you read the books? But we can't talk about that.
I'm so glad book club's a catalyst for your therapy discussion.
No, but for real, it's really showing me a lot of
Books
stuff.
can be, right?
Like Tower of Dawn, I loved it so much because I feel like I really feel very similar to, not very similar, but like Yrene, I get her.
Like,
I get her.
I think that's interesting because Sarah does that a lot. Like for Nesta's story in Aquatar, like you go through her healing journey, and the same with Chaol, like going through a physical disability for someone where it was so important to be physical, like it was for him. So I don't know, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Can relate to
People's struggles, I guess.
All right, guys, ready to jump into my collages?
Female protagonists. I know, right? Like, it's crazy that there's so many female protagonists in the books that we read, but not on TV.
Oh,
Facts.
Also, Rafuzi tells us that Jam, as one of the board game bros, would be open to reading something. Well, we have recommendations.
We have many recommendations. Oh my God! Make sure you tune in to the freaking retreat because I think I want to do a tier list.
Yes.
Where we put characters
tier
or
list.
books into like a giant tier list.
That's a good
Absolutely.
idea.
Maybe
Think of
characters
more
is gonna be a
ideas.
lot, but that's like I think I might do characters actually. Email.
Oh,
If you have, like,
maybe a very
suggestions,
contentious conversation is best female protagonist of the year.
Ooh,
because
that's
that's
contentious.
gonna get raised
Yeah.
conversation.
That's gonna be a fun debate.
We
Oh,
should
God.
put some ideas in the Discord book club
Yes, please.
channel.
No spoilers, bro.
There's gonna
be spoilers. Wait.
Yeah, there's gonna be spoilers. So that's the thing. Kingdom of Ash is in December. In January, we're doing Onyx Storm, which are all like end of series kind of things. But after the January, we're probably gonna start a new series.
Yeah.
So then we'll like if you want to join us on that one,
read along with us, and
Yeah.
it'd be really great.
But yeah, after
Absolutely.
Kingdom of Ash, we're officially gonna be now like up to date on all of the series.
The
Now we have to
Maasiverse?
wait for books.
Maasverse, yeah.
Now we have to wait. No, but even like for
That's
Yaros, we're getting the next book. So now
Yeah.
we're like real. You know when people say like, "Oh, how did it feel when Harry Potter first came out and they have to wait for
Yeah.
books every
Oh,
year?"
it's
Now
the
we're at that
worst.
point where we have to wait.
Actual torture. But
So-
can we take a little break here and see?
Get
before
good.
We really.
sorry.
What can we recommend Jam as? How would we recommend him to start? I think since Onyx Storm is coming out, I'd recommend to Jam as
Yeah.
to read
Onyx Storm is really good.
the first book of that trilogy. No, well, it's not a trilogy actually. It's gonna be 5 books.
But I'm trying to get Matt to read
Fourth Wing, Jam.
Fourth Wing. 'Cause
Fourth Wing.
He asked me which one's the least girly, and I was like,
Girly,
well, bro,
about
like I was like,
least.
let's put your misogyny away, but Fourth Wing.
Just take that
There's a lot of
misogyny
action.
away.
There's a lot of action, a lot of death, and he likes that. So I was like, if you like GOT, you
Discord
like
doesn't work.
that.
It's also a great fall read. I have to say,
It
like,
is.
I like timing my reads with the seasons, and I really think Fourth Wing is a great November read. So I'd start there.
Also, guys, so when we do book club, we tend to have dinner and drinks that are themed. So today, for lack of inspiration, basically I went with Mediterranean. The drink we had was called Ace of Hearts, but it was very like spicy. What was
Yeah,
it?
I-
It was like spicy, cokey.
Also, I'm gonna
Like-
cut you off right there, Joy.
Yeah.
Like that was not lack of inspiration. Mediterranean was like right in line
That's
with
true.
Throne of Tower of Dawn, and the drink was like a spiced rum with cherry coke. It was
Very pirate,
extremely
yeah, actually,
piratey.
yeah.
We did a lot of boating in this book.
That is true.
So-
Yeah, we were on boats for a while.
We
but-
were on boats. I was getting a little seasick.
We were on boats.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Empire
Empire
Sto-
Storms.
Was
Oh,
the
okay.
picture is literally a boat.
A ship, I would call it.
There were boats too. Anyway, guys, ready to jump in? Spoilers ahead.
alert.
Let's
Stormy
go.
conversations ahead.
I forgot what the slide is, but this is my collage of collages. So I
Nice.
stole collages from Pinterest. There's credits somewhere for all the different stuff, but I made a collage of what I feel the vibe of Empire Storm was. I don't agree with some of the character depictions that people have put.
Who's that?
I have no idea. I don't
Is that
know.
Lysandra?
I think it's Lysandra.
Oh yeah.
It's supposedly
Is that how you
Lysandra.
pronounce her name? was
I
thinking
call her
Lysandra.
Lysandra.
Oh, okay.
And then
This
Lys
is
for
also
short.
very contentious. People's name pronunciations.
Bro.
It's Manon.
Manon.
It's
Manon.
Manon, guys.
It's
Whoever's
Manon.
saying Manon,
It's not.
that's the tour.
We are
okay?
bilingual. It's Manon.
It is
Manon.
100%
Manon.
Manon. And like, is that even a name in English? Manon. Like no
Manon.
one named their kid that. It's obviously
Manon.
Manon.
Or not
So-
Manon. Yeah, Manon.
Rigel's saying we're good streamers. Thank you.
Aw.
Thank you, Rigel.
Thank you.
All
We
right.
need to have like a book boyfriends
We do.
Stream.
stream.
So, now that we've seen my
I love
collage,
this collage to whatever end.
Yep.
Honestly, that's one of the.
Yeah, to whatever end.
We are the 13. Yeah, a lot of like this. I found them on Pinterest. So I was like, but I really like this.
Yeah. Oh
I
my
really
God.
like that.
That's huge.
It
is
is.
that Manon's dragon?
No, I
Wyvern?
thought that was Lysandra. I don't know.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
Lysandra,
okay, that's Lysandra.
which I have a lot to say about Lysandra because I feel she carried Empire
She
Storm.
does so much.
She was amazing.
She was a sea dragon.
That's one of the reasons you should read the prequels too, though. I have to say, just
Yeah.
because it gives so much backstory on like Aelin and Lysandra's relationship.
Definitely.
And
That's true.
I think it makes it so much more rewarding to
Mhm.
see that evolve in this. So
So, I think this is my character slide.
Manon.
The canon?
Manon.
The canon?
Manon.
No way.
Oh, I have heard Manon before.
I beg to differ. I'm not a fan.
I feel like if with an English accent, that's probably
It's
better
Manon.
than Manon.
Manon.
But in the French, which I think her name sounds very French,
Yeah,
it's like Manon.
Manon.
Manon is the right pronunciation.
Yeah, it's Manon. Sorry, guys. Like, I
But
could.
it's the right pronunciation, but I can't say
Manon.
that it's how Sarah saw in her head writing it, as we have seen with the whole Rysand situation. Like,
Yeah, resand is unacceptable.
Yeah, Roxy, she was like, oh, I like Rysand. And I was like, don't tell me that name. It's Rysand. Rysand.
Rysand.
I don't give a fuck. It's Rysand. Okay?
I don't give a fuck either. I'm coining that. Like, there's
Oh,
no
but I
way.
see why you think of it as Lysandra because it's like Lysandra, but it's Lysandra for me.
Lysandra?
Because then when they call her Lys, it makes sense instead of Lys.
Yeah, but they call him Reese.
Yeah, but Reese sounds better than it's Reese but Rysand.
Yeah.
You can have both.
Yeah, and I agree.
Like Veronica V.
I agree.
No.
So it's Reese and Rysand, but for me, Lysandra is Lys and Lysandra.
I don't know why. Me, I feel like it's Lysandra. I don't know why. And then Lys for short.
Yeah.
But that works. I don't care. That's
But
how
like,
it was in my head.
I mean, she only had a pronunciation guide in I think one of the books, and I looked at it and just forgot about it. So
And then I saw Rysand, I was like, I wish I didn't read that.
Lysandra sounds
Wrong.
Lysandra.
Fair.
Okay, are we ready for the collages?
I'm super ready.
All right, starting.
Ready Player Onesie, by the way, there will be spoilers from this point
Yeah,
on.
from this point on. Ugh, this is one of my faves.
Oh my god.
So I combined couples, like character photos because there were just it would have been too many slides to put one per character. Since there were so many
Jesus.
couples.
I'm sorry, but he is just
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Like that
hello.
top right picture.
I know.
I love the
Holy
like
moly.
this one. I don't know if you can see
I
behind the mic, but like
I love short hair.
yeah.
I actually love the short hair too,
do.
and this middle picture just feels so like intimate and sultry. I'm just a big fan.
Yeah.
Although he
Well, the
doesn't
gold
look as ripped,
dress.
though. Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
He was, like the gold dress.
He was
like-
obsessed.
Yeah.
Okay, I need like, can we try to like? Okay, this line. He grips her hard, forcing her to meet his eyes as he snarled, "I see you. I see every part of you, and I am not afraid." Okay. I like the callback to the "I am not afraid" because
Yeah.
that's really powerful for Aelin. But can I know? First of all, this like, it's a bit much. But anyways, it's fine. The snarl.
I was imagining
Like
a dog like
how does one snarl? Like I can do the growl, okay, but I really struggle with the snarl.
doesn't snarl is a show of teeth. Like
Yeah, that's my impression. It's like
Okay.
he's saying it deep with a deep voice, but it's just that his face looks like a snarl. Like his like maybe his like lip is a
Canine?
bit. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I just like every time I would prefer growl or something, but snarl just looks like
There's,
like
a
one
little
canine is out,
upturned-
like-
upturned lip.
So how do you say that line with a snarl?
You know,
Well, yeah,
if I do it,
'cause,
it's
like,
ruin it for me.
I see. Like, this is very like
Every part.
no, yeah, you're right.
That's
That's
such a
not a
thing.
good visual.
No, but listen, in my head, it's way better than if I did it live or asked Harrison to do it. Awful.
Anyways, lovely collage though.
Thank
honestly.
you. I had a lot of fun. It's because I was gonna do like one character, you know, the typical thing we do where we put one character, we find the best, and then we just put one character in a game. But there was just so many good depictions on Pinterest because the story was out for so long. Tumblr had so much stuff, and I just found a bunch of images. So I was like, let me just do a collage of couples. The next one is my fave collage, not necessarily couple, but
Is it
page.
Elide? Oh, okay.
Wait, I forgot what the next one is. Hold on. Sorry, one
Elide.
sec. I don't know who the next one is. Oh no, never mind. This one I like too. I like making this one, but my
She's
favorite next.
so freaking pretty,
Yeah.
dude. Like I can't. But I mean, it makes sense now because when you can choose to look like however the fuck you
Yeah.
want, like I'd look like that too.
Exactly. Yep.
I
But I really
that
love this
line.
one. I mean, he does not
Yeah.
look. They do not look the ages they say they are in the book, like in their early
No.
20s. But like,
But he looks like a general. Like he has, I don't
does.
know, like a sort of like seriousness to him. Like
and props to this artist because there's gonna be a lot of them in here. They made couple pics of all the characters from this series,
Yes, I love
and like,
that.
and I was seeing it all over the internet, so I took it. It was just really nice depictions of
They
each
are
couples.
beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
he's like really handsome, but I just am not a fan of blondes, but he is really handsome.
Yeah.
Yeah, those cheekbones.
Yo. Like.
Damn, square jaw.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they all have square jaws.
I mean,
Yeah.
Literally,
you can't,
like,
you can't be in the
Could
book
be
without
carbon
it.
copies of each other with different
Yeah,
hair colors,
like you'll
but-
see when I show you a picture of Fenris and Gabriel, whatever you pronounce his name as, they look exactly the same. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't even try. The artist didn't even try. But next is the one I had so much fun collaging because the color scheme is.
Wait. Before you move on from this
Yes.
collage, I love this line, by the way.
I do as well.
Because
Oh,
when
yeah.
he says this, it's so, like, casually, and you haven't seen that much of their love, like, build up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, like, it goes without saying.
Yeah.
And then he just voices it, and I'm just like, that was so cute.
Yeah, it was.
Like, when that
Yeah.
happened, I actually got, like, chills.
And it's like
yeah.
really nice how he says it, that it's like she decides, like
Yeah.
he's just gonna be there whenever she's ready.
Exactly. I like
And
their
he's gonna wait for
dynamic.
her. Like that's really sweet.
I feel like they had the most, like, realistic, organic, like, slow burn, I would say, where it was very, like, no one's, like, pushing, there's no, like, powered control dynamics and things like that. It was very gradual rather than a lot of insta relationships in some of these books. So,
I agree.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Next, favorite one.
So excited.
Fave.
Oh my god. This collage is so...
The color scheme is so nice.
I love it, yeah.
Oh
I love
my
her
God.
vibe. She's amazing.
Yo, like,
I love the color scheme. Holy shit. This is my favorite when they're
Yo.
like their embrace, like
Yes.
on the middle right. Oh my god. That's so hot. His freaking forearms and biceps on this picture.
the veins
I'm
on the...
getting hot. Like,
That's what I'm
jeez.
saying. Like, this is... I had a lot of fun making this one in particular. Like, the full picture of this one.
Like
Oh
the couple
my.
goals. These are couple goals. Like,
Yeah.
what a vibe.
It's so moody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
It's like, yeah, I love the white hair and dark hair. Like, the eyes, the difference in eyes. Just, like, the red, the blue, everything.
It's amazing.
Loved it. Like, this was my favorite one to make, I think. Like, and all the pictures have the same vibe. All the pictures of these two, same vibe, same colors. Yeah, every artist did it differently. Even when it was animated, like, they just really captured the...
Oh yeah. It's so good. And like what I love about Dorian and Manon's story is that they're so well matched in terms of power.
Yeah.
And like we haven't like seen that. Well, in a way we have. Like obviously like Aelin and Rowan are well matched, but like she's still like way more. But like they have like this really there's something about them that's just way more well matched than in terms of like their power than anyone else, and I really like that.
Which worried me because when they started talking about the yielding and how a witch can give all her power once but then die after, I was like,
Really?
are they gonna... Yeah. Where a witch has like a reserve of power that you can just use one shot
Oh yeah.
and then you die after, like a
Oh,
beach. And then I was like,
shit.
if they better not kill her off like that, I'll be so upset.
That's so
Oh
like that's so
my.
what's the word?
What?
When it's like something they show in
Foreshadowing. It was giving that vibe. I was like, and also the vibe, they kept highlighting how Dorian, he's the other like choice as the sacrificial lamb or whatever, and I was like, they better not kill him.
Dorian has
Like,
been doing his
Preserve.
best.
He's been doing his best. He's been the hardest worker in this whole series.
He's had like such unfortunate circumstances
Exactly.
and done his best. Okay.
Yeah.
Like when they got mad at him about the mirror, I was like, what do y'all suggest then? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
he's just coming up with ideas. Yeah, like guys, stop getting angry at him. Like,
I can't wait to see Dorian in like his full power.
Yeah.
Because he's just been getting like shot down like,
Yeah.
time after time.
but at least like he's getting like mentorship from Rowan. I like
Yeah.
that
That's
part,
nice. Yeah.
which is one of the topics I have. Okay, next is a fan fave.
Our fave.
Not this. I hate this one, but the vibe is there.
Like this, the top right one.
Yeah.
This. But he looks like Lysandra, but
Or like Ruin, like yeah, but
Yeah, but,
that
like-
artist is really good too.
yeah.
But
I love
it's
the
just-
Elide picture of the bottom left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that as well. It was hard finding pictures of her leg injury because for some reason a lot of the ones with the leg injury were sexy too. So it's just like a little like scar on the ankle. I'm like, I think her leg is like really fucked up. Like it's not just a little burn.
Like full crippled.
Like yeah. Like
Oh, and that line. See, the thing is also with Elide and Lorcan is like he's so like matter of fact about the fact that he's gonna protect her, and like he makes it sound like it's just like a convenient arrangement.
Yeah.
But it's like not as fuck not, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm
He
like,
keeps talking about like oh, everyone keeps looking at her. Like, all the men have eyes on her. It's like, it's because he's watching
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
He's
Like,
obviously upset that men are looking at her, like, because he likes her.
Oh my god, I love when characters say they don't have a heart, but then like kind of Manon too, where she's like, I have no feelings, I have no emotions, but then you see them feeling for someone.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's like, but yeah, I like making this side as well. Like so yeah, the vibe I got was that he's like more tan, darker hair.
Yeah.
Like they're all really muscular and hot. But he looks like the dude from Dragon from Game of Thrones there.
Yeah, he does. He does here.
Which
Yeah.
guy?
Who I hate now.
Yeah,
So
you're up to date, right?
Yeah.
Hate him.
That
Hate that
fucker.
motherfucker.
Side note.
But I just also love that Lorcan is kind of like an outcast. From
Yes.
his group.
Yeah.
People like really dislike him,
Mm-hmm.
but he does have a good side. It's just that he's very like, I guess, pragmatic or something, or he just
But I
thinks he's
think-
doing the right thing. But
But that makes them even
He's
better
not.
match because she was always a loner too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
literally trapped in a tower loner. Like thinking her own conniving way and all that in her head.
Yeah.
So I think they were the perfect match. Like
finding someone to go on a journey with versus like going at it alone the whole time.
yeah. And I found a lot of artist errors. There was a lot of depictions of them, but his ears weren't pointed. And I was like, guys, he's fake. Come on now. We're at this. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, seriously. I like that he's so hated by the people that we like
Yeah.
because it's like it creates complexity, right? Like it's more than black and white. Like it's just like, oh, he's trying to do the good thing,
Yeah.
but we don't like him because he's a dick. But he's not actually a dick.
He's not actually a dick.
He just comes across as a dick.
Yeah, except at the end of Empire Storm, I was like,
I was like,
Fuck, he doesn't care what other people think about
Mhm.
him. He's gonna do what he thinks
Yeah.
is right.
unless it affects her.
yeah.
Like, however, they were very casual about her little arm. Like,
Yo,
they were
what
very
the hell?
casual
Wait, what
about it.
happened to her?
Her arm got cut off.
When?
Did you read the book? Oh, it's because that's the thing. When you read, I read them at the same time, so like that's recent for me. But like in book 1, when Gabriel was jumping towards him to kill him, he literally bit her
Oh, I
arm
thought they
instead.
fixed it.
Yeah, they did, but they were just it just happened, and then they're like, okay, it's fixed, bye. But I'm like, that was a
But
full-on
it's true,
amputation,
yeah,
bro.
it sounded
I've been
good.
traumatized for 5 years.
I was like, oh man, she already has a bad leg.
She's already
now,
using
like-
it. She's already chilling. That's true. She already has a bad leg, and now
How's she gonna get through this? Like,
okay, now I have all the other characters that I didn't have time to do like a giant collage because there's not enough content. So as you can see, they look
yeah,
exactly
that's right.
alike. But then I could only tell them apart based on their animal.
wait, are they twins?
They're not, but I think like I don't know for some
Oh, they
reason.
look similar because they're both blonde.
Yeah, they only have like laughing pictures of Fenris because I really like
Oh,
this
yeah.
vibe of pictures. The same animator as the couples one, so I was looking for one for him, but then they look kind of the same except for the hair. But
They always talk about Fenris being like the most good-looking person they've ever seen. So like, I don't know why, but I was just picturing Brad Pitt.
Oh.
But I hate when they say that, like, he's the hottest, because they're all the hottest man, like, you've ever seen type thing. And then I just noticed, like, he kind of falls into, like, a villain collage
Yeah,
except for
it's like all
Abraxas.
happy and then like everyone that we hate. Except
So,
Abraxas.
yeah. It was very hard to find a picture of, how do you pronounce his name?
Karen?
Karen? Because, I mean,
Wait,
Taryn
who's
is...
Karen again?
Taryn is one of the dragons.
Oh, Taryn.
Yeah.
So
So,
this is Karen.
yeah, exactly.
But everyone looks cool though.
But, like, there was a picture of him that I found where he wasn't hot, and I was like, I guess that's appropriate, because I hate when the bad people are really attractive.
No, but wait, who's Karen? I actually don't remember.
The sadist who like loves hurting people. He's one of the fae that works for Maeve. His
Oh,
her
yeah.
new fave boy,
oh, yeah,
like
her new, okay, yeah.
whipping motherfucker.
Right. Her new bitch.
So I put the Ilkin as well, which I feel is very familiar because I feel like we encounter similar creatures in Crescent City and Aquatar.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, but they're named different. Like, but I feel like we've encountered at least
They're from
something
the
like the
same world.
yeah from the dark world of
Oh my
Lord.
god. Maybe that's how they get to Actar.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, they're all grid gates and word gates and portals, and they all talk about gates in all of the books, so maybe that's how it's connected. But yeah, those are the pictures I found for the characters.
Abraxos, I just love, like, this is sort of the perfect contrast that, like, Sarah does. It's just, like, this freaking wyvern that is, like, part of this, like, evil breeding of wyverns, but he loves sniffing wildflowers.
I love it. Yeah.
Love him.
I love when he was on
He's the
the
best.
ship with them and he was just like chilling on the deck, like
Sunning himself.
Yeah. That was
too
really
good.
adorable. Okay, into the discussion. I don't remember what I did.
Into the
Oh yeah.
Wait, do we need drink refills?
I think
I was
so.
about to suggest that.
I think so. What do you guys want? I have the white. I know we can't open the red, but I have the. What else do I have in
We
my
could
fridge?
do the Prosecco or the white wine.
I'm open to either.
I'm open to either. Prosecco maybe. I like sparkling, but
Prosecco it is. I'll go get it.
perfect.
And water.
Small pause.
Yeah.
So you're gonna bring it here?
Drink refill. We should have like a thing for that, like drink refill. Be right back.
What is it called?
I really like this, and I love this. Like, that
Yeah.
as a picture, I love it.
I actually do picture her like that.
Jesus Christ,
Like she wants to be in like Idge, but not like a dragon, like a water dragon. Yeah.
yeah, but like, well, she was a water wyvern. Well, I feel like she was a sea dragon, a wyvern, everything. Like,
She customized it.
how did she? I feel like we never encountered a character with that much shape shifting power.
Wait, why is Rowan sad here? What was the
Um,
scene again?
Post whipping. Oh yeah, you guys really read that a while ago. Then
Yeah,
I read this like last week, so it's fresh for
century
me.
ago,
Like
dude.
everything, and that's the tandem read. That's an advantage too. Like it makes everything fresh because everything happened at the same time. I read this literally last week.
This is like a whole movie ago.
Yeah, it was really sad.
Oh yeah, this is the one that.
Careful when you open it.
Okay, like wow, this is not. This came from me, not
Okay.
from Veronica. Veronica's for some reason are shaken. Ignore my gel that I didn't remove.
Is this from the wedding?
Yes. I was too lazy to remove it, but I was able to remove my thumb ones.
Well, they're at
but
the
not
point
these
where you can
ones.
kind of just pop them off ish, like. But you
I
don't want to
tried,
damage your
but they
nail.
don't.
But
I popped these ones off. It was easy, but these ones they won't go. So.
you just need to find a weak point, but you don't want to peel so it damages your nail. But
Oh, I don't care.
oh, then I usually just find a weak point and then it's very
Yeah, I
rewarding,
need
very
to do
satisfying.
that.
Okay, you ready?
Pray.
If it spills, it's okay. I have the cleaning back right there.
The chips will get soaked.
Thank you, Jesus. The chips will get soaked. So will your computer.
That's where I decided. I hated that ending. What was the ending? Oh, the ending, yeah, with the whipping of
Yeah,
Storm.
I hate that they whipped her again and fucked up her tattoo.
That was actually, and I was really surprised that she didn't break.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow. I don't know if I would have had this strength. To be
Well,
honest.
my ass, because of the spoiler. Anyway, I won't even elaborate.
I was like, there's no need, Aelin, just crack.
Oh yeah, yes, I hated that ending. Right? It was awful.
Yeah.
It was just really depressing because I feel we made so much progress in the last like 5 books that now it's all been one undone with some bitch.
I'm excited to see what's gonna happen to Aelin, like how she's gonna find the resolve to be with Maeve with this mask on and like being tortured and stuff like that.
That's a beautiful mask though.
Yeah, the mask looks nice.
It's a stunning mask, gotta say.
Yo, it crushed me.
Yeah, it was
that
really fucking
whole
sad.
like her getting shoved into that box and putting that mask on her. I was like, I can't. Like she's so
That's traumatizing.
sacrificial.
Mm-hmm.
Aelin, like it's like not even okay.
Yeah, it's one of the points I wrote in the slides. Like, I feel like she's Jesus.
Yeah, honestly,
Literally, the whipping, I was like, that sounds very
like-
parallel.
it's like too much. Like, how old are you? You're 20, girl.
This girl hasn't. She was in a freaking like end of year. She was in everything. Like this poor chick.
And she still looks beautiful as hell, like in this mask and all bloody
Right?
up. I'm like, girl, who are you? And look at freaking Rowan looking devastated here.
But like, have we ever encountered a shapeshifter that can do all this?
no.
Like
This is like
that's beyond.
me. I know, and like that is fucking. I love the whole women friendship solidarity.
Yeah, I
aspect,
like that too.
Of like Lysandra.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
you know, filling it, literally stepping into her shoes to cover for her.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was cute.
Because I was wondering when she said like, "Oh, tell Lysandra whatever, like keep my whatever something about the promise." I was like, "What promise?" And then at the end, I was like, "Oh, because she's gonna be like playing her for the rest of like."
Yeah,
Apparently.
exactly.
So
So scary, but she's OP as hell.
yeah. And at least she gets to fuck Aedion when they want to make babies.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna look like Aelin.
It's like super awkward though now, because like she can't really like get all cuddly up with Aedion, because that would look super fucking
Behind the
incesty.
scenes.
Yeah.
And also, like, that's the thing. For a while, I was just praying, like, please don't let them have to, like, fuck as cousins. Because I was getting very
Oh,
uncomfortable.
no.
I was like, please let us not go there.
At some point, it felt like that's what the foreshadowing.
Well, they kept saying it, like,
Yeah.
the different courts. Oh, you need to betroth your cousin. I was like, please, no, thank you.
Please don't
'cause
let this
it's going to
happen.
ruin the spice for me.
Was it like Aedion and Aelin?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. We were talking about, like, Lysandra, like, her sacrifice at the end or whatever for Aelin. Yeah, how she's literally gonna be her.
Yeah, she's wearing her skin and
in Tower of Dawn, they're like, oh yeah, Aelin's sailing
Exactly.
back to Terrace, and I'm like,
That's literally what happened when they were like,
So good.
when they revealed that Lysandra's gonna be Aelin for the next like indeterminate period, it switches back to the other book where it's like, yeah, Aelin's leading the thing to the north. Let's go join her. And I was like,
so good.
I was like,
my
oh, are they
God.
gonna know that it's not?
yeah, are they gonna tell them? I hope so. It'd be so awkward.
Okay. Animations.
Ooh.
So I separated them because there's so much happening in Empire Storms. I separated them into what's going on with Aelin's crew, what's going on with Lorcan and Elide, right?
Elide. I say Elide.
And then what's going on with the witch people. And then they kind of converge after a while. It's because there's too much going on in this book. So,
I love that the 13 had solidarity.
yeah, I loved
agree.
it too.
I love that.
It was so freaking intense when they show up. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Goosebumps. Straight up. Still have them again.
So my discussion point that I wrote is like to discuss like Rowan and Lysandra's role in Aelin's crew and movement, because I feel they did a lot of heavy lifting, surveillance, defense.
Yo.
But you know what I don't like
Please share.
about Aelin's crew? Lysandra's great, so Lysandra's excluded.
Yeah.
But like Rowan and her just do shit without telling anyone. And it's the most annoying thing.
I don't like secrets like
Give
that.
an example.
Rowan went to
Rowan
talk
and
to his
Aelin.
family.
Yeah, okay.
To get them to like.
Can't you give people a heads up while they're fighting for their
Can you
lives?
just, like,
Literally.
oh, by the way,
People are dying.
one person to share the info, and like Aelin's like, ooh, I had this up my sleeve, and like,
It's so annoying
why
how
didn't you tell
Aelin
that?
has all these fucking secret plans.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah,
Piss
I
me
also
off.
just sent a letter to like everyone in like the world.
And I was agreeing with Aedion, even though at the end he was like, "Oh, she did the right thing." Where he was like, "Tell us, why aren't you telling me anything?
Yeah, why
are you even doing anything?" Like I was agreeing with him. I was like, "Yeah, even though you probably are gonna solve the problem, but like."
And he feels bad. He's like, oh, she did have plans, but it's like,
Oh,
don't feel bad, Aedion, because you were working off information that you had.
But
and
he's
she's not
supposed to be
sharing
like
it.
part of her court.
Yeah.
He should know what's going on. Like,
These are like her direct. Like there's 6 people. Like, dude.
but Aelin, no, she has like her
Does
class.
no one.
This has been going on for like 6 books. I was like 5 books. So I was getting pretty annoyed at this point. This is why I talked to my therapist. I was like, "Yo, this bitch, she's so secretive." I was like getting upset because I liked her in the beginning as the assassin, but I feel now she's just like so many secrets, which I get is a strategy and a way to like reveal plots and like things like that. But it's just really getting tiresome as a plot point of her hiding major like story turns and whatnot. Like
it's frustrating as fuck. Joy, tell us, like, what did your therapist have to say about these
well,
reactions?
as usual, she did parallels in my own life where she's like, "Oh, is it because you have issues making decisions? Is it because like you are anxious about the uncertainty and this character seems extremely certain in a lot of her rash decisions?" And I was like, "Yes,
Oh, shit.
I do. It's because I don't think like that. I can't think rashly. I have to always think about how it's going to impact everyone. I always think about everyone before myself. So I'm the exact opposite of Aelin, actually, which is why she annoys me.
But she is thinking about everyone.
Exactly. That's the thing. In the greater scheme of things, she is. But then in my head, it's like, no, if I'm thinking about everyone, that means everyone needs to be aware of what's going on.
Yeah,
but
because
then,
she's making decisions for people.
Exactly. And that's
Which
really
is,
not my
which
vibe.
is a bit like annoying. It's
Yeah.
like,
I'm very,
what if
like,
they didn't
yeah.
agree with that plan? Like she's kind of like doesn't feel like arguing, so she's just gonna do it behind everyone's back, which is like
Because it's kind of
it's
like,
lucky that it works out for her, but it's like kind of shitty.
Well, it's arrogance. Straight
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
is.
saying, well, I know better because, like,
Yeah.
I'm in this position. But it's like, no, you're in this position because of, like, how you were born and, like, circumstance. But it doesn't make you more intelligent than everyone. That's why you have a court.
exactly. With advisory boards and
You
stuff
know?
like that. Where when all the people were telling her, you're just arrogant and young. And I was like, they have a point. Like,
Yeah.
you are being like...
And she doesn't take feedback. She's like,
does
okay,
not
cool,
accept
whatever.
it. Yeah, she's like, I'm fine. Even though inside she's like, I am broken. I am sad. I cannot do imposter syndrome. But I'm like, I mean, makes sense. Because when I was younger, I had a high estimation of my capacities. And then now it's more realistic. I guess it's because I'm older too. So
Yeah.
it's hard to relate to that young 20, like, I can do everything. Fuck all y'all.
You're
attitude.
post 30 now.
Yeah, now
so-
I'm like, no, I gotta think about the masses. You know, I gotta help people. But yeah, that's pretty much what we discussed.
I have a V's hot take here, though, about Lysandra. Because I know I'm 100% Team Lysandra, okay? Love her. I think she's awesome. She is very OP. There is a but. And it's that she literally grew up just doing what she was doing, right? Like for, what was the woman's name? I forget
that
her name.
bitch,
The house
the-
there? The escort house?
Yeah, the basically.
Anyways, and suddenly now she's like full on like in the goriest part of war.
Yeah.
Like, how do you go that fast
It's
from
true,
like
yeah.
zero
I
to hero
agree.
being able to be like the main person?
There's only
in
so
battle?
much.
Yeah,
There's
true.
only
It's like
a
a
certain
lot.
amount of resilience that you can have. Like I'm waiting for like not her breakdown, but I feel like realistically a person would need a long time to like be able to maintain friendships like this, be able to literally sacrifice your life for someone after you spent your whole life like. I don't know. I just feel like it was very quick how she like not recovered, but like.
Yeah.
It just wasn't realistic in terms. Well, it's not realistic; it's fantasy. But
Because like she did do maybe some plotting, but the physicality of what she does now is not like something that she'd done before.
No, exactly.
So it's like it is kind of different.
like you turned into a motherfucking sea dragon.
and you started taking down dragons. Like you.
My
have
mind
this
was
knowledge,
blown.
like-
At that point, when I was like, wait, can she fly then? If she becomes a wyvern, she can learn how to fly. I'm like in my head, I was like,
I know.
this is not a character type that we've encountered in Akatar and Crescent City.
There's like some shortcuts that we're taking here.
Yeah, because shapeshifters typically, like the one in Tower of Dawn, that shapeshifter looked realistic.
He's
I could
way
only do
more realistic.
wolf and mouse. That's all I can do.
So why is Lysandra just like next level and super courageous?
My
as well?
vibe is that kind of like Dorian was saying, why is it that they're all meeting together? It seems the strongest of the strong are all encountering together. Aelin, Rowan, Dorian, Lysandra. So it seems like they're all on the top of their craft or their magic. There's a reason they're all brought together and all together like that. And then my I feel like we're still waiting on seeing if Aedion has powers. I feel like it's implied that he's gonna suddenly like
I know. It's
Elide as well because she's a witchling. Like
for sure, Elide, because there's too much of
yeah,
Elide.
she's a witchling.
Like
Oh my god!
She's a witch.
I know exactly what you're doing right now.
what do I think?
What?
Okay, look.
No.
Gabriel turns into a lion.
Yes.
Lysandra is a ghost leopard.
Yes.
Like, what if his form is also a leopard?
Well, what they call him the wolf or something? No, what did they call? What's
Yeah.
his nickname?
No, is it the wolf?
Yeah,
the
but there's
wolf.
someone who's already
Oh,
a
there's
wolf
the wolf.
already. But I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
he's gonna be some sort of like ghost wolf
He's
type.
gonna be like he's gonna be a leopard
Mhm.
or something like
Ooh,
because it's like
He's a
Black Panther?
shapeshifter. Oh my god, they're both shapeshifters.
I
Oh
feel
my
it's just
God, I
gonna
have
come.
goosebumps.
But
I
he
feel
only
it's just
has
gonna
one
Yeah.
shape, but she can do anything. But
Yeah.
I think his shape will be a leopard, like some sort of cat.
It better not
Oh
be
my
like this
God.
is the great uncle
dad's a
of
cat.
Tamlin or something.
I'm actually mind blown, but you know what just popped into my head?
What?
Mind blowing. Okay, I'm doing like a parenthesis because like this is not Aelin and Co now, but Elide, Witchling, Asterin. Her baby was like taken away from her.
No.
No, absolutely not.
Was it a girl? Was it a girl?
I did think
The
about
baby?
that. I did have this theory, but it's like
Wait, aren't they like 500?
they said that she was dead. Like they said she died.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
who's her dad?
Who said she died though? It was like the evil witch queen.
Are you
Yeah.
saying though that the mom who raised Elide wasn't her
Okay,
mom?
no. Maybe not. Okay,
I mean,
no.
it could-
But okay, no, I have to retract because no, this doesn't check out. However, what if Asterin's baby's alive?
I think the baby's alive. I feel like we talked about this last time, but
Well,
I
her
think
husband,
it's
her
alive.
husband's dead.
Yeah.
I think he's
She
alive.
was.
I think they're all alive. Because I feel like that grandma, I can't trust anything she's
No,
saying.
she saw him like get old.
Yeah, Asterin watched him get old
Oh.
and die.
But maybe he'll come back from the dead like all of them. Well, like ghost,
Baby would
ghost
also
level.
be dead if it was a human. If it grew up human.
But like, I feel it's a witchling.
You think?
Yeah, because I feel like Elide, at least what they're alluding to, like people need to go through their settling, their whatevering, their thing to be. I feel like Elide has some secret power that she
Yeah.
just wasn't given the
She's
opportunity
more
to
than
have.
she is. She's
1,000%.
more than a witch.
Once that dick enters her, once
Oh
she
my
gets over her
God.
thing with I'm not even kidding. I'm not even playing. Once Lorcan, like, something's gonna be activated.
Spiritual awakening.
Like, bitch is a virgin. She's gonna like.
She's actually gonna transcend.
This is not a PT. This is not a like freaking PG stream, guys. Okay.
I want that
We need
kind
to change
of
the
sex.
settings.
I want powers after sex, bro. Like.
I don't have any mods.
Holy shit. Okay.
Okay,
So that
next-
was just point one.
Yeah, but I feel like we covered like everything else.
We need to share
But-
with Harry too.
Yes.
Come like he's not watching the stream.
Harrison.
He's a mod. I don't have any mods which like monitor the stream.
Yeah, a lot of these points are probably far away for you guys since you guys read this, I think, like last month.
Honestly, I read this before
Before
my
the wedding. Yeah. So a lot of things like are probably gonna be like murky, but literally I read these in the last like 3 weeks, so it's like fresh for me. But what did you guys think of when they arrived in Terracin? The response from people there.
Terracin?
I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay.
I agree, it's Terracin here.
Terracin, not Terracin, like Harrison. Okay.
Yeah.
Because like you know me in pronunciation. Okay. I thought it was like Riftfold for a long time until I actually read it, and I was like Rifthold. Okay.
Yeah, but you like historically.
My brain just
names,
creates
like,
things, and I just go with it. Okay.
Funny.
So how do you guys think of her reception in Terracin, Ilium, and all that, and the Rifthold attack?
Yo, I'm still raging about her rival in Terracin. What the fuck?
But I feel like they need to show us who these little people, the little forest people or whatever that's helping her out.
agree.
Who are these people?
yeah.
Who are they?
These little people.
What are they called? Like the little... I'm imagining like gnomes, just like
I agree.
making
Imagine
little
fairies.
They're tiny little fairies, I feel.
Oh, you mean like, what's the name of that?
Little sprites.
That little sprite
Yeah.
in like Crescent City?
Oh,
Sorry.
And the
Well, she is
Hava,
fire.
the Hava.
She is fire related.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh my god.
May she rest in peace.
May she. Yeah, so I was pissed as fuck. Like, this fucking asshole who, like, doesn't realize, like, that there's the world's about to, like, erupt in massive war. And he's just like, you left us for 18 years
Where
while
were
you were growing
you,
up being a
bitch?
child, and I'm a 60-year-old man-child who can't accept that a woman will lead me. So leave.
I've been spoon-fed my whole
Yeah,
life,
like-
but you were tortured, but like still, like I'm worse than you. Like,
Like, what leg does he have to stand on? Like, I don't get where he's coming with this. Like, your land is completely taken over.
it sounds like modern
She's
politics.
coming here to
TBH.
save you guys.
Yeah,
and you're
exactly.
like, no thanks. Like,
Sounds like modern
I'm sorry,
politics.
what?
Just saying, you know, always being run by these older white men.
Who've been coddled their whole lives.
Exactly. Meanwhile, we struggling down.
continue to struggle. Like, what the hell?
And she just was like, but this is like one of the rare times where Aelin was like, because Aelin is not like a serene, accepting kind of person, obviously, but like she was like, you know what, then fine, I will go off and do other things.
I was waiting
So
for her to
like-
bomb the place. I was like, yo, blow up the.
I was
But
like,
I guess
wow.
it's her hometown, but.
Yeah, I was kind of impressed.
Yeah. And then obviously they couldn't be peaceful for too long, so there was the Rifthold attack as soon as they start their adventure.
But also, wait, before we go to Rifthold, like she goes to Ilium, that's where the temple is.
Yeah, what's it, Brannon?
Brannon.
Yeah, Brannon.
And Brannon like shows up. Okay, I still am confused about
Don't even.
the whole
lineage.
My
Brannon and who's the other chick?
Elena.
Elena. Like,
and
what
then
the fuck is
and
their
then what's her
role?
the other one? Deanna. And I was like, who are these people?
They
It's
had
so
like a whole
confusing.
history
They
where she
did.
like she fucked up. Like,
But guys, I
Not
have a
fucked
point
up.
like that where it's like
Okay.
we've seen this before in the previous books where there's always some ghost lady who fucked up and now we have to deal with
my bad.
some bitch that like did something wrong and now generations of women have to like
Somebody else's problem.
always a prophecy, always some kind of
Fucking
weird
Elena.
shit. Like
Anyways.
bitch. Anyway. Yes. The rescue, like this is without like, because we'll discuss the witch part when the witch part comes in, but basically like how it's Rowan literally flying to Rifthold to save Dorian to take him on a ship or something. But I really liked their mentorship, how he was teaching him how to like control his powers and stuff like that. I found that really cute, very cute.
And Rowan is just such a hero. Like
Mhm.
he flies across, like not sleeping to save her like ex. Like
That's what I'm saying. These two
basically
have
does
like
everything to save this
That's
guy.
what I'm
like,
saying,
Doesn't even
like-
know him.
I
Like
agree.
what a guy.
Oh, what a guy.
Like, yes, I know you made out with my wife,
Just
but
because
like.
Aelin like asked him, you know?
Can
Like,
you just?
what a guy.
Well, I mean, he is blood sworn, so she could have told him go fuck yourself, and he would have. But I mean, like, yeah, he flew literally across the land to go find her ex.
Yeah, he had no more energy. Like
I know, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It actually makes me feel warm and fuzzy though that like Rowan's helping Dorian with his
Yeah.
magic.
I feel like Dorian actually really, since now he knows that he hasn't really had a dad in the last like whole of his life, so it's probably cute having like not necessarily a dad, but like a bigger brother type relationship. I mean, Rowan is like 500 years old, so.
Yeah. I still, side note, like as hot as I find like the, you know, powerful fae like in bed, like the sexual prowess of that, I still get weirded out when it's like she's 19 and
Yes.
he's 500.
A million years old. And I feel like that's the thing. I feel like they started us early because when I was reading Twilight and she was 18 and he was 90,
yeah, it's
I was like,
true.
okay, now we're dealing with 19 and 600 years old. Like,
Well, like Raisan too. Like
Yeah,
Raisan
exactly.
actually does wear me out, but
Like now you think about it because she's like pregnant and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
But
it's
they're always 19. Like, y'all need to have a 30-year-old protagonist because it's getting fatigant. Like, please,
honestly.
please. But would it be interesting a 30-year-old protagonist? I think so.
30's the new 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like these 19-year-olds be going through it. Okay, my next point is, I was like, when I was writing this, I was like half high, so I was like getting pissed off at things. But it's just that there were so many appearances of like ghosts and people from the past saying, "Hey, you have to go to this place to do this. Find the key that will
Like,
reveal."
that's always fucking riddles.
And I was
or
just
some
like,
shit.
please.
why not tell the whole information? And she like brought it up to her, and she had like some story. But
This
it's
is
like,
when I found this book really, really long. I was like praying for a Tower of Dawn chapter because I was like, I'm so tired of these people saying these vague instructions and waiting till the last 100 pages to reveal the whole plan. So I was just getting really frustrated. It was because of the Brandon appearance and then the Elena appearance and then the Deanna appearance and then it was just very annoying.
it's hard to then you have to piece the story together like
Exactly.
after that. But it's like that's what I find like really hard to read Empire of Storms versus Tower of Dawn. It's like because there's so many characters, I don't know, it feels disjointed. Like the story can't flow well.
Exactly.
Versus Tower of Dawn, like I read it much easier. Like
What hooked me in Tower of Dawn
That's
was
true.
murder mystery.
Yeah.
Just like in Crescent City, that hooked me, murder mystery.
That's
I'm always
true.
gonna read it like that.
But like again, hot take. Like for me, I actually enjoyed Empire Storms. I think it was because like I was intrigued at the different love stories going on, and like I was always like, "Fuck, can't wait for another like Elide and Lorcan."
Yeah.
oh yeah,
I was looking forward to their
chapter.
story.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, okay, can't wait to see how this evolves." So I was like always hooked and like waiting for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I really got like annoyed and like disconnected when it was the whole Brandon and Elena arc shit. Like I was like, I don't
"Shut up,
understand.
like-"
Like Brandon, like you're showing up, like you're saying nothing, and then she finally goes into the swamp, and then like Elena shows her, oh yeah, so like a few hundred years ago I fucked up, and now you have to die because of my idiocy. Sorry. And I'm like, this is bullshit. Like it's so annoying.
That was her fucking reaction.
And you know, it's only after I was reading summaries to do the slide that I realized that her mom, like Elena's mom, had to like sacrifice her life to make this fucking key.
Yeah.
And you went and like, oh, let me just use it randomly.
It's so fun. And then they told her, they're like, oh, but you know that someone down the line, she's like, yeah, whatever. Like, it wasn't like she didn't know the consequence. Like, she knew the consequence. She was like, yeah, I don't feel like dealing with it, so.
Yeah.
Like,
until
that
she intervened and saved Aelin. Now she's like, oh, now I can't live in peace ever again.
Whoops.
double it for the next person.
So dumb.
I felt bad for all.
Oh my god!
I was like, leave him alone.
He's just trying to live his life.
He's obviously scared. Like, please stop hurting.
I love Rolf. Rolf is the shit. Like I'm just like this guy is being like pushed around. He doesn't even know.
Like her at his desk again, and he's like, bruh, please,
It's so good.
please, I'll help you, but shut the fuck up. Like, I just, like, I don't know, her arrogance at this point was pissing me off, but, like, I get it, it's her character, it's the point of the story. A lot of the time she's playing this arrogant sense of self. It reminds me of when Farah and Rysand would go to the, whatever city it was, where she had to pretend to be, like, this hoe.
Oh yeah.
So there's always, like, someone has to pretend to be,
City.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, maybe she's just being an asshole to play the role, but, like, bro, leave him alone. You broke his boat, you, like, you messed up his fleet, you, like, fuck his stuff up.
It's funny, Rolf, actually, because I am reading a book right now that was recommended to me by Carl, and it's the Live Ship Trader series. Anyways, and I think it's like an older book from like the 80s of fantasy, written by a female author, and Rolf is like, I honestly feel like maybe Sarah wrote him as like one of the characters in this book. I swear, it's like he's like the exact same person.
Really?
Well, no, it's like not in a knockoff way, but just like in a like that trope dude, the king of the pirates, who's like feels like you think he's like a bad guy, but he's actually like not that bad. He keeps doing the right thing, but like like not because he wants to.
Yeah.
It's like strange.
And I felt bad when he was like, you know, his people were dying. He's genuinely scared, and I was like, oh, like he's actually like, you know, Aelin, leave him alone.
He's
so
trying to do the right thing.
He's trying
but
his
like, what
best.
he thinks is right.
It's like a cat and mouse situation. She's just toying with him, and it's so fucking funny.
It is funny, but I was just like, ugh. And I felt bad for feeling bad for this dude, but then I was like, because you know the whole slave thing. But then I was just like, okay, like I get it, but I was just like, this poor dude has to like, he's been chilling for a few years, and then this bitch comes back and is sitting on his desk.
Oh, seriously.
And brings the whole war with her.
It's so good.
Like, freaking, like, yeah, anyway, I found that really interesting. So this is, like, the first time, like, the reveal when, what do you say, Gabriel or Gabriel?
I say Gabriel.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the other one's name?
Aedion?
Fenris?
Oh, Fenris.
Fenris. And then they meet up at the pirate island place, Skulls Bay. So how did you find Aedion's meetup with his dad? He's like, fuck it!
I thought it was, he sounded like, you know what, I'm gonna go meet my dad. And then he comes up all angry, and I'm like, whoa, like, I feel like that wasn't the direction I was expecting it to go in.
He has a lot of, he projects a lot, because, like, didn't his dad not know of his existence before, like, last book?
Yeah,
That's
he didn't
the
know.
thing.
So, like,
Yeah,
dude, he didn't even know.
Rowan, like, dropped that to him.
So, like, I feel like he's projecting the anger about his mom to this dude, who just learned about his existence. But I do feel like they're gonna obviously, like, rekindle some sort of father-son.
Like a...
Because he's already protective over his son already with the shields
Which is
and all
kind of
that.
crazy. Like, I feel like he's handling it really well. Gabrielle versus, like, what I would expect from, like, a Fae.
Mhm.
I agree.
Like, the other Faes, like, don't seem to care about
Do
things
you
like that.
feel, though, that, you know how, like, mates have this protective stuff over them? Do you feel they have that for their own children? Like, maybe he can, like, smell it? Like, smell the, like, link to his son, so he has to protect him and has to, like...
Oh, interesting.
Like, this
Maybe.
protecting...
I would think
urge
so,
or something where he just, even though they don't know each other, that he's already like doing everything he can to like keep his son alive or whatever. And it's kind of weird though, because like isn't like Gabriel, he's like 500 years old, but don't they look similar ages?
I know, it's so
Yeah,
weird that,
I
like,
find that weird.
Fae don't age. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it comes back to the whole 520-year-old, like, conundrum.
But Aedion's only half, right?
Yeah, he is only half.
He is, but I feel like he has some power that's gonna
Yeah, he's like more Fae.
happen. I don't know, something's there. Like, I think he might be some sort of shapeshifter or some sort of.
He can shapeshift.
He can?
I'm sure.
Oh, like
I'm
not yet, but yeah. I
But
think
yeah, the whole wolf
It's
of
in
the
his
North
genes.
thing,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's foreshadowing. It bothers me though, like it made me sad, the whole Gabriel Aedion situation, because I think Gabriel's gonna straight up die at some point for Aedion. I'm sorry, like that's what I think's gonna happen. It's gonna make me so sad.
Honestly, it does feel like it's going
it
that
does
way,
feel that because
but
now he's like doing
that's
redeeming
awful.
things, and I'm like, you gonna die.
he's
homie,
already
but-
willing to kind of sacrifice.
Yeah,
himself.
exactly. And it's gonna be fucking heart wrenching, and I'm just like, oh, I don't have the energy for this. You
Like
know?
right after they
just
make
mad
up,
him.
Exactly.
You're making
it's
up.
like, or what if it's just before they make up?
No, I think it's like they
That'd be
just
awful.
make up, and then he.
That's awful.
Yeah.
She'd be evil for doing that.
Yeah.
Maybe Sarah. Maybe nothing will happen. Maybe she won't kill
Sarah,
anyone.
I
It's her
really
vibe.
hope
She doesn't
not.
kill no. Maybe they'll all come back to life.
That's
Oh.
awful.
Imagine. No.
Okay, so this is about like Aelin's magic, like the limits of it. They talk about her settling quite a lot.
Oh yeah.
The Ridkey that she's. They talk about how like she hasn't settled yet. She's still mortal. No.
Yeah.
God, when is she gonna settle, Dan?
I don't know.
Probably when she's
Maeve
in her
said
box.
it's gonna take a couple of years. She calculated, but then I don't think it's gonna take a couple of years.
Yeah, I
because
think
she's the
she's gonna get
strongest.
triggered. She'll get triggered from having been in this box with a freaking mask on her face for like ever.
And because I know the spoiler, I'm like,
Don't say it, Joy.
Joy.
it's not that big of a spoiler. It's not like a main point,
No,
but like I'm not saying it. Don't worry, but it's just annoying that I know it because of the stupid pictures. Fuck you, Pinterest. Because I did like Aelin, Rowan, Empire of Storms, like particularly, but then there's still tags of stuff of the last
Yeah,
book, and
yeah.
I was like, well, you bitches, why did you put this here anyway? So yeah.
Well, I did see like a lot of pictures of her with a mask before I knew that she would have
Oh,
a
yeah.
mask.
Mhm.
I knew that she would like eventually have a mask. I don't know
Mhm.
why. I thought it would happen in the books that we read now, and I was
Wait.
surprised it happened at the end. I was like, oh shit, that's a like.
Sarah J. Maas
Kingdom
loves
of
masks.
She does love
Like
masks.
masquerades and masks and golden lock. Maybe that's how she got inspired. But
Maybe her name should be Sarah J. Mask.
But what did you guys think of her losing control with the word key around her like neck? That was like where Diana took over her powers and wanted to kill random people
That
for
was
no
so
reason.
fucking frustrating.
Yeah, that was like I was like, what's happening right now?
Honestly.
I can barely follow. I was just like, what? I had to reread it a few times because I was like, what's happening actually?
Diana, who?
She almost got everyone.
Right? I was like, who is this bitch? I was like, who is this? Did we ever hear of her before?
And also, like, Rowan has balls of steel. He's just like, oh, I have this, like, sneaking suspicion that if she thinks she's about to kill me because we're mated, Oh yeah, because I'm not 100% sure, but I think we're probably mates. And if I put myself in front of her, she won't kill me. I'm like, bro, like, those are a lot of inferences.
Yep.
Yeah, he could have died.
But yeah, like her magic, I don't know, obviously like the trope of all the books, she's the strongest, whatever, of all worlds. Like I can barely like, even though she was losing control, I'm like, are they setting up for that in the last book she's gonna actually lose control, or is just gonna be something that she's gonna use as a way to like win the war or something? Because ultimately it's gonna be her versus Erewhon at the end. Like it's obvious.
She's like
so.
really strong. So.
She's really strong. That was cool though when it's like you find out that she had just been bottoming out at like a certain floor of her powers, but that she could go deeper. Like it was pretty freaking epic when she just took down that whole fleet of
Ilkin,
that were coming.
Oh yeah, because I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
But just goes to show it's mind over matter, right? Like you, physical, like mental exhaustion, like you can still push through it technically.
Okay, can we talk about the scene?
Yes.
I don't know if it's in your things, but when Lorcan
Oh,
was like, they had Elide and he was gonna like almost sacrifice himself. He was like released Elide.
Yes, yeah.
And literally, I put in the book club Fable app. I was like, if Lorcan dies, I'm not reading.
Oh my god.
No, they can't touch him. Sorry.
If he
Gabriel
dies,
can
like,
go.
I can't.
Gabriel can go.
Like,
He's
I
like the chill
can't
one.
read
He can
this.
go.
Like that's devastating.
Like they won't kill Fenris because he's like the funny comic release or something.
Yeah.
But like Gabriel, he's like the soft-spoken, quiet one. He gonna die. I'd rather him die than Lorcan, obviously. But like, I wish no one dies. But like,
Gabriel doesn't play a role other than being
I am your
his dad.
father, and then fathers die like.
Yeah.
I feel like his role is to die.
It is his role. It's like to like squeeze your heartstrings.
pulling your heartstrings.
My role is to die. Because they're not gonna kill Rowan. They're not gonna kill like Aelin. They're not gonna. Well, if they do kill Aelin,
They
she'll
still
come
could
back.
kill Dorian or Manon.
No, they're untouchables. Sarah would not kill those
she
fan
better not.
favorites.
Lead Lorcan.
Even though they did talk about the yielding, which will never happen. Unless Elide does it.
Astrid will, I think.
Okay, but
Oh,
she's been supposed to die, like, in the last...
yeah, she's been
like, she should have died, like, 3 books ago.
like trying
Her
to die for a
clock's
few
ticking.
books now. Like
She's been suffering for, like, 500 years. Like,
I'm ready.
the grandma would been trying to kill her. I'm surprised
Oh
the
my
grandma
God.
kept her alive. Like, that was the shock. Anyway. Oh, yes.
Yeah, like exactly.
I was like, as I was making these slides, as I was reading the books, I was like, oh my god, she's our dragon, guys.
Yeah, it's true. Right?
Yeah, that
Sea
really
wyvern and
shocked
sea
me
dragon.
that she can become gigantic beasts that are like 10 times her size.
It must hold so much energy. Like just doing that, like never mind what she does when she's in those forms. I'm like,
And they're like, oh, she's learning their ways. I'm like, how exactly? Because it seems she can communicate with them. Like she can act just like them, like a wild animal, pretty much. She can like. I just felt
Gains,
very
their
like.
instincts. It's true. They were like, oh, she gets so tired transforming into big forms. I'm like, but she's doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
She seems to be chilling,
She
running,
seems
swimming
not
after
that
them at
difficult.
speeds and all that. I'm like, y'all, like, when did she have time to practice A and B? Like, how did she know she could become a freaking sea wyvern and dragon? Like, that just shocked me a lot. But also, the mention of sea wyvern, I was like, what do y'all tell me now? There's gonna be fire wyverns and then snow wyverns, ice wyverns,
Oh
or
my
whatever.
God.
I have a feeling that's coming, to be honest. Like, very Games of Thrones.
all in
Like,
Kingdom of Ash.
yeah, that's like the feeling I have. Like, if it's called Kingdom of Ash, it's because someone's gonna burn something down.
yo, for sure.
Something's gonna burn.
That's
For
true.
sure.
That's true. We're gonna start from scratch.
What else was Ash? Oh no, okay, that's
The other series.
Yeah,
The
that
other,
one we don't
the other.
speak about.
We're getting confused.
Okay, so
Oh yeah.
yeah, he's bisexual. Yeah,
Oh, I hadn't picked up on that.
yeah, it's mentioned. Yeah,
He mentioned it because of
he
what?
said like I fuck anything, women,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
it's true.
he's
Oh
bisexual.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. Oh yeah, because that he does have that reputation.
And he
of being,
only
like-
told Lysandra. No one else knows. He said like this is the first time I'm telling someone about it. So I was like, ooh, interesting.
That is interesting.
So
They are so
They're
cute
very
though. Oh my god, I love that they're like it's like a friendship,
Mhm.
but
very organic.
Yeah, that's it.
Much less like lusty. Like I want to fuck your like
Like
brains
yeah,
out.
like they've
like,
known each other, became friends,
Yeah.
and then they're like, you know what? Yeah, I like this person. Versus like immediate attraction because they're like mates or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Of like I need to fuck you so
Yeah.
bad.
No, also, I have to say, like, after Lysandra freaking became like the dragon or the sea wyvern or whatever and defeated like those whatevers, and she was literally like almost dying on the beach. Meanwhile, Aelin's going to go fuck her man, Laba, and
I know!
I was like, baby, your bestie just almost died.
You literally, and it was like kind of her fault. I'm like, Aelin, you literally almost got your best fucking friend killed, and you're fucking your man right now
on the beach. I'm like, meanwhile, like it's only Aedion that's there, like petting her for hours for her to come back to life, and I'm like, meanwhile, Aedion. But Sarah J. Maas loves to put characters where they're like fucking their man in the most inconvenient times, the most inappropriate moments. Like you just have to fuck him now,
it's
really?
So yeah, like all this slaughter around me, and I almost was the center of it.
Also,
like,
aren't you depleted?
I'm so horny.
Isn't she depleted after putting a fire or something? Isn't she supposed to be depleted? How do you have the energy to fuck?
I know. I don't get that.
Yeah, it's very confusing. I mean, I guess you could.
And it's like, that's the thing. It's the first time they fuck. And then they come into the room and she smells like his seed. Like, or like some shit. That's so awkward. His seed. Sorry. But it's always, it disgusts me. Like, every
And it's like the ocean too. Like I don't get it. Like how is she so small? Like,
And then it's like, she walks into the room and like, even though Lysandra's like half dead, they like turn and they're like,
what's awkward is that Aedion's her cousin too. It's like,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's just so like, it's always like that.
I
Wait,
didn't need to know that.
I think my next point is when like, yes, the velvet wrap steel.
oh god. Velvet wrap steel.
Is that what she called it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was the cringiest thing I've ever read in my life. I have to say,
It's very like visual, like
it's
graphic.
very like
I can.
it's
I
very
get it.
erotica like level like description. Like at least she didn't say manhood, but damn, like.
Oh god.
So for me, actually, I feel bad because when I was reading this part, I didn't realize that this was the first time that they're having sex. I was like, I could have sworn they had sex before, but it's because they were making out and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like,
They were in the same bed, but they didn't do it, which is like how I don't know.
and it's only after the scene that I realized, oh wait, there's more detail than usual. Like they're talking about dick right now and cum and stuff, and I was like, oh, like I didn't realize it was the first time I was reading about it. It's the whole series because we've been reading this for like months,
Like, 3 times.
and I was like, shit, okay. But how did you guys find the first sex scene of the series?
We did
Is
sex
it the
books
first?
with
No, she had sex with Chaol, but it was very like
Oh, yeah,
we
right.
slept and then the next morning, like it was very like PG. This is the first
They
like
did do a closet scene.
her and Rowan.
Chaol.
Oh yeah, there was a closet.
Was it hot
scene.
or was it just like
Well, it
he
wasn't
did me
that
against the
detailed.
wall
Yeah,
and
it
then the
wasn't
next day
detailed.
was like
Yeah.
This one was the first like
Yeah,
penis,
detailed one, yeah.
vagina, and like we did it 3
Thrusting.
times. Yeah, thrusting. This he put it into me and into him and whatever. Like it was very. It was the first time that it was very like Sarah J. Maas Akatar level like description.
He inserted his velvet wrapped steel.
Goodness gracious.
I cringe. I think that's what made me disconnect from that sex scene because I was like, this is very giving like early 2000s like erotica book like his
Yeah.
throbbing manhood was
Yeah.
looking at me or
They
something
made
like.
it very like I don't know, like as if it had to be perfect or something. Like it had to
Yeah.
be like the standard above everything
Yeah.
else, and it was like
You know what
too
it
much.
reminded me of? That scene in a Flesh and Blood. Flesh and Ash. What the fuck is that book?
Flesh and blood. I
What is it?
Ash
From
Blood
Ash
and Ash.
Blood and ash, flesh and blood. I mean, that's pretty much the story. It was giving that vibe. This book at a certain point.
You
though.
know when they fuck in the snowstorm when she like stabs him and she thinks he's dead and she runs away, then he comes out and then they fuck in the snow? That's what it was giving as vibes.
I was like, okay, they're on a beach. Like it's like so like I don't know. It's a bit like
No, but the sex scene they had where they were biting each other with the blood exchange, I was like, this is. I thought I was reading the other book. I thought I was reading Blood
you
and
didn't
Ash.
read the joining.
Like, I don't even want. I don't even think I'm gonna finish the series. I'm gonna give
There's
up on
no
it.
fucking way.
I'm giving up. Like, it's just I can't. I'm gonna try doing the one that Taruna suggested, like the second.
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna try the second
prequel.
one at some point. At some point.
But I just.
I know
some
Megan
of my
read
top.
number 4 from Blood and Ash and she was like, dude, don't.
No, don't.
So
Like you
I-
can start at chapter 30. That's what I said. Start at chapter 30.
No,
Just get all that out of the way.
Nothing happens.
No, but like, their sex scenes. I don't think there's any sex scene between Aelin and Rowan that I was like, oh, this is so hot. I was just reading it like, okay, like, y'all are fucking. Oh. But I don't know. I just wasn't impressed. I guess
Because it
with
took
their.
so long, maybe.
It was
like,
very
they're already
long.
like kind of a couple. It's not like a thing.
It's
like,
been slow burning since book 3 or something.
Yeah,
like,
Honestly, yeah.
They're already like super in love. Like it's not gonna be like
yeah, it's not gonna be like, I don't know.
It was like waiting till marriage kind of thing.
It did give that vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
But they finally say I love you. But you know, it felt a bit too staged in a way. Like, I wish their first sex had been a bit more, like, raw, because then she, like, basically gets, like, almost dead and carried off.
sorry.
You know?
Why am I laughing?
It just felt like Sarah was just trying to, like, no pun intended, shove it in there.
Yeah,
and get
swear
it
her
done.
away. Okay, she's married, you know, like, here are
Yeah.
some more stakes. You're married, you're, like, you had a pregnancy
Yeah,
scare,
yeah.
you're good to go. But what, I don't know, this kind of showed me how anxious I am, because as they were fucking, all I can think about is the freaking amulet that she put on the side, like,
Oh my
and I was
God.
like, someone's gonna take it, someone's gonna take it. I was getting so worried, I was like, someone's gonna grab it and they're gonna lose it because they're fucking, but obviously no. Casually, the next scene, they're like, yeah, she's wearing the amulet again. I'm like, why'd she have to take it off, though? Why can't she
Why
fuck with it?
mention that?
That's actually so funny.
Yeah.
And for me, that whole scene, I couldn't get in. I was like, oh, I'm not able to be present in this because I'm just worried about Lysandra, who's like dead almost.
Exactly. A normal person will be worried about her bestie that almost died trying to save your entire crew and island. She defended the whole island.
I think I assumed that she was like good now. I'm like, she must be good now.
They described
If
it
they're,
as
fucking,
Aedion stayed with her for like 6 hours or something, and she was like, he had to be like nursed back to health or something. And she was still in her sea dragon form, like the picture I had put where he was literally like nursing her back to health.
Oh my god.
And Aelin's fucking her man on the other side. And they could probably smell it on the beach because they were still on the beach where she was like recovering.
Oh,
so
they
imagine the
heard it.
wind.
Didn't they hear it? Like, it was like super loud or something?
No.
They're in their bubble, V.
Yeah,
They're in their bubble.
They were in a bubble. He created. I found that weird. I was like, okay, like creating a bubble.
I found a picture of it and I didn't include it because it was them in the bubble because it was the cringiest picture I've ever found in my life. I was like,
a
I didn't even
bubble?
include it.
Like,
Literally, it was
listen,
just a bubble of like
there's
wind.
nobody, guys.
It's so obvious.
People can hear you and smell you, guys. You guys are fey. Like,
The whole
It's just
sense-
more obvious because now you see this like huge bubble of wind and you're like, the fuck is that?
no, but imagine you're recovering from sacrificing your life and you're smelling like sex and you're hearing sex and smelling it
Yeah.
from your cousin or something.
I'd be
Like,
so resentful.
Or your bestie, I'd be like, really?
come on now. I'm literally, I have to now be you for the next who knows how many years. I'm being a sea dragon, a sea wyvern, a wyvern. I'm all kinds of animals. Like, I'm protecting your whole
Lysandra
crew.
gives it her all. Like,
I'm doing, that's why I put it, because I'm like, she's doing surveillance, defense. She's literally like scouring the woods before them to find threats, and Aelin's just chilling, like, yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
And this is a
She's
girl that was in chains
24/7
her whole
working.
life. She was literally like a prostitute for her whole life. She had no family, and now she's literally sacrificing her whole life for this crew. And I just feel like they're not giving her enough. I feel like only Aedion's giving her all the props that she should be getting from the whole crew. They should be like licking her ass all day, like just being
Honestly,
like, we're not worthy.
It just felt a bit like, it felt a bit ridiculous, the
Yeah.
whole situation.
Red dick.
Yeah, oh my, y'all, I'm getting tipsy because like I'm getting passionate about like
Tipsy, guys.
I'm getting passionate.
I wish there was more.
More alcohol?
There's more booze in the. I have
I'm
another
not tipsy
white
at
one.
all.
Oh, there, Kayla,
Dang.
there's so much more.
Yeah,
I know, but I'm just saying that I'm not feeling
really?
tipsy.
Dang, your liver must be like my
Girl.
liver is like maybe it's my
Irish
meds.
side is coming
Oh
out.
wait, you're on meds too. Well, you should be actually triple tipsy. Mm.
Girl.
I could be like at work right now. I'm not.
You have
tipsy
like
at
that
all.
iron steel.
There's no such thing as Asian flush.
Like,
for
how
you,
much
though.
percentage is this?
Yeah, you don't get Asian
Isn't it
flush
like
ever.
14 or whatever?
It must be low.
Where's the bottle?
It must be
Imagine it's like 0.5.
It must be 6%.
11%.
And the other one we drank was also 11.
This
That's
one?
Vaseline.
And also we had a whole last cocktail.
We did.
11% as well.
Yeah. I'm like tipsy, but it could be minor.
I don't know, guys.
I'm somewhere between tipsy and not
But
tipsy.
it could also be the excitement of discussing.
Not
this
tipsy
series.
was Veronica's wedding.
You were not tipsy?
No, like, I mean, actually not sober.
Kayla was a drunk.
Yeah.
I knew she was drunk when she was like, bye, Joy. She hugged me. I was like, we don't hug, but damn. I was like, she's drunk,
I
but
didn't
we
even
do not
remember
hug.
that. I love. I was talking to so many people I didn't even know.
I love that.
Yeah, it was a lot. Your wedding was.
But also it was so cold so that like when I started drinking I just went from like 0 to fucked.
Yeah. Same here.
And I'm like, oh, now I regret that. Like that's my whole wedding night.
You were like, your eyes were like glazed, yeah.
They were.
Yeah, you were like, bye, Joy. And I was like, that she's gone. Like,
I
We were
was
just having a good time.
yeah, it was a good. No, but your wedding was really fun.
Really?
And I think we had a
success.
successful flash mob.
Yeah.
You crushed it. Thank you so much.
Y'all
for
like
coming
follow.
in and
I looked at the
letting
video and I was like, everyone's on beat following. Like I was like, this is great,
You
y'all.
crushed
Yeah, and actually, like, I saw him, like, yo, we don't look bad.
Yo, we
actually,
look like in sync. Like
It looks
Okay.
good. It looks so good.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wish it was longer. I was like, damn,
know.
we're closing up already, guys?
Yeah, I know. I was like, it's 1 a.m. already. I was like, shit.
It
like,
was 2:30 when it closed up.
Yeah.
He turned on the lights at 2, I think. And
Really?
By the time it was out. Yeah.
damn.
We went to bed at like 4 or 5.
Oh, because you guys had to do cleanup right away?
We helped
or?
with some cleanup.
You know? And then I had to, like, we walked. I think it was Carl, me, Yannick, and Courtney. And then, like, some other guy, I forget his name.
Michael?
Michael, like, was lost. But at the time when we were doing, like, us four, we were, like, in the dining room and we were just looking at ASMR, like, weird ASMR videos. And, like, coming up with weird things to look up. So it was, like, octopus sounds. ASMR, and it's, like, you know, the suction cups. And, like, yodeling ASMR.
Oh my
And
god.
then, like, we were like, fuck. And then Michael was like, hey, like, where are you guys or whatever? And, like, I think Yannick just sent him, like, a yodeling gift. And we were like,
Oh my god.
I was like, this poor guy is so confused.
Oh
it's
my
so fun.
god. I'm glad you guys had fun because
No, it
like
was
we
lit.
were on honeymoon and like since we've only been back for like 10 days and I haven't really gotten to talk to anyone. Like,
No, it was fun. It was a lot
about
of
how
fun.
it
That's
was.
right. That's so, like, you were on a long honeymoon.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
2 weeks. Honestly. Good times.
It was
So
really
much
fun.
booze left.
Good. You don't have to buy booze for a while. Like you
Seriously.
can like have parties and everything. Ugh.
Oh.
This
Primal
trope. Speak out loud.
Speaking
When did he have primal rage?
Anytime anyone looked at her.
Oh yeah, he has to like control himself
Like,
to the max.
Because it's fresh for me because I read it last week, but literally, like, all the other dudes would avert their eyes because they can sense that he would just, like, explode. Like, Aedion, all the other Fae boys would literally, when Aelin entered the room and they could smell the sex, they would just be like...
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like Rigel just like doesn't know what jealousy even means, you know?
Like, if you were like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with a guy friend, like, just you and a guy, what would his reaction?
Rigel? He'd be like, okay, cool.
Really? What if a dude was like, you say, oh, like, Rachel, hey, this dude hit on me today and he was really hot.
Somebody coming?
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, that's Daniel.
Hi,
Good stream. Have a good stream. A bit late. Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you. What was your question?
I don't remember. Oh, yeah, if you told Rachel, like, hey, like, this really hot dude hit on me.
Oh,
Or-
he'd be like, great, fleece the bozos. Hope you got a free drink out of it.
Damn, you struck gold, girl. I feel like all the dudes would have the primal rage. Like, what do you mean?
I mean, I would like a little bit of primal rage sometimes, but there is no rage. There is no rage. But like, I don't understand this. It's like, how does this work? Is it just that like Aelin's like the hottest shit in the world and like their pheromones are like on steroids, so they're just like can't control each other?
I think it's like
Or is
back
it
up
he
from
has
a
anger
bitch.
issues?
But it's like Rysand and Farah when they first become mates, where he's like super territorial over her, and you can't like even another man can't even approach it because you'll kill him or something like.
But I watched this documentary of like just like Discovery Channel stuff,
Oh
like
my
an
God.
animal, and like this, it was like about alpacas. And the alpacas, like it's one male, and he has like a crew of female alpacas with him. And if one male alpaca comes,
The alpaca.
he like chases him out. He's like, "Yo, that's my girl," and like he doesn't let that guy like go near his
Alpaca
girl.
loco, like jeez.
It's like that's the primal rage.
That's fucking funny. Oh yeah, like that's what we need on this screen right now. Rowan's primal rage is like this alpaca and his like defending. Just picture that, folks.
Oh my god.
But we should have like this is a trope that we've been seeing time and time again in these series where the dude is just like after they have sex, she becomes like his property, like she becomes his, and he has to like kill anyone who looks at her or something. It was just very like the alpha male trope of like the
I
rage.
agree. There's a lot of
Gotta
this like
come in more,
proprietal,
Oh yeah, I need to approach.
this like proprietal thing. It's like it gets old.
It does get old, but I think it's because we've been reading it literally all year.
Yeah.
Typically,
I'm curious for what the theme of 2025 will be. Oh, when we do book retreat, we should have a like of course we're gonna do 2024 in review, but like, what was the theme of 2024? You know, and I think primal rage, like
Primal Rage.
that one really comes through.
It's like Shadow Boys, Primal Rage,
Ascent.
arrogant female protagonist. Although in I find Fourth Wing she wasn't arrogant at all.
No, she was.
She was like pretty humble. I find.
Yeah.
Aelin's like a thing though. Like her personality is different than the other.
Well, I found her
protagonists.
personality
She is.
very similar to what's her name in Crescent's thing?
Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce.
True.
Because Farrah was much more. I have suffered for years and years and years.
Yeah.
Farrah's a lot
I cannot
more
read.
beige.
Yeah.
That's like the rudest thing you can say.
Farrah is beige, the strongest flame in the world.
There was like this like quote or whatever, this meme where it was like, if you were a spice, you'd be flour.
Girl, you're the pumpkin spice latte of romantasy. You're like the basic white girl.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
How's Matt?
I just sent him the link. He's like, "Oh, it's nice you guys are doing that. You're cute." Because
Did he see it?
I don't know if he's watching it. No, he's talking about Trump now. Like politics, but we always joke about him too. Harrison, how dare you?
Video games for sure.
I
think Rigel has like tuned out because he would have reacted to our...
yeah,
For sure muted.
yeah. But hey, at least silent support. I'll take it. How many viewers do we have? 7. I don't know.
I have struggled though. 12 years, man.
Well, I mean, I feel like, and I feel like ideally that's like the ideal situation where your dude trusts you like so much that like, it's not even like, yeah, like freaking Rysan could be here and be like, let me hug you, and he'd be like, yeah, go for it, babe. Like, hey, I know you're coming back, so
Yeah, exactly. You go, girl.
do what you gotta do. You want me to watch? Like, you know,
Exactly. That's pretty much it.
or like me if I'm like, hey Matt, this dude, and he's like snarling.
Is he?
No, but like it's like we have that. Like if he starts talking to me about some chick who like hit on him, I'd be like, who's this slut? That's like
To be
hitting on
fair,
him.
I'm not noble like Rigel. If some chick is all over him,
I'm
I'm
like, who is
like,
this bitch that's like hitting on you? This
get the
hoe
fuck
bag.
out.
I call them snakes. Anyone who like
Okay,
talks to man, like
Who
she's
would
a snake.
flirt like openly in front of you?
She must know you're in a relationship. She's a snake.
Absolutely
She's
not.
a snake.
Absolutely not.
Because me, dudes, as soon as some dude is flirting with me, I'm like, oh yeah, my boyfriend also likes this show you're talking about.
So uncomfortable.
Okay.
Because there's this fine line of like assuming that someone's flirting with you,
Yeah.
and then, like them act like
Yeah, you
so
don't
it's
wanna
almost
be
awkward.
like-
I don't want to be like, oh, I have a boyfriend, and then they're like, I wasn't hitting on you.
That's so embarrassing.
So it's like you have to know for sure.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, my next slide, I think we talked about it, but Aelin Secrets, The Nameless is my price callback.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
I didn't even understand the
mean? I
callback.
don't
Even
get it.
after they fucking explained it,
Yeah.
I was
nameless
like-
is my price. And then it's just, and then the explanation is because the name Brannon, or like his last name means nameless, or what the
Oh,
word
that's true, but
symbol.
I feel like she only talked
Is
about
that
that in
what
book 1, where she's like,
No,
I have
she-
the bastard mark, or whatever.
Yeah,
What
but
is
she,
that?
The nameless mark.
What is a nameless man?
I don't fucking know.
because she, you know, like when she defeats what's his face in like book 1 or 2,
Like
she
Cain
gets
or
that,
something?
yeah, she gets that like word key, and
Yeah.
it's like Brandon's mark, and it means like, it's basically actually you learn that it's a mark for bastard.
But is she a
And, like,
bastard
a
because she knows who her
bastard-
daddy is?
A bastard is like you're nameless.
Mm-hmm.
And so Aelin had figured out that nameless is the price. Like she's nameless because she's like the descendant of the bastard.
But why
Brannon.
like a bastard? Like why couldn't it just be
I thought
like
she had both of her
the
parents.
descendant? Like you don't have to be a bastard to be a descendant.
But doesn't nameless
No,
is the...
Brannon was the bastard.
Oh.
That's why.
So she had like the mark of Brandon, basically.
Exactly. She has Brandon's mark.
And nameless is the price just
Got
means
it.
I am Jesus, so I have to kill myself for everyone.
No, nameless means
Brandon.
like he was nameless because he was a bastard, and she has Brandon's mark, so she's nameless, but not that she's nameless, but she has his mark, and he was nameless.
But question. Since whatever they were talking about, they said like Mala had 2 descendant streams, Aelin and Dorian. Shouldn't Dorian also have that nameless is the price thing?
No, because he's not from Brannon, I think. He's from someone else.
Because
No?
not someone, but I feel like this is giving like, are you guys Potterheads? I don't know. But in
No,
Harry
I'm
Potter, the thing about how Harry Potter and Neville are of parallel experiences.
Oh yeah, yeah.
How Neville could also be the one, and he is the one at the end who kills, like, whatever. And it could be that vibe where there's two possibilities of who can be the sacrificial lamb or who can be the savior. It's either Aelin or Dorian. And I have a feeling they're aiming that Aelin's busy, so maybe Dorian's gonna be like, okay, I'll be the sacrificial lamb and die. That's what some people are thinking on Reddit.
No.
And this is a non-spoiler
Aelin's
thread.
gonna die.
Sorry?
If Aelin or Dorian's gonna die, it's gonna be Aelin, I think.
Really?
But she doesn't
I
kill
think
her
so.
mains. I mean, he's a main too, but they don't
I
kill
think that she's
her
gonna
female
die.
lead.
Anymore. Maybe.
Maybe because she killed the
after
female
Throne
lead,
of
people are
Glass.
like, we hate you, bitch. And she's like, okay, never mind.
Holy I can't go with the same like trope anymore.
Wait, when was Kingdom of Ash released? Because she's probably Kingdom of Ash was probably
Let
like
me
released
see.
after Akatar and stuff like that. No, it's the most recent one, so it's probably after she did Crescent City and all those stuff.
Because Aelin's gonna have her character arc, right? And then after that, like her legacy will have been that she brought so many people together.
No comment.
2018.
And Dorian has the ability to lead, with Aedion and Lysandra as king and queen of Terrassen.
When did Akatar come out?
So that was 2018. That's the end of it. The first Akatar came out, I think it was 2015.
Really? We're reading 10-year-old books. I feel like they just published like last year, but it's because they rebranded. That's why it got popular. The new
2015.
the old covers were completely different, different vibe. I wouldn't have read it if it was the old covers.
And we still
Yeah,
have
no
no news on a release date for the next Avatar.
Don't even get me started.
Yeah, I've read a lot of blogs of like speculation blogs, and I'm like, fuck all y'all.
Oh, what the fuck is going on? What up?
Harrison,
what
you're
up?
late.
Finally, Harrison, where have you been? I messaged you like an hour ago.
Have you been?
God damn it!
All right, moving on, guys.
Okay, the pregnancy scare.
Okay, the pregnancy scare, I was like, this feels like really out of left field. I mean, it's like a cool way to bring it back down to earth. But I was like, Rowan, like, you guys had sex like once, okay? Can you relax?
No, but that's why I was wondering, like, is this the first time they had sex? Because I was like, I could have sworn they had sex before, but no, they were just making out. But at that point, I was like, you guys had sex like not even last week, 3 days ago or something.
Yeah.
How are you gonna be pregnant?
And you think
Pregnancies aren't like.
You think she's puking because of this? Like, no, she's obviously like sick out of her mind because
She
of like,
puked
what she's
once.
dealing with.
Only one she puked.
Yeah, exactly.
But I would have wished that, like, when when they said, I think it was Fenris who was like, nameless is the price for Maeve, and she was like, shocked Pikachu, like, triggered Nana. I was like, can y'all explain why she's triggered, please? Like, it took, obviously, I had to wait until the Elena thing happened or whatever, but I was like, why is she puking? I was really confused because I thought she was pregnant too, but then it's just, they like to skip the story forward, and I was really confused, but I don't know. They always do that where, like, Aelin has some sort of reaction, some sort of secret thing going on, and then later we learn why.
Yeah. Aelin's like keeping secrets even from us, which is frankly unacceptable.
As the reader, I want to know everything, okay?
That's so true.
I feel like deceived half the
Rude as
time.
fuck.
Like, I'm
Seriously.
smart. I can figure things out. Oh yeah, that's basically the thing I was talking about. How like they're super powerful in their own regard, but now they're all together. Especially after the Ilkin died, and they're all in that same. They all said, "Oh, we feel like this ancient force is carrying us." Lorcan said it. Elide said it. They all said there's this like.
Top corners, guys.
Oh my god. Finance us.
Yes, please sponsor us.
Non-sponsored. Wait, what do we say? Non-ads. What do they say?
Like not an ad or whatever. Hashtag not ad. I don't know.
Not sponsored.
But popcorners, sweet chili,
What,
whatever
is
it
it
is.
sweet chili?
Yeah, sweet chili. It's fucking delicious.
So good.
Available in all major grocery stores.
What's interesting about Lorcan and Elide,
Mm-hmm.
they each have like a god or goddess
Mhm.
telling them or like pushing them in a direction, which is interesting.
So does Yrene. Sorry.
Well, that God.
Because they all have
Yeah,
different
she
gods
does.
following them. She has Silba, they have this, they have that. I feel Dorian has one. I feel Aelin has one. I feel they all
Dorian
have
has
like.
one?
I feel like they're all gonna have some one of the gods or someone
Yeah.
following each one, and they're like the reincarnation of these gods. I feel like that's the vibe I'm getting. Like, and that's all gonna converge in the last book, but
Yeah, it's true.
because they're all super powerful suddenly. They're all like I don't know.
Can you tell me this plot twist with Maeve?
Oh,
It's
my
coming up. It's coming
God.
up.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I can't
Hey, let me just
deal.
reveal the rest. Hold on.
I kind of deal with that plot
Okay.
twist.
So, yeah, here, Maeve's manipulation of it, other sides. I was offended.
I was actually.
How dare you?
Wow.
I couldn't believe that.
You manipulated
do that?
this whole thing. You tricked literal people into. You killed his
Thinking they're
first.
mates?
Motherfucker the
That
fuck?
actually shook me. I was like,
I was
wow,
like,
she's
bitch,
fucked up.
you like connived this entire shit. Like, ugh. That really upset me. But yeah, like these are basically when they all like meet up. Like, basically Fenris, Rowan, all 4 of them meet up with Lorcan, and then the meetup.
That was
and
fun, even though it's not like big happy family. I was so happy to have all the people I care
me
about
too.
in one place.
obviously after her hand got cut off and fixed, they all were like chilling together. And I like how they were like, you cannot hurt Lorcan or Elide. They're like protected by our court or whatever. I love that.
Thank God.
And
Who's
then,
Ansel though?
Remember?
Ansel,
The redhead from the Red Desert.
the one she spared,
girl,
she came back. I was waiting for her to come back the entire series.
I don't trust her still.
I do not at all. It's giving like I am possessed low-key vibes. I don't trust her at all.
Ansel's weird.
I don't trust her at all.
She backstabbed once. Who's to say she's not gonna do it
She's
again?
I don't trust her at all, and I have a feeling Aelin doesn't trust her either. I think she's just using her for the fleet or whatever.
For sure. But
Because like really,
Ansel's
this life
unstable.
debt
Yeah,
of like
she's
1
not-
minute delay for the arrow. I'm like, she almost killed your whole like assassins. Like,
I agree, but it was really epic when she like sailed in and like
I like
it's like
that.
such an epic scene when
Yeah.
they all like come.
yeah,
and
definitely.
it's so epic when Lysandra like walks over the hill and is like Aelin at the end.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, Aelin's letters. This is where the part for me where it parallels with Tower of Dawn. Yeah.
I find it a bit awkward that like Aedion is now like attracted to his.
Yes.
Like what the fuck?
So awkward.
That's where I was like, because she was like, yeah, we're gonna make babies and they'll look like Aelin because we're gonna fuck. And I'm like, yeah, but I hope you don't look
Why
like
would
Aelin.
you want
Wait,
that?
now I have questions. Okay, you know in Tower of Dawn, I'm skipping ahead, but Tower of Dawn, when like Borte, whatever her name is, she's asking like the shapeshifter a billion questions, like, how do you this? How do you poop? No. And now in my head, I'm like, if you're a shapeshifter, if I turn into Kayla, and like I do stuff with the dude, is my baby gonna look like Kayla or me?
That's
Because I don't know what I look like, right? Because I don't remember what I look like because I shapeshifted too many times. So now I'm like, is your baby, is it just gonna look like Aelin because it's Aedion's like genes, or are you gonna be giving?
But based on Sarah J. Maas, it's whatever you fucked in. Because remember when
yeah,
Feyre had her wings on, so
Yeah,
then Nyx
Nyx.
had wings.
What?
So that means that whatever you fuck in, that's your baby.
Wait, so are you saying that she's gonna have to fuck Aedion as Aelin?
She better not. I would be like, we're wearing
Because that's gonna remove all
tonic,
the
the tonic.
cute things
The
that I had.
Bulgarian is saying, wait, babies look like aliens? No.
Aelin, what's her last name? Aelin Gala.
The M right now?
It's just that historically in Sarah J. Maas's universe, if you fuck in a certain shape because you shifted into that shape and you get pregnant whilst in that shape, then your baby will have the traits of that shape.
Did you say that her name is Aelin, not Alien?
It's Aelin, guys. We're pronouncing it correctly, correct?
Oh, that's
why
why
he's
he's
like
getting
confused. He's like, why are we talking about Alien?
It's Aelin or
Her name is
Selena
Aelin.
Sardothian or whatever her name is.
Selena.
Selena.
Oh no, it's probably Selena.
Bro.
Harrison's?
Boy, please. Send us gifts or whatever. I don't know how this works.
He's a mod.
Dead.
You can ban people. Cool, Harry.
How are the dogs?
Oh my god, Kayla! No! This is book club.
This is book club, even though we choreographed wedding dances during it.
Yeah, we have to see if
Ad
we
break.
still remember.
Ad break. We have ads?
Yeah, we have ads.
For real?
I don't know how.
Wait, how we have
long
ads? Do you get money or is it the money going to freaking
No, we
Twitch?
get money.
What?
For yeah, I think so. We get money for ad breaks, but they come up whatever. I forget the timing. Unless you subscribe, where they pay us $5 per month, where that way they don't get ads.
How much we getting from these ads?
I don't know.
Like $1.
Yeah,
Probably not a lot because we don't have a lot of viewers. Maybe I don't know. I don't
We
know how
need to get more
calculate it.
viewers.
Okay, we need to start our TikTok.
But the best way I think is to have subscribers, which are like a step ahead of.
We need to
followers.
market to these book talk people.
I think we need to go on YouTube.
Yeah, we can upload to YouTube.
We need
But then
to
someone
do
has to edit. I'm really bad at
I
editing.
can't edit.
What do I need to do to edit?
Just like make it flow so that it's like easier to watch. Cause like some people don't like watching raw footage. Some people like watching raw like live streams, is some people want it to be like shorter format. So let's say if we're talking for 4 hours, they want it to be like a 30-minute video or something.
We need to figure out our brand too. Like, are we gonna put memes in our video, or is it just gonna be straight talking?
That's the thing. Because some people put like reaction memes. Some people put like
Dr. Mike. He has like sometimes.
I love reaction memes. I love reaction memes, but it's a lot of more editing, right?
I don't mind trying my hat editing, but I don't know how much more.
That's why some people outsource their editing, but we ain't got money.
We don't
for
have
that
money. We
ain't got money for that. So,
small.
but we can start just putting our live footage on it and just be like zoom through. I could put timestamps, like skip to
the VODs, like Empire Storm starts here, like Sartaq starts here.
I agree.
But then if we're doing that, I might have to like when we make slides, we have to make sure we're putting photo credit and stuff like that. I mean, I think I left in most of the credits. I kept in all the photo credits, like of people putting their watermarks like this and stuff. So I'm like hoping that's enough.
Oh yeah, that's good.
But,
because I cut it.
Oh, I don't. I was gonna cut it, but I'm like,
it in.
But in case we live stream, I was like, okay, let me just leave it so that we don't get like, I don't want people to like have an issue for some reason, and then now we have like we're canceled or something. I don't know. I'm like, we're canceled. We're so new. Like,
don't even care about it.
You can be canceled for just breathing wrong these days.
Canceled before you start.
Exactly. The mirror, the prophecy, and Aelin being pretty much Jesus. Like that's
pretty much what?
Jesus. As in, like, there's a prophecy that I have to kill myself to save everyone. Let me fulfill this prophecy.
Yeah, she's just like, she's so ready to jump on that bandwagon. I'm like, girl.
Right.
Where's all this fight you've been doing for like 6 books?
So true.
Yeah, but it's because she, like, apparently she accepted her fate during the Nameless when she was puking.
Does she have a choice? No. Like, she has
No.
I mean, technically,
but
you have an alternate. Dorian
like,
can also do it.
Alright, I guess I have to.
Well, I think it's bullshit though. I would call the prophecy into question and be like, girl, like if Elena, like you're obviously flawed. So why would I trust you on this
Exactly.
prophecy?
I don't trust anything she's saying. Because she's been kind of lying, not half bullshitting, but like even from book 1, she's been saying, do this, and she's like, why? And then she'd just disappear. Like, I don't trust anything. What if she misunderstood the actual like prophecy or whatever?
Exactly.
Like, what if she misunderstood? Because how is it that now when you're trying to fulfill your prophecy, all these powerful characters are grouping together, and now you're having like all these different, like at the end of the book where all these different groups are like coming into the war movement and everything? I'm like, I don't know. But a theme I'm getting a lot, it really looks like Crescent City, where it's just like these alien invaders come in and we're trying to kick them back out the gate.
Yeah,
it's really the vibe
very
I'm
much like Crescent City.
Yeah, it's always like that. Like these, and then I was wondering, what are the name of the villains in Crescent City? What are the name of the people that
the Astery?
Astery. I was wondering if like are the Astery like similar to these like Erewhon creatures? Are they related to the not death gods, but who are the gods in Crescent City? There was like 7 hell gods or something, like the one that looked like the cat, the one that looked like whatever. Are they related to that? Like, so I was just trying to find Easter eggs and all of that, but
I think they're from the same world as where the guy that transformed into a cat.
Yeah, hell, because that's where all those creepy creatures come from. Like not Ilkin, but whatever they were called in Crescent City came from that. Yeah. I don't know if they had wyverns. Did we ever see wyverns yet in this entire series? We haven't. Other than the other books.
First time.
Maybe they're all from that Kingdom of Hell. I don't know. I'm waiting for like Rysand to make an appearance or something. I'm kind of like spoiled because of like Crescent City.
Honestly, Crescent City just like brought that in so good. No, I mean this was so before. I don't think we're gonna see something as.
But isn't this like the beginning of like her? Well, no. If Kingdom of Ash was written in 2018, I feel like there's gonna be some sort of convergence. Maybe not directly, but some sort of like something.
She's gonna go to hell. They're gonna open that portal.
Yeah.
They're for sure gonna open that portal and see what's in there. And then we'll see if there's characters.
And be like, oh, look, another planet where they're all modern. Oh, look, another planet.
Yeah.
Something like
I think
that.
she's gonna end up in hell.
You think?
Aelin?
She's gonna open the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, like, step in for a bit. I don't know how long, but she's gonna...
Oh, and then the cat's gonna be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, there's
I would love that.
Some characters, like, where
that would be...
I would love that.
That would make me happy.
Because I avoided all the, like, subreddits that are talking about, like, the merging points, so I was trying to get surprised. That's why I'm waiting for Roxy to read Crescent City, because I want her to read the second one for the ending reveal, because I'm like...
Yeah, she's gonna fake her shit, just based on the...
Because she loves them so much, I'm like, girl, read these books, please. Please, even though the first Crescent City is really, like, a lot of world building, read it.
And she's reading, like, the physical books, right?
Yeah, physical. So, yeah, she, like, has Crescent City now. So the ending, Aelin's kidnapping, her letters, Lysandra's promise.
Annoying. What's Lysandra's promise?
That she's gonna be her forever.
Oh yeah.
Literally, she
damn
she
it.
told
They
her
don't
like,
tell us this.
well, she says like, tell Lysandra I thank her for her sacrifice or something. That's what she told Aedion, and he was like, huh?
But Lysandra's also that kind of friend, I guess, that just does what she wants. Like, she doesn't, like, question Aelin.
It's
Or-
true. Yeah.
She's like, what do you need from me? And she's like, okay, I'll do it.
I think she has like a lot. I think like a lot of people, she has a lot of gratitude towards Aelin. Like,
Yeah.
for basically getting freed and shit. So
I'm like, I love y'all, but I don't know if I'll become a whole ass sea dragon to like
Yo.
defend our fleet, like,
Or, like, impersonate you for
yeah,
a
for
long
like the rest of
time.
my life and fuck like your country.
Yeah, like, and like as if I took on your form and I was like, but I took on the form of like Matt's
Oh my
cousin.
God.
Like,
no.
like, it would be weird. Like,
freaking weird. Like the dude you're dude you're starting to get along with, now you have to fuck her as your cousin.
Like, no, it ruins. It kills the vibe. You're
It
like, oh,
really
no, we can't
does.
fuck. Like,
That's why I'm hoping like at the beginning of Kingdom Match before the like Aelin just somehow appears like, hey guys, I'm released or something. I don't know. I just really don't like that vibe at all.
And
And
Maeve's fucking. We talked about this.
we
already.
did
Yeah.
that bitch. Cause so from what I understood, she literally manipulated everything from even before
Yeah.
Aelin was alive. To the point where like
Yes.
she killed off Rowan's love interest or whatever.
Yes. What the actual fuck?
yeah, kind of fucked up.
And we can't talk about what Maeve is right now, right? Or can I?
We can.
Like, what the fuck? She's a Valg?
Oh yeah, yeah. But,
I'm like losing my shit.
That put it all in perspective.
yeah, that like
Yeah.
took me for a fucking.
It's
trip.
like suddenly you thought you had these two enemies, and it turns out it's just been one all along, and like what a, you know?
She is.
But like, what's her allegiance? Like,
But
is
that's
her
what I was
allegiance
gonna say.
to Valg or
No,
not?
to herself, she doesn't want to
She's
go back
first,
to
so she doesn't want
Valorant.
to. She's there to evade. Who is she trying to evade?
So
she was
why
with,
is
she was with one of the
trapping Aelin?
brothers, but then fucked another one. I don't know. I don't
Why
remember.
didn't she like become friends with Aelin? Like, why is she trying to trap her? Aelin's
Because
like,
she
if they
wants.
join
She's scared of her
forces-
power. She's scared of her power.
But they could destroy.
Wait,
Valg.
so is Maeve in a body of someone right now,
No.
or she?
She's
What if
just-
she wants to be in
It's like
Aelin's
she's-
body and have her power?
No, I think she's using a glamour on herself. Maeve
forgot
to
about
like
glamour.
to show she's not like a Valg or whatever.
But can't she?
She
To
can take
show
like a
she's-
Valg takes a body. No, they take their own body.
No, but to like hide her, to have pointed ears or some shit.
But can't she like possess Aelin and get Aelin's power? Maybe that's why they were like avoiding.
Maybe I actually.
That's why the parents were hiding Aelin away or something. I don't know.
Yes.
Because like why is she so interested in like? I mean, maybe there's some also low key. I don't know if there's jealousy like where because she has all these dudes like blood sworn to her and fucking her when she wants or whatever.
It's
and
so
just-
creepy.
but that's the same thing. A theme we've seen before. Amaranth did it.
Yeah.
Like
the
all
dogs.
the Crescent City, it happened too. Like
Why is like Gabriel so
Tell me
into
about
Maeve too? You know.
Enzo
I don't fucking
and
know.
Nava.
what now?
Sorry, I'm just talking.
He said, "Whoa, spoilers!" Like as if he's gonna read.
Did you
it.
even read the last 5 books or 7 books, Harrison?
He's trying to read like
Nava is with him in
Lord
the
of the
office.
Rings.
Nava is with me really in the office.
He's
That's
hell no,
hilarious.
not gonna.
Hell no, he ain't
He
going.
like gave up on Fourth Wing. Like, come on.
Yeah, because Zayden had large shoulders.
That's a total buzzkill.
Buzzkill.
He has
His
large
massive
shoulders.
shoulders were super distracting.
But there's so many big things about him.
Oh yeah.
That's because of the fucking arms. No, he said, yeah, his arms were massive, folding on his chest.
Oof.
Tired of hearing about his fucking chest. It's a good chest.
It's a really good chest, TBH.
Oh my god, it's so funny. That's how like she saw him.
Oh, so sexy. I miss Zayden's chest right now. Like that's just
Zayden's
bringing me
hot.
back.
He's so
Ugh.
perfect and imperfect.
Perfectly imperfect. He's so flawed in the hottest way.
Yeah.
I love all them shadow depressed boys.
Yeah, like Asriel. Like Ryson's too nice, you know. Like I
Right.
need a little bit of like flaws, like
But
I need a little
also-
bit of like dark side.
If you were dealing with like a depressed ass dude, like I don't know about you, but like that shit brings me down. Like actually in real life.
We're just like petting
They're
them
not
on.
just pressed with you. That's what the story.
When are we gonna talk about booty? What?
Booties or, some shit.
Coming in the next few
What
slides.
do you want to know about Harry?
Okay, so
Yeah,
just to
I
bring
don't
it back, what did you guys think of Rowan and Aelin revealing that they're married?
I was annoyed. Like,
Where is
wasn't
my
I-
wife? Where is
Where
my
was
wife?
I? Why wasn't I invited?
Yeah.
annoyed.
When did you sneak off and do this? Because for me, when I was doing the tandem read, like it went back to the thing. Next thing I come back and like, oh yeah, we're married by the way, and I'm like, what did I miss?
Yeah, I know. I was a bit like it just felt like Aelin being secretive again.
Yeah,
and like
exactly.
the more we've gone to know her, the less she shared with us. And I'm like, girl, like I thought we were friends.
But this is the one thing they let Aedion in on because he was a witness. I was like, yeah, him and Lysandra are witnesses, and the captain was the officiant. And the captain, no, a different captain. And captain has a copy of their marriage license. I swear, I only remember this because I read it last week.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it is a bit rude. Like,
yeah.
Aelin forever.
I mean, it's similar spelling. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like be careful now. Like Joy's gonna.
I'm trying to like delete that from my mind.
It actually like, fits. Like,
it actually fits.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah. Anyway, next slide is
part 2.
Yes, because I have like witchling things. So.
Did she murder? Oh yeah, thank God she did that.
Oh, thank
Right.
God.
Them
That
yellow leg
bitch
bitches.
is so annoying.
They're
What's her name?
fellow witches.
Which one? Well, she did.
Iron teeth or whatever.
No, the yellow leg.
Yellow legs.
But she didn't kill Iskra. The yellow leg is still alive, right?
Yeah,
I feel she's gonna be a bitch in Kingdom of Ash. Ugh.
for sure. Iskra's the worst.
Yeah, like,
Also, so's her grandmother.
All them yellow leg be giving bad. All the grandmothers be
Yeah.
giving bad vibes.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, in the witches, they kept talking about how there's a grandmother, a matron, a mother, and a crone. And I was like, didn't we hear that in one of them series?
Oh shit.
We heard that in Aquatar, I think, or something. We heard that somewhere.
I didn't hear that.
Aquatar, isn't it when like the bitches go into the
The-
cauldron and they
the
come out the
witch
crone?
queens? Yes.
The something like the witch queens or
The
whatever,
witch
the human
queens.
queens or whatever. They go
Oh,
into the
yeah,
cauldron. One
they-
comes out a
yeah, you're
crone.
right.
One comes out something. One comes out something. I was like, that's a
Right.
parallel that I'm uncomfortable with because now I'm like,
shit.
got a crossover point.
That's true.
Girl, you have good memory.
Yeah, and I had highlighted. I didn't put it in the slides, but I remembered it because I was like, it's highlighted in my Kobo because I was like, why does this sound very familiar?
I forgot about that.
But yeah. So yeah, Manon are murdering witches to save Dorian.
Fellow witches.
Maybe it's a common theme in lore or something.
Lol. I mean, if you're implying that Aelin was like brought into the world from another. Oh, that's
Thanks
sweet.
for
What if she's from another
commentary,
world?
Mary.
What if one of these people are from the other world, the Aquatar world?
Send some pics of Nava and Enzo.
Oh my god, Kayla.
We need
Focus.
dog tags, please.
Just
Okay.
for my personal viewing.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much the same thing, I guess. What did you guys think of Manon lying in the trial and everything? Saying like, no, I killed them because they went after my kill. LOL.
Oh, thank God. Honestly, Manon, like, I've always liked her. Like, she's
Yeah.
always made good decisions.
She can do no wrong for
This
me,
was
boy.
like the first time where I feel like, okay. Well, it was like Manon's finally showing that she is actually a good person.
And she has a heart, even
Yeah.
though she kept trying to say she doesn't.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I loved her from the start. She
Yeah,
was one of
I've
my
always liked
tops
her.
of the series. Actually in book 1 or 2 or whenever the witches came into the story, I was like getting annoyed. I was like, who are these people? I don't give a fuck. And then very rapidly, I was invested in her whole storyline. I care more about Manon than honestly Aelin. I'm sorry, but like,
Well, honestly, when they first introduced it, you're like, who the fuck is
yeah, I'm
this?
like, who's this bitch? I don't give a shit about witches, and now I'm like a full-on
I agree.
witchling.
At first-
Full-on witchling.
Honestly, when they first brought in the witches, I was like, oh, like
More people.
who is this?
When do they bring the witches? This is after Assassin's Blade, after we learn about 600 people, and then they bring in the witches, and I'm like, who? Again, more people. But I was, after a while, I was invested. After Abraxas and the flowers and everything, I was obsessed.
Yeah, and then she started having an actual, like,
Heart?
point to the story.
Yeah.
So first I was like, why am I learning about these people?
Unsubbing. What?
That take too hot.
He doesn't even know what we're talking about.
Exactly, he's just trying to be invested.
I mean, he's trying to drive the conversation.
Okay,
Should I grab
Crash
the white
Car.
one?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it. It's in the fridge.
Frashkar was more into Manon's story than Aelin's at one point.
Right? Like,
Yes, because Manon.
there's so much more like character development, history. Like Aelin, we've been reading about this bitch for literally 7 books or something.
Let me just say something. Aelin has flaws that are more annoying than Manon's flaws. Like, Manon's flaws is that she comes off maybe as a bitch.
Yeah.
But she actually has a really good heart, versus Aelin does things and it's like, why Aelin?
Yeah.
Like,
Like, why are you keeping secrets?
I feel
Why are you not doing
Manon shows her cards. She's like, I'm
Yeah,
doing this
exactly.
because.
She's like, that's just how she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Like,
Yeah.
but Aelin is like doing things, and you're like, why are you doing it
Yeah.
that way? Like,
She's
it
like,
makes
because
no
I'm-
sense.
Like, I feel Manon was very upfront. She's like, and I kind of like that we're gonna get to it at some point. But when like she starts like flirting with like Dorian and stuff, she becomes the submissive one, even though she's extremely dominant in general. So I found that very interesting.
What are we drinking now?
It's white wine, the tower drink.
The tower.
Oh, yo, when we stream, we should like show that what we're
Yeah.
drinking.
So
we
we have
allowed?
we have a tower inspired.
Cameras there.
We're learning.
Tower inspired wine for
for
Tower of Dawn.
Because there's a delay, right, with the stream?
Yeah, there's a delay.
Yeah, so it's gonna
Massive.
show.
2 shots of water, of vodka, glue, glue, glue. Can't read the bottle. What is this anyway? I didn't even see it. Okay, La Hitter Domaine Sauvignon. It's from France, I guess.
I just looked for a bottle that had
Produit de
power on it.
France, Côte de Casgagne. Oh, nice.
That's like my thing. Every time I have a book club, I go to SAQ, type in keywords that I'm trying to find a bottle that's
That's
like
right.
related.
That's how we do.
And we try different wines that way.
Oh, the,
Yeah,
the
me too.
sound of the bottle pouring was so loud. That's some ASMR shit right there.
Because it's right next to the mic.
We are drinking. I'm snarling to the. So what did you guys think of Manon
Kind of
attacking her
fucking
granny?
me.
Her granny. I was
Holy
waiting
Jesus.
books for this.
Like Manon
Yeah,
was
wow.
so much more like complacent than I thought she would be with her
Yeah.
grandmother for so long.
But I feel like she trusted her grandma. She was like, oh, this lady certainly can't be trusting these motherfuckers.
She like falls in line really easily.
Yeah,
She's like, this is
she
how it is, a hierarchy. But then she was like, you know what? Like, she's fucked up. I don't know if I want to be led by this type of person.
Yeah.
And then she like, it was actually sick how she was like, she just turns, like she has the knife in her hand, turns and like slices her grandmother. Like,
Yeah.
It was so
I was
good.
like,
loved
oh,
it.
It was so
shit.
glorious.
I was like reading it like, woo!
Oh yeah, I was like, oh shit, Manon.
Fuck that bitch! I hate her. I've been hating her.
Yo, seriously, she's like the worst person. She's like on par with Maeve, this bitch.
She's like pretty much because witches, right, are supposed to be derived from the Valg. It's
Yeah.
Valg and Fae
Yeah.
or something create the witches.
Yeah. Again, something.
Yeah, the Valg
They're
and the
mixed.
Fae.
They're mixed.
What kills Valg again, other than fire or whatever, and heads being
I
cut
thought it
off?
was fire.
Because doesn't that mean that the witches have the tools to kill Valg?
With the wyverns, I don't know if wyverns breathe fire.
But aren't the wyverns also like Valg descendant type creatures? Like they came from the Valg realm or something?
I don't know.
Guess we'll see soon.
I need to brush up on my lore.
I know, right?
Oh
Obviously,
shit! Why did she just like start giving all that information?
it's not Tower of Dawn 2. Every villain, right before they should give the lethal strike,
Yeah.
they're like, let me give you a history lesson. Let me tell you about your heritage real quick.
Jesus.
I was like getting so.
that was crazy.
I'm like, first of all, you're a Cochrane?
Yeah.
Cochrane witch. You killed your sister.
Yo, that was
You are a queen.
actually
her sister was like, I don't know.
that messed me up because
Yeah,
I
it
keep
messed
like
me up.
thinking back to that. I'm like, that's fucked up.
And she's been wearing the cape proudly.
Yeah,
books.
it's so awkward. Like, that's her loop.
And she's like proud. She's like,
her fucking
woo!
red cape is her look.
It's like more than the awkward moment when you realize you're wearing like something that was in fashion 3 seasons ago. It's like it's like that, but on steroids.
Oh shit.
No, I don't think they can kill her. I don't think. No, they can't kill. She can't do the yielding thing they talked about because she's the queen of the
Cochrane.
witches. or
She's
whatever.
not going to. I think Astrid will. Astrid and Gabriel are in the top 10, like, at risk.
Okay, well,
dying.
Astrid, like, I wouldn't mind it being Astrid because
Oh
she
my
was
God.
supposed to be almost dead, like, half the book. Like, they've
why
been trying to,
would
like,
we-
kill her off so long.
Why would we want someone to die? We don't want this.
Astrid and Gabriel, guys. They're at risk. Do we have a poll?
Do you think
Harrison.
We should
Astrid-
put a poll.
Do you think, like, Astrid's gonna die after they reveal her baby's alive?
Can we do a poll?
That's so stressful.
Harrison could. He's our mod. We need a moderator. We need more mods. We should mod Frashcar.
Yeah.
Frashcar is great.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Crash card.
Except that I don't know how to mod people.
We're new to this, guys. Give us instructions.
People can have different roles in a chat in Twitch, so you can mod someone. It's like
I'm gonna not tell Reg to answer our poll.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I trust you.
I don't
You're
know if
doing
Harrison
the right
even knows how.
thing. I feel like such a boomer with this Twitch stuff. I'm like,
I'm like really new to Twitch. I don't stream that often. Oh, I'm timed out. Really? 4 years ago. Yeah. I have no idea.
I'm just waiting for Manon's grandma to die. Like, someone needs to kill her. I hope one of them, her fellow witches, kill her, because she's really annoying. And she killed, like, Manon's mom, Manon's dad, Manon's everything. What happened?
Person says he hears water pouring.
Oh, that's Matcha's water!
That's so funny.
It's Matcha's water, like, thingy.
Matcha, her
We have a lizard dragon.
lizard.
Yeah,
Can
he's
you show
sleeping.
Matcha? Like, can
Like-
I just tilt the camera?
I don't know, let me, like...
I wonder if like if you'll be able to see her.
Him.
Sorry.
It's okay, I think he knows what gender
Oh,
is.
he's sleeping.
Yeah,
Don't
he's
bother
his
him.
eyes are cool.
Oh, sorry, Matcha, but
I love how they sleep at night.
he's so cute. Look at him napping.
It's so
His
sad.
eyes will open in like 2 seconds.
I don't
He's
wanna
gonna
wake
sense
him
the light. He'll
up.
be like,
But do they hear well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They hear poorly. Like bearded dragons hear poorly. He hears poorly, but he can hear. But their eyes are like better than ours apparently.
Really?
Yeah, their smell is bad. Their hearing is bad, but their eyes are like sharper than like they can track. They can like.
And he goes like swimming in the water.
And they have like because their eyes are on the side, they have peripheral vision, so you can be waving something in the back and he can see it and like snatch it. Like they're very like it's really interesting having.
And you
a
take him
non-mammal.
out.
I do. He doesn't. He went into his house once. But he likes just like chilling here. If I have the TV on, he would actually watch because he's like, "What's happening?" But I don't want him to jump on the TV because his nails are sharp. But he does just walk around and then he goes back in.
Oh, he likes his little home.
Yeah. He only stays up there. He likes being on top of everything. He's adorable. Matcha's great.
He's got he's so cute.
He has like a patch of like dry skin on his head because it didn't mold properly. But
I feel bad for
Snoozing.
bothering him.
no, he go ahead. His eyes are about to open. I can feel it. But he's also like deep.
He's like, I feel watched.
But like it's really cool because usually when we have reptiles, like our gecko, she's nocturnal, so at night she's awake. But then these ones are diurnal; they sleep at night. So if it's dark, he'll sleep automatically. Like
Oh yeah.
like
He's
humans, like they
time
sleep
for
at
bed.
night. Yeah. So in the morning when he wakes up like same time as me. Like they're it's really cool.
So cute.
Just goes to show like it makes sense when people say we derive from lizards. He has like 5 digits. He has like similar stuff to like
That's so
mammals,
cool.
but they're just reptiles.
Just chilling.
It's really cool. So that's our
All
history
because of Harrison's question about why.
I don't even know if they even showed, like, if you could even see it from the webcam. But, like...
That's what the lizard.
Yep, that's my dragon. Can we go to the next slide in the meantime? Yes, the Manon drop-off.
That was so cute.
That was really adorable.
Oh my
He was
god.
just like...
Oh yeah, thank God. Like
I
is clutch.
thought that was so cute.
So,
That's my fave.
I don't know about y'all, but like I'm waiting for them to reveal that Abraxas is some sort of like other creature shapeshifting because he's too smart. Like
He is pretty smart.
he's really
so
smart. I'm
smart.
like, is he like a death god from
Oh
the other
shit!
books?
Imagine
Is he like someone we know?
because when she did get him, she was like, he feels so smart. Like when
Yeah.
she like spotted him, like his eyes seemed so intelligent.
Oh, and now we know shapeshifters can become wyvern because Lysandra became a wyvern.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a wyvern stuck in
Trapped.
wyvern form.
That'd be kind of creepy though.
That'd be fucking weird, but
It
impossible.
would be. Is
It'd be kind of weird, but
because like wyvern are supposed to be from the Valg, hell, whatever situation they're from. But if he's so sentient that he knew to drop her off on the freaking boat where Aelin was,
yeah.
there's something
Yeah,
like
there's something
there's
there.
something. He's a good wyvern. Like, how did that happen? How come all the other wyverns are just like, I don't know. Yakik shows.
He's special.
He's special. Yes, I agree.
Very cool.
Flirtation shit.
Ah, yes, indeed.
Second
Oh, oh my god. Okay, but the first time Dorian goes into Manon's, like, it's actually kind of troubling though, because like she gets wet.
Basically.
Because like he's sense it or something, or she sense it. I don't know. It's
Like
just
she was ready.
Yeah, she was like, let's
She was
go. Like, I'm
Okay,
open and
Dorian.
ready,
And
bro.
then when she said okay, he was like, next time, bitch, bye. And I was like,
I would have been so upset. I've been like, how dare you?
Dorian, who are you?
Illicit
now?
responses. When did you become so dominant?
Yeah, I was like, who are you?
so dangerous. And like she's so dangerous. So
Yeah.
for him to
Yeah,
like
exactly.
get one on her, I was like, holy
bitch
shit.
has iron teeth and
Yeah.
nails, and he got her to be like,
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
Do what you
oh my
want to me,
Dorian, like you're dangerous.
I loved it. They're like, oh my, one of my
I love
top.
this new Dorian.
I love it too.
He's grown
Yeah.
so
Like,
much.
He's like unrestricted, like not unrestricted. What's the word where you're like, I don't know. After his experience being like imprisoned by the Val, whatever, he's like free Dorian. He's like, I am a grown up Dorian now. I grew up. I killed people. So like,
Yeah, like they're like top couples, like with Elide and Lorcan, like Manon and Dorian.
Yeah, I
right there,
agree.
like-
They're
he's like,
so good.
I don't want no human bitch. They too weak. I want you.
Yeah, he went from like this like really cute healer to
I know.
Manon. You know,
Mhm.
he was like, okay, like that's not me anymore. Like
Cannot, yeah.
Wait,
he's changed.
the Sorshar, whatever her name is, the one who died.
Sorsha.
She got killed because she was corresponding. Wasn't she corresponding with the lead
The
or something?
rebels.
Who was she corresponding with? That we.
The rebels.
Some dude that was associated with. Do you remember the old man and the like and?
Those people. Them.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah, exactly.
What did I already say?
Oh, he figured out polls.
I
I don't remember what we were gonna pull. I'm like, I have no recollection. Was it who's gonna die? I don't remember what we were
Who's
gonna
gonna
pull.
die?
Oh yeah, it's. Oh shit!
I
it
have
just
no
escaped.
recollection.
But then we might have like spoilers. We better not have spoilers. What do we want? Who's most likely
to
to
die.
be killed off?
In Kingdom Ash, no spoiler.
Killed off in Kingdom of Ash. This is probably hearing me. And then why am I typing it?
Why am I typing it? But yeah, I have that in one of my last slides. Like, who's gonna die? So to come, results to come.
We'll get like one answer.
Elide and Lorcan.
Well, I can't.
They're
vote
beautiful.
then.
Wait, because you know Frashcar?
Frashcar
knows.
That
means
that That means someone
Oh my god, no! Okay, Frashcar, answer. Can you answer with who you thought at the time before you read?
Yeah, and don't confirm if you were wrong or right. Like in your
Yeah,
prediction.
just-
Like yeah.
We won't know who. I don't think we know who answered.
That actually means someone will die though.
I mean, honestly,
I mean, obviously,
we
it's
kind
not-
of knew that.
There's too many characters.
Too many. Yeah,
we can
there's
agree that there's too many
way
characters and too many
characters.
couples, right? Too many people are happy.
She only
Ish, I don't
introduced
know.
this many characters so that she could kill
Kill like
someone.
some of them, yeah. Okay, so now we're at Elide and Lorcan. This is my last slide on this book.
My heart's.
I don't know why I wrote this, but
Why is he following her in the first place? Yeah, like
invisible
because
person.
he's like heartless but not.
He's
yeah.
not. Yeah, he's like pretending like there's like some logical reason why he's helping her,
Mhm.
not because he actually has a crush on her. Like,
But do you think like
Come on.
because from the beginning of the book or the ending of the last book where she's walking in the forest and he's like following her, whatever? Why is he following her? Like
I think he's fascinated by her.
But do you think there's that like mate link thing where you know how mates know their mates before they even know
maybe.
each other type?
maybe, yeah.
I think he's fascinated that such a weak girl
Mhm.
is actually like pulling it off and like doing
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
well because he's so strong.
strong.
Like,
Yeah. Love.
Also,
He's so
Harry.
physically strong, but she's really like
Yeah,
Like
she's
she has a lot
so
of
witty
resilience.
and smart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
it's
really
crazy.
smart and is a good actress and everything.
The options are gonna be
I need a list of answers,
Bro, ain't nobody got time for that.
the options.
Bro.
The options are Dorian,
Okay, wait. We have Elide.
Gabriel,
Oops, I can't type. Elide, Lorcan. There's
They
so
better
many
not.
people. Dude.
There's a lot of
Gabrielle,
characters.
and
that's right.
Manon, and
Manon,
Dorian.
Dorian.
Yeah.
And who did you say?
Aelin,
I'm missing someone. Aedion?
Aedion.
they wouldn't kill. They
Lysandra?
wouldn't kill Rowan.
No.
He's like essential.
Rowan? No,
No,
would
they
kill
can't. They
Rowan.
can't do it. Sorry, they can't.
Also, he tried to kill himself. I'm gonna put Aelin in here.
Yeah, she's on.
You wrote Aelin.
How do you write her name? Aelin.
It's like A.
that.
God, good grief.
I'm so happy I decided not to name my future child Daenerys.
But that's the thing.
That was on my
these
list.
things, you need to wait at
That's
least
why
a
I'm
year
waiting.
to
I'm
be like,
waiting. I'm like, Nesryn, you better not fuck up.
But like Nesryn
But this is
and
long
even
now.
like
Yeah.
Elide are like quite like they seem like common names. They don't seem like stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
In like a book.
Well, I know Nesryn, like it's a common Moroccan name. That's why a lot of the names they use in Tower of Dawn are very like Middle Eastern-esque, like sounding like Razan and stuff. I know people with those names in real life.
Exactly.
Like,
It gave
spelling,
me like,
but,
Moroccan, Algerian, Tunisian.
So I know someone called Nesryn.
Oh.
I know someone called what's her name? Is her name Hazar? I know someone named like Hazan.
I feel like I've heard Hazar.
Ajar. I know someone named Ajar. Like it's very similar type spelling names. So I'm like, now I'm wondering, Serge and Maas, do you have a bestie that's like Middle
I say
Eastern?
L'Oreal. Harrison's been
No.
L'Oreal expert helping me fight signs of fatigue. I think because he got an ad.
We have ads. Oh yeah, we said that already. Sorry.
Oh, thanks, Fresh Car. Appreciate you.
What he say? What's it?
Thank you, Fresh
Fresh Car
Car.
gifted a tier 1 sub to Double Garian.
Oh.
Awesome supporter. We should really mod Fresh Car once we
should.
figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
Thanks,
He's been
Fresh
consistent
Car.
from the start when we had no sound.
You're number one.
When we had
OG.
like when we were struggling.
I don't know why I put this.
He
in this
has
style,
our
and
first.
it's fine.
He has a first thing, which means that he's one of our first subscribers, our first followers.
Oh,
Wow.
I love it.
One of our founders, man. No
That's
more
amazing.
ads for Harry.
Wow.
There you go, Harry.
That's amazing.
I don't know why I put this in the slide because it has nothing to do with Elide and Lorcan.
The Ilkins.
But that they sound familiar because I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
we've seen them in Crescent City.
Yeah.
I don't know
They
Avatar, but
do.
we've
I was
seen-
thinking that, but I was
It-
like, why are they called Ilkin?
It
But-
felt very.
But it's kind of like
Christmassy.
how like the name of the spiders are different. Like in the South, they call
Yeah.
them something complicated.
But they're probably the same.
Exactly, that's the vibe I'm getting. Kind of like how in Crescent City, they call them angels when they're actually just fae. It's like
Yeah.
they have different names for stuff. Like,
Love it.
the best part of the story. This is the best part of the book for me.
Joining the traveling caravan.
When they're like in the.
I actually. This was such a fun art.
loved it. Loved
So
it.
fun.
And the whole pretending to be married part 2. It was
I was like, yes.
perfect. Yeah, I was like perfect to make them
Oh,
like
yeah.
wife. And like it was so funny when they were like, Elide was watching him juggle and she was like, wow, like you're still like salivating after your husband. Or
Yeah.
like whatever.
Because at first I felt it was very innocent between them, and until she started saying, "Oh," and now I like she's noticing his shoulders or something,
Yeah.
noticing his body, and I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
come on now, let's go."
He could throw you around.
You know, little girl, no more. Like,
You know it.
I was waiting that whole series. I was like, please,
Yeah,
start fucking. I was so waiting. I was like, please. So when they almost, I was like,
I really love this couple. Like, I really want to read their story.
favorite slow burn of
Okay,
the
guys,
series.
we
like,
need a
that's
top
fine.
5 of most likely to die.
Okay, Gabriel for
Aelin,
sure.
Dorian, is
Manon.
And Dorian and Manon.
Manon.
Yeah.
Okay.
because of the yielding.
And the 5th person.
Elide?
Oh,
Aelin?
not the lead. I put
Aelin?
Aelin, Dorian.
What's her name? Asterin.
Asterin, yeah, she's on the
Yeah,
chopping block,
Asterin,
boy.
Okay, this is our top 5.
Or one of, I for sure some of the unnamed 13 are gonna die. Because I have,
Fresh Car's like,
you guys are off.
you guys are
I
completely
feel
wrong.
like all the 13 die.
Oh
like,
no!
Whoa.
Absolutely not.
At least like 6 stay alive.
This is our top 5.
Oh my god.
No, don't do that.
He's like, all of those people died. They're all dead.
No.
Are you kidding me? What am I supposed to read into that?
Oh no, now I'm scared. Why do we do this?
You guys hit the nail, man.
I have to read the book next week now. I have to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna be speed reading it.
Dude, that actually makes me want to puke low key.
Oh, I love this.
It's so cute. He's like supporting her
Oh,
from
yeah,
her lips.
I
So
love it.
sweet.
Even when he barely had power left, he was still doing it.
Crash
She never acknowledges
Master is
that.
asking if we really want him to answer this.
No.
No.
Don't answer this. Only with what you thought before you read it, but not that you're not.
Yeah,
after
no,
you
don't
read it.
confirm or deny if it's right. Like, just say what you thought,
Before you read
if that makes sense.
Before, if you know, if you don't
And
know,
if you're
then
able
don't answer.
to, yeah, if you're able to separate yourself from the
Yeah.
Yeah,
reality.
if you're not able to, don't answer.
Yeah. Because we're gonna have to call back to this next book club.
Yeah,
Because
I can't fucking think about this right now.
okay, well, it's the same thing. Like, they're slow burn, they're budding feelings. They're like, ah! When he learns her real name and stuff, they're so adorable. I love them a lot.
Illiteracy.
illiteracy.
Because she's illiterate. Elide?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so is like half her characters. Feyre can't read.
that's true.
She loves illiteracy.
Why
She
is-
loves like imprisonment, illiteracy, and like frailness.
Why is that a thing?
It's a
like,
trope.
I guess it's like a power dynamic
Yeah.
thing. It's like sexier.
Because Mia was like, oh, is he gonna teach her to read? And I was like, didn't we read this before? And I was like, oh shit, that's Rysand and Pharaoh. He's like, bro can't read.
I guess Elide is very Feyre. Like, it
Yeah.
takes fucking
Yeah.
long to know if
Yeah,
she has
she is.
powers and, like, what the powers are.
It's true. Yeah.
What if they are the like pre-Pharaoh Rysand? Like they're like the building
Exactly.
blocks of that
Like,
dynamic.
She realized how obsessed everyone was with Elide and Lorcan. She's like, ooh, we gotta build on this.
That's true, because
Because-
Lorcan is so dark.
Tumblr loves these two. Like Tumblr, I found so much of the content on Tumblr for these two.
I mean, who doesn't love these two?
Lorcan?
I would
Fuck.
hit that so hard.
Immediately,
Oh,
the
God.
darkness, the like,
For me, it's the arm bicep. Like when he's juggling swords and he's like can't take his eyes off of her. Like I'm just like I am dead.
And he's always saving her.
I am dead.
I love him.
I don't care if he betrayed the whole movement.
Pukes in Bulgarian.
Oh my god, Harry.
I don't know if I have another one.
The chest also the Bulgarian.
His betrayal, kidnapping.
Lorcan's betrayal actually shattered
It
my
broke
heart.
my heart.
Actually.
When he sent out the warning about the Ilkin, he was also sending out the warning to Maeve
of
for
where
her
they
to
were.
come. And I was like, you mother. But then I knew he would do some sort of stupid shit like this, where he's like, oh, I don't deserve love. Or something like
He's
that.
so. He pissed me
Yeah,
off
that pissed me off
so
a bit,
much
yeah.
in that moment
That's
where he's like,
shit.
and it pissed me off as fuck when he was like, I'm in love with Maeve. I'm like, dude, you don't know
Oh,
what love
you
is.
love that shit. You were about
Yeah,
to fuck
that's
her like
fucked up.
last week. Like,
You do not know what love is.
Can I
bro.
have
Wait,
some
have they
power wine, please?
have they had sex?
just about. They were like on the.
That's actually on my
They
mind.
were,
That's
they
on
were
my
making
mind.
out.
He's like fingering her
And,
or some
like,
shit.
It was like almost. I feel like they were like making out, and his like hands
Isn't
were
he
like
though?
going up. Her.
Stop.
I was standing myself reading. I was like, oh my god.
He was fingering her.
I don't.
Wait,
No?
who?
Lorcan and Elide, like they were.
Who's fingering
This was when they were in the tent or whatever together. After he knew that she wasn't.
I need to reread this chapter.
I read this last week, so I was like actively fanning myself.
Okay, maybe he wasn't fingering her, but,
But
it felt
they were
he
like his hand was going up her thigh, and,
Yeah.
shit, and then they got interrupted.
exactly.
It was. I found that more hot than Aelin and Rowan actually fucked.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
it was so intense.
Like sexy, and yeah, his betrayal broke my heart.
It shattered me actually.
Oh.
Tower of Dawn.
You must enter where you fear to tread.
Yeah. That was good. This book was a lot more psychological.
Yes.
I loved it. This book.
I like this book better.
This book was very. I feel it was like the setting stone for like murder mysteries. I assume this came before like Crescent City.
Yeah.
But like I really was invested in like, oh, who killed the like acolyte, or who killed the healer, who killed this person, who killed Tumulin, whatever. So I was really invested because of that. But also I just liked the storyline of Yrene. Chaol, I was reading it just to be on the ride. I did find their like sex scenes very sexy. That's highly debated on Tumblr. Because people don't like Chaol.
Chaol's
I don't like
controversial.
Chaol personally,
Yeah.
but I do feel like he came a long way from
He
where he
did.
was.
But this reminded me of Akatar Book 2 when they talked about Pharaoh's depression and how like he was all like
Yeah.
most of his demons was him blaming himself for what's her, Nehemia? Nehemia's
He
death,
feels really
which
bad
we
about
learned
that.
from Elena that was planned from the beginning.
Yeah, it's true.
So I don't know. I hope Aelin forgives him for real like this time. Come to
She's a
Allah.
bit harsh.
This poor dude's been carrying this like
He
blame.
didn't do it on purpose. Like,
He literally thought he was doing what was right. Like,
Yeah, that's a like a whole thing.
and if I could
Like,
forgive
she's made
him,
so
I
many
could forgive
mistakes.
Tamlin because Tamlin did not do it.
Holy shit, Tamlin. Like, let's not even
Don't
go
even
there.
talk about
People, to this day, except for Roxy, people hate Tamlin, even though other characters have done much worse.
I don't hate Tamlin to the point that Sarah J. Maas hates Tamlin.
Yeah, I don't hate him as
But
much
like,
anymore.
I'm team Tower of Dawn. Like,
Mm.
if you're Tower of Dawn versus Empire of Storms,
I love this book.
team Tower of Dawn.
Okay,
Which team are you?
V hot take. I like now that we've just re-entered Empire of Storms because it had been a really long time that I read it, like a month. I guess.
Yeah, pre-wedding. Yeah.
I have to say I might be more Empire of Storms on this. I know it's controversial and maybe a part of it's like I want to bring a differing opinion, but the love storylines. Like the hotness of like Manon and Dorian and Lorcan and Elide really got me through that book, and I was like waiting. Whereas Tower of Dawn feels a little more steady. Like, you know, of like I kind of know where this is going. Yeah. That being said, I loved having like Yrene back.
I was waiting for her like for books.
For books, like since the Assassin's Blade, I was waiting for that. But still, like I don't know, Empire of Storms, I kind of liked. So.
I don't know what you guys think, but I think Tower of Dawn can be a standalone book. You could read it without any context and understand what's going on. Kind of. I feel because it was so separate from Aelin and crew, and it was just organically. This is a new world with new characters.
Like you could just read it for Chaol's like growth.
Yeah, and just like and then go back and read the other ones, and then kind of. I feel like this book can actually kind of stand alone because like it was such a new. I mean, it was really hard tandem read, learning about like 6 couples at the same time, the development of each 6 couples, slow burn. That's why I was not interested in Rowan and Aelin because there was 5 other ones that were more interesting.
Yeah, like more tense, like more tension. The
tension. I mean, I knew from the start. As soon as she started healing, I'm like, they gonna fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
They gonna fuck. She's touching him, and he's stripping.
The second he sees her, she's like, she's so curvy, but like, with a small waist, but like super curvy.
I was like, okay, Chaol.
No, but she is the depictions of her. She is. You guys will see. She's stunning, like stunning.
Oh, you have next.
And it's like, Chaol, you motherfucker. Like you just have Nesryn on the hook. Like I don't know.
I don't remember what my next slide is. Yes, my general Tower of Dawn vibes. Vibe slide. Her in the womb. Well, the womb of the cave thingy. The thing
That's
where
Yrene?
Yeah, in the womb where like the bell is like ringing or whatever. Wow. That's like the womb. I guess that's how some people see it. There's a lot of different depictions of what the tower actually looks like. But are people voting in the poll?
I was asking Harry. Say, Harry, like, where's the poll, bro? Where the poll at? I was like, can we make Crash Card Mod 2?
Well, I saw the poll pop up, but I don't know how it works.
Yeah, like what? It's like up. It's like up.
Oh yeah.
Like I saw it appear like poll.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, I did. I just don't know where it is.
Oh. Alright. The poll lasts for not a long time. Oh shit, we missed it.
Oh damn.
What was the results, Harry?
Harry's gaming on the side.
God damn it. Yeah, he is gaming on the side.
He's like, I'm multitasking, bro.
Damn it. I don't know how this.
That's so sad.
Mr.
I feel like such a boomer because I'm like, I have no idea what's going on.
I feel like such a boomer sometimes.
New poll. Hey, I could create a poll.
Oh, but there was poll results.
Hang it. Where?
Go back. Oh, how did we get here?
Oh, like here if I click this view results? Ooh. Oh, we got 0. And your question was who gon' die?
Who gon' die? That's literally almost how I worded it in my last slide.
God damn it.
Okay, I guess we'll never know. Thank you for maintaining the mystery, though.
There will be mystery. KK new one. I don't know why I can't see it. Oh, who gon' die? Okay, here it is. Listen, I'm gonna put what I think. Can we put multiple?
Yeah, do a Gabriel.
No, we can only put one. Ooh, if we had to pick one. That's a hard one. I would say Gabriel is like the most likely.
Because I asked that question at the end because I'm combining also Tower of Dawn. Who from Tower of Dawn is gonna die?
Oh shit. Who from Tower?
They can't kill Chaol. He's been dying like half the time.
Like,
and now, well, they can't because if he dies, Yrene's gonna die.
He's mostly.
Well, yeah, because now like they're combined, right?
Exactly.
They're literally mates at this point. Because if she dies, he dies. If he dies,
oh my god! What if they both die?
No, unacceptable. She is a pinnacle. She's the top of her field, V.
I know.
The top of her field. Who gonna die is newest one though. Okay, thanks, Harry. Yeah, you don't have a long pull. Well, I think Gabriel is the most likely.
Yeah, he's the
if you
least.
were to bet on one person,
I feel like his point is to just be like, I am your father. I love you, daddy.
Honestly, yeah, like he's there for that. And Astrid too.
I feel like the dad. No, I feel like not Azrael. God forbid. Gabriel is gonna like self-sacrifice or something for somebody. I don't know.
What if he sacrifices for Astrid?
Oh god.
Astrid's been on the chopping block since book 1.
Exactly.
She almost died 7 times.
But Astrid's in a good position to do some like heroic saving.
Yeah, she could actually. So her and Gabriella, like, what if they both die? I would be like, it's sad, but at least it's not Manon. Like,
yeah.
At least it's not Lorcan and Manon. At least.
Yeah, if you're okay with that. Sorry to say, but okay, that's true.
But honestly,
Gabriel too.
it's Gabriel. Like, I don't want him to die. I know it's gonna hurt my heart because it's gonna be like the whole father-son tragedy thing.
It is.
Okay, look, my vibe is Bat Boys running trios. There's 4 of them. One gotta go.
Oh my god!
Who's the 4?
There's Rowan, Lorcan, Gabriel, and Fenris. Someone gotta go.
But there's a 5th one that's still
What?
with her. That's still with me.
He ain't part of Bat Boy.
Wolf. He's
not part of Fate.
counterpart of Fenris.
Oh, his brother.
Oh, I forgot about that
Fenris'
one.
brother.
Never mind, my theory does not stand.
twin.
I retract.
His twin.
His twin. Ooh, what is twin? Ooh, there's a twin. Wait, who has a twin? Fenris?
Fenris.
So what if Fenris dies and then the twin can replace? Because now we know there's like 100 cousins of Rowan.
Yeah, that was epic.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Well, yeah, a
he
lot
got
of family, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, like you half the boats are your family. Anyway, paper.
OD character.
Let's go.
So ready.
Wow.
Joy's losing her
love
shit.
this. I
That's
love her
beautiful.
picture of like top left,
Love
second
it.
top left.
Love
like, all
it.
her pictures look
Purple.
like,
I love it.
beautiful.
I love
That
her.
is so fucking hot.
I love that.
I never
so
thought a wheelchair sex scene could be that sexy.
And I only love them because I love her.
Look at his fucking arms on the wheelchair sex scene.
Yeah.
Bruh.
He's like, she keeps talking about how like
How fit he was in a wheelchair.
fit, yeah, how fucking fit he was.
Oh my god.
So I maintained the picture that you had in yours, and then I searched. They made
But
another
I
one
like
of them
this
too.
one.
I
Yeah.
I
love
like it
it.
too.
He looks
Yo, he's
really
probably
cute.
making her like her bounce just using his arms.
Uh,
Honestly. It's true.
graphic, me, graphic.
No, but think about it. Like,
It's pretty
can he
graphic.
feel his dick? Because he's paralyzed, right?
Yeah, he said he
feel
can.
his
He can.
She asked.
can.
No, she asked about.
Can you feel your manhood?
Is your man
Does it work?
functional?
And he's just like, bitch.
She's so pretty.
yeah,
Wow.
she's really pretty.
But they did make him very cute in like a lot of these. Like, he's really cute.
Young light.
But it's true, they made her hair like that because they were like, oh, she's tawny with like golden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like a mixed color.
So
Yeah,
what-
because I saw Yrene is not quite the same coloring as the rest
Same.
of Antica. Like,
Same here. And then online, I found a lot of pictures of her on Pinterest where some people straight up make her like just really like just straight up white, like just straight up just white.
Really?
And I got the vibe that she was probably like more tan, desertish.
yeah,
Like,
same.
you know, like
because she
Nesryn,
had
like-
curly hair, right?
yeah.
She's from Fenharrow, but she hails from like her ancestors are from here. So it's like I felt like it was like Antica but diluted a bit.
Exactly. So that was I like the vibe I got. Like I feel like sometimes she reminded me of Nehemia a bit. I love that she's
Yeah.
depicted with purple because purple's my favorite color. This is like.
She's your girl.
If I was lesbian.
What's happening?
Rigel said that Gabriel's gonna die.
Oh yeah. Well, I agree with Rigel though.
Okay, I agree too.
Oh, okay. And then also like Fresh. I don't know. 2 people voted for Gabriel, but we don't
Us,
know.
well, we
Didn't you
voted
vote for Gabriel?
Well, we did, but then one other person is either Rigel or Freshcar.
Frashkar's giving us looks.
Gabriel's gonna die. That's what Rigel said. Because well,
Yo, Gabriel is gonna die. though.
Gabriel. Honestly, it might hurt not that much.
No, but I'm like, it hurts my heart because his
Just
dad, like, he just found his dad again, and his dad dies.
You know what?
perfectly
You know why I
fine with
think?
his
You know
dad.
why I think Gabriel's gonna die? Because then doesn't like some other dude that trained him as a kid? He's like, "That's my actual dad" or something. He said that in the book, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Like
Oh,
I feel-
Freshcar didn't vote. So who
Probably the
fuck
best,
voted?
but I think we voted.
we voted. I think.
But
we-
and someone else did.
No, Rigel.
well, 2
and
people
us.
You
voted.
think Rigel voted for
Oh.
Gabriel?
Yeah,
well,
he
thank
did.
you. Thank
Why
you,
would
Fashcar.
Rigel vote for Gabriel?
To drive along the pole. Well, thank you, Fashcar, for not ruining it.
I cannot get over that sex scene photo.
When I
It's
saw that
so
on
hot.
Pinterest, I was like, I'm on the right. I was like zooming in, like, because I was doing this on my computer and I kept doing full screen to zoom in on details. And I was like, there's
God
another one
damn.
of them fucking in a wheelchair, which is the worst picture I've ever seen in my
Oh,
life.
no.
It's so bad. I don't know who. I don't know if it's AI who like designed it. But it was just so bad. I was so offended. I was like, how dare they?
But you know, like Kel knows what he's doing. I don't know.
Oh,
It gives
yeah.
off a vibe that he knows what he's
Yeah,
doing.
but like
Girl.
quiet, not like Dorian, who's like very vocal
Yeah,
about like
yeah.
I'm good in bed. Chaol, it's like you know he knows what's.
I was imagining slow, quiet strokes. Like,
Yeah.
woo! Like I was fanning myself reading their first sex scene. To be honest, I was like, this is
Oh,
and like.
I didn't want to ruin it because it was actually ruined for me when I was reading.
I am sad. I am sad.
That's tragic.
If it's something that will ruin the story for you, it's significant.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I cannot.
I don't.
join us next month for our Christmas special.
Wait for that reveal.
Our Christmas.
Seriously.
Yeah, we haven't scheduled it yet, but we'll have to figure
We'll
out what's a
schedule it.
good
It's in my
time.
slides.
But
It's awesome.
900 pages, guys.
Well, good
Not
thing it's
bad.
on you're hosting, so
Yeah.
it's only one book, so it's cool. And it's a good way to close
But
these.
it's 2 books basically.
Is shit, that means we're ending the year finishing all of Sarah J. Maas.
Yeah.
That is perfect.
Chaotic.
This is the most grown-up fun thing I've
Crash
done
card,
in years.
you'll be here.
I'll be here.
Woo!
Stay tuned until the end of our video because we'll announce the date.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, I'm so happy we're live streaming. My art can be.
I'll put it as a.
It's not my art, but my collages can be.
Yeah, exactly.
my curated
Then,
collages.
like, we will have her slides for Kingdom of Ash, like, and then
I'm probably
Onyx
gonna
Storm is
read-
gonna be all of
Go
us.
ahead and reuse because I use like 100 pictures
Guys,
of.
what are we gonna do for Onyx Storm? We won't have slides. I guess.
I'm gonna bring my laptop. I'm gonna be making slides live.
Yeah, live slide.
Because then,
making.
you guys, who hosted Fourth Wing and Onyx Storm?
I hosted Fourth Wing.
Yeah,
I think.
you did.
So
And
then we
you
can
did-
like.
Or let's see, read both.
Because
I remember
technically,
hosting a.
well, I'm
Fourth Wing.
assuming that the retreat, it's like there's no one hosting. It's fair game, like whatever. But I can create some sort of. Oh no, I can't because we're
Maybe
reading
we
it.
can exactly.
But I can make.
Maybe we
I can make
do,
character collages. I
Yeah.
love doing it.
Maybe we can do
We
like
can share
a
those.
template. We'll create a template
Yeah.
and then like we'll
Add
divide the
questions.
book into 3 parts. And we'll just like separate it. Okay, like part 1 is gonna be me, let's say, and I'm gonna create the slides
Yeah.
like some talking points as I read.
Okay.
Like
And
really
we'll
quick.
have a few guest appearances
Yeah.
for our book club
Okay,
retreat.
yeah.
as
Okay, packing
well.
list. We need
Yes.
Kayla. Bring this.
I'll
to
be
the
like this
retreat.
setup.
I'll
Our,
bring
like,
my laptop. I'll bring.
our kind of like
I gotta
makeshift
pee
setup.
so
Like
bad.
our
Yeah.
setup
Go
is
ahead.
kind of like iffy there.
Yeah, but I'm like, I love like, I'm so happy I spent like hours on these slides for no reason. But yeah, V, don't hesitate to recycle because I don't think they're gonna introduce new characters in Kingdom of
But
Ash.
this artist is new, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I went on
I've
her
been seeing
Instagram
her-
and she takes like advice for when people tell her, oh, this person's missing like fey ears.
Yeah.
She redraws the whole
She
thing.
redraws.
It's so nice. Like it's the reason why I put it for each couple. You'll see the one for
Like the one with the white background.
Nesryn and Sartaq. This
That's
one,
the one we're talking
I was like, beautiful. I don't know how they do it if it's AI,
so good.
but like love.
I think
love
like
it.
for the retreat, yeah, we'll divide it into 3 parts. Create a template so it can be really easy.
Mm-hmm.
We all follow the same template. But you know how many like my Instagram now, like all the recommendations are like
My fitness Instagram
these
is all
arts.
this.
Art like from these books, and I'm like, I love it though. Like I saved them all.
Like I love this. I love this. Like I want this outfit. I want this. I'm like
And she's
love
always
all of
wearing
it.
purple.
I love this. I love everything about this slide. Like
Apparently she's like very curvy.
Yeah.
but a small.
I mean,
waist,
obviously,
which is,
like, in-
ideal.
when people draw them, they draw them as like skinny mini model
She's
less.
petite with a small
I'm
waist,
like,
but,
where the hips
huge
at? Like-
boobs, huge ass, like perfect.
Oh my
And then
god, I
Chaol
love
is
them.
super fit.
Obviously, we're even in a wheelchair. You can lift her onto his dick.
Okay, okay, Sarah. Like unrealistic
dang,
expectations.
like-
but-
And I'm wondering, like, did she study like the logistics of fucking in a wheelchair? Like, I'm
all
like,
she does is like go up the stairs.
did
Like
she ask her
doesn't work
husband, "Can you
out.
sit in this wheelchair and let me fuck you so I can write about it?"
Oh, seriously.
Like, I don't know where she found, like, because for me, and I think this sex scene happens right after some other sex scene or something. So I was like, because I was really disappointed with Rowan and Aelin because I was
Sex
first of all I
scene.
was like, oh, this is the first time they're having sex. I feel so
I know.
like
Cheated?
not practice, but it seems like we read it before because they were making out so much. Like I thought this was like the 3rd time they had sex or something. So this one I was like,
This is so good. Like, there's something about Chaol. Like, I'm not like super compelled by him as a
Mhm.
character. Like, I've kind of fallen off the Chaol bandwagon, but
same.
he has like this like magnetic sexual energy.
Yeah,
That
I
like
agree.
with Yrene, I was like, yeah, I'm into it.
I agree. Hang on, let me see if I can find the Chaol picture that
Oh
offended
no,
me.
not the horrible one.
Chaol and Yrene. I didn't even
No.
spoiler. Ugh, I can't even.
No, you
Pinterest.
just no.
I'm sorry. I just looked up their name. It's not a bad spoiler. I think it might not actually be part of the story, but let me just. When I was doing when I would go on the wiki, literally when I'm looking at pictures, I would literally do this just so and scroll until I find the gallery to not see anything.
Your home is so cozy, Joy.
It is
Thank
so
you.
cozy, honestly.
I just want to like
Lie in your bed.
I keep like walking in front of her room and being like, wow.
Yeah, it's my like ambient lights.
Yeah.
Cozy.
Oh, Pinterest is not the same for when you look on your. This is not even the same book. Whatever. Anyway, next is another favorite of mine.
Oh yeah. Oh, Nesryn, so good.
The artist made 2 of them.
I like this one.
I love it too. This is like I
Top
love.
right, top left.
He's so sexy.
I like the top left one.
Yeah.
I love this one. I love this one. I love this one. I love all of them. Like she is. I love him there. I love him.
She's such a low-key badass.
Top right.
This
He's
line,
hot.
I swooned so hard.
Oh,
I was like,
loved you before I ever set eyes on you. I'm dead. But also, that's like Sartaq was like, is she like an ideal in your head? Like, are you making sure you're paying attention to the real woman? Anyways, that's a side note. But he's gorgeous on that fucking picture.
jeez, the musculature on these people. No wonder you like this one.
But
He's
the
like,
girl is like tiny. Like he's like.
okay, the pictures of Lorcan and Elide, I went through them because you don't know how many pictures of her being this big and him being like, she looked like a child and he was like this
Exactly.
old ass, tall ass man. I was like, why is she depicted
like
so young? I was
30
like,
times the size.
like I know she's young, but they were depicting her as like really borderline like underage young, and then him as this really old I was like, nah.
This guy's
Like they're always super tall, like. But I love her here. I love her here. I love her here. I love everything. I love this. I love this.
Him, I never thought riding birds could be like so hot. Damn. Look at him. Look at those like chiseled pecs and arms.
Oh my god, sexy, like sexy. The artist for I'm happy that this book. It's kind of like when I was hosting for the other book we read, the one that was kind of a one-off, the Enchanted Letter one.
Yeah.
That one was really hard to find
Divine Rebels.
pictures because like there's not a lot of pictures of that book. Whereas this one is so old that Tumblr had literal Tumblrs devoted to each character. Like I found so much stuff.
Oh my god.
More than 150 pictures are in my computer of just these people, and that's my work computer. You have to delete
His
them before
hair
I
got
put it back.
cut though.
It did. So these are pre-cut posts. I couldn't find him with short hair, but I don't care because
He's so hot.
He's
like
hot.
Jesus.
He's so like noble too. Like,
Yeah.
He's just like kind of that very princely, like more than Dorian.
He's like that warrior prince. Ugh,
absolutely.
it's dangerous.
Okay, so now I have the family
Good
and
for
stuff.
her.
Yeah.
As you can see,
Tumalon.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Wait, who's Tumalon again?
the one who died? The sister who was murdered by.
Oh yeah.
It's interesting how they're depicted here. You know, I feel like they look like Mongolian.
Yeah. That's the vibe I got. Mongolian.
I was picturing Indian.
Indonesian.
I was picturing more like
Because I was picturing more this.
Moroccan, yeah.
Like
exactly,
this, but
exactly.
the artist for this one, because they're all the same artist, really went with the mom
And
is
she's,
so
like,
sad.
constantly
Because they
swimming.
said straight hair.
Yeah, so I think they
Yeah.
went straight for like straight up like really Asian. Like
I feel like that's too Asian for
Yeah.
what I was imagining.
I was imagining this,
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
like
exactly.
straight up this.
Yeah,
but then
exactly.
it's like no, this is a different artist because this artist did
Duvan
these
or
ones.
husband?
Yeah, I forgot his
agree.
name.
Like
I
Kagan,
don't-
Yrene,
forgot his name.
the Kagan Yrene is looking like way too Mongolian.
You know,
like,
I imagine this is what I imagine for the assassin,
Yes.
the silent assassin,
Yes,
like a very
exactly. Yes.
Taipei like type, like
Exactly.
That's exactly what I imagine for that silent assassin. I imagine him more like older Indian man, but
Absolutely.
artist liberty. This is the only ones I found for a lot of these characters because a lot of people did depict them other than Sartaq.
Interesting.
But Kashin is like supposed to be pretty hot. Like,
Yo,
was
yeah.
she like the best looking like better?
Because she's pretty on point. Like
Yeah. That's what I imagined
If
for
I
him.
had been Yrene and like this hot prince was giving me attention and pressure for like over a year, I'd be like, I don't know if I could have said no.
Okay, but the whole thing was that you died.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
So
No,
you
but
get
then
killed.
no, but at the end of the book, didn't they like
Say-
cancel that? They're
Yeah,
like, oh,
they're
never
like-
mind.
Yeah, at the end of the book, but not when they were dating.
Everyone but her. Everyone but him.
Tumalon and Duvan.
And then like freaking, I don't know.
Fucking
Thank
Duva.
God they
And
dropped
why-
that tradition.
Guys, why is Duva's husband always referred to as Duva's husband? Like, that's sus.
He has a name
He's a
though.
nobody.
But they mentioned his name like once in the book, I think earlier on. But they always depicted him as like sad and withdrawn.
Yeah, it makes me feel like that's sus. Like, he's up to something.
But was he sad and withdrawn because he noticed his wife was being a murdering bitch?
Yeah, she was,
Because she was acting she was probably like choking him while she's fucking her or something. Like I don't know, like she was giving
Oh my
bad vibes the
God.
whole time. Like I don't know.
bad vibes.
And they kept showing her like holding her belly, and now I'm thinking was it just a demon? Like
That's so creepy.
like
But like, what if the baby's a demon?
No, but Yrene said that it's normal. I don't know how she would know, but she said it was normal.
Yeah,
Look at Kadara. That's a cool pic.
Yeah, it's one of the nice ones I found. And then there's the spider thing, and then there's, how do you pronounce it? Borta? I said Borta when I was reading it. Borta. It's just like, yeah.
Hassar, Sheen, Argan.
I hate
Argan was like, oh yeah, Hassar's a.
She is until the very end, like last page, she is a put.
I was surprised.
She's so annoying. Making fun of someone in a wheelchair, that's already like a limit for me.
Awful. She's
like
so
she's so mean and manipulative. Like when she's like, "Oh, Yrene, you're my best friend," I was like,
girl,
fuck this bitch.
Seriously.
She obviously hates you. Like, I don't know, something's up with her. Like,
she's like,
I don't know how she's leading a fleet of boats or whatever she's supposed to be doing, but like.
And then she just turns around at the end being like, yeah, I'm gonna send my boats. I'm like, girl.
I have a feeling she'll get along real well with Aelin. I think that's what actually Chaol says.
Right.
She'll get along very well with Aelin.
It'd be cool to see how they interact.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, it sucks how she died though. She died just because she was like, something's up with you. Died.
Seriously.
And yeah, the mom as depressed central. Like, she's depressed the whole book, so.
She's so annoying.
Yeah, she is very annoying. No, but even him too. Like, well, I mean, they're both like grieving the whole book.
Kagan is annoying because he's like, you have things to do still.
And he's like, my daughter.
I don't know.
Like,
it's like, you have a responsibility.
Yo, and he's like, yeah, see that with like whatever, like my planner dude, and it's like, yeah, but I'm unable to get a hearing with you, dick face.
Yeah. And it's only at the end.
A pressing issue happening.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's only after Yrene saves your daughter that he's like, I'll give you whatever you want. Okay, can you win this war for us? And he's like, sure. Like, okay, here's my
the end of the world happening. I don't know if that.
Seriously.
You have time for that?
Okay. So we get into the discussion. See, as you can see, some pictures depict her as more like European looking, some more Middle Eastern, black looking. This is the owl of the healing peoples and them flying on their birdies.
I love that image of the birds.
Yes. Love it.
That's amazing.
Oh, I just noticed the sinful reads. What else do you draw then? I mean, like, obviously, like, that's the thing. She's healing him. I'm like, Chaol does not look like he's in searing pain, yelling for his life.
No, he looks
he's
like
chilling.
zen.
Yeah, because he was always biting on something.
Yeah, this one is like, I'm chilling.
And she's like perfectly like, you know, look at the dress she's wearing to
Yeah.
kill him when it's like hours and hours of like tedious work.
When her nose is bleeding and shit, I'm like, yo.
I
Okay.
like the top one better.
Oh. I like
She
this
has
too.
Super pretty hair.
Yeah, this was an artist that did one other one that I had in it. Like, she did. One of these was. Oh no, sorry. The artist did this one too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With the like blonde streak, because they do say she has like golden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something.
I like that.
Okay, we start the discussion. Chaol living as a disabled man and how he's all like telling people not to help him climb the horse, and he's like very like.
Yo, it's
I
like
get it.
Chaol, but also like your ego, bro.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like he's been like it's how he was raised.
He went from a
He was
warrior
very-
man to like.
Yeah, like he just
sick
was
man,
so
so, like-
independent, and he doesn't like being seen as not like as dependent.
Yeah, because when she asked him, "Does your manhood work?" and he was like.
Yeah, it's like okay, Kel. Like I guess this is something
It's a medical question.
The Bulgarian is saying Chaol pronounced kale. Yeah. It's pronounced kale.
According to the pronunciation guide of book 2 of this series, it's pronounced Chaol. Like Kayla said to I think last book club that it's like chaos. So like Chaol.
Kale.
Chaol. That's the only way my brain couldn't say okay, it's Chol. So I was like Chaol. It's Chaol. Not
He wouldn't
Chol.
be as hot as Chol.
Exactly.
No, he would not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Their fizzling relationship.
Yeah, like, okay, it's weird because when we left off with Chaol and Nesryn at the end of book 4, like, I don't know, I found Chaol and Nesryn's relationship was confusing through book 4, but then you leave off book 4 and, like, there's this, like, kernel of hope for
I thought they were endgame at the end of the book.
And he's like, you know what, like, we're gonna do this together, and then you, like, pick up in book 6, and suddenly it's, like, just fizzling and weird, and it's, like, what bothers me is, like, there's no fucking communication.
Yeah. It's just letters of, like, come back, leave, or whatever.
It's like, and you're confused. You're like,
weird,
why is she in your bed? Okay, like,
and
but
both
you're
of them
not-
are seeing other people,
It's
but you're
like-
not fucking, but you're in the same bed naked. Like, it's very confusing. I think they were also both confused.
Emotionally dependent, but
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
like
Because they've been through so much.
Well, they were also like of similar experiences. They're both like warrior captains or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and they're on a mission for their court and all that. Like, yeah. I kind of knew from the beginning that they would kind of. I just didn't like that they didn't have like a mutual, like only at the end where they smile to each other saying, "Good job with her," and he's like, "Good job with." I feel like they didn't have a conversation of like, "I'm seeing other people, love you, but bye."
I know, like, why can't you have a mature conversation? They're both doing like massive avoidance.
While I fucking the other person across the table.
Yeah, so that was so good. They kept saying like, "Oh, but I'm still with Nesryn." I'm like, "You're really not though."
You're about to insert
Like,
your dick
you're
in
really
this
not
chick,
with
and you're
Nesryn.
like,
You're
Like the
really
way you're
not.
talking about like Yrene, like you're really not with Nesryn.
Yeah.
this woman has literally been in your back. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like you guys
Nesryn who?
so emotionally.
I didn't
attached
get
to
that.
I didn't
It
understand
was
that.
like the most confusing fucking conversation.
I just wish it was
Non-conversation.
very like, yeah, I was like, the whole time it was happening, I was like, okay, are they just never gonna talk about how they're both seeing other people, even though they were fucking like, well, I guess they didn't fuck while he was disabled, no?
Yeah, well,
No, they didn't.
semi.
She just showed up in his room. They were in his bed
Yeah.
together, and then
In
when
the tent.
Yrene
So I
showed
don't think
up-
he ever wanted to do anything while being disabled. So he would say, no, I don't want to have sex or whatever.
But he was like newly undisabled though.
No, you're talking about Yrene now?
no, I was talking about Nesryn.
Oh, you're talking about Nesryn.
Nesryn, yeah. When they like, I don't think they fucked since he became disabled.
No, they didn't.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, and she was giving him his space, and he was being all angsty, and then I don't know. And
Yeah,
she was
he
like,
was
you know
like-
what? I'm fed up with you. I'm flying with Sartaq to some other like
They're kind
place.
of like a healthy relation, like just sex relationship.
Yeah.
Because they could have been like more messy than that.
Oh, so you're saying you were like friends with benefits?
They were friends.
Temporarily.
Yeah, I think that they were friends with benefits, but they weren't super messy about it.
Yeah.
No, they weren't. But it was weird because I think it was like internal mess. Like they weren't messy about it like expressively,
Mm-hmm.
but they were like there were so many things unsaid,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and it was weird. Like
Yeah.
so, it was messy, just not externally.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah, I agree actually. But I'm happy they both have their respective. I didn't expect Nesryn to have, honestly, at the beginning of the book, I didn't expect her to have her own love interest. Until
Yeah.
like halfway through the end, I was like, oh wait, like they're spending a lot of time together. They'd
But
be like,
thank
she's
God.
looking at it, she knows he has muscles and shit. I was like, oh.
Yeah, thank God though, because Nesryn deserves so much
Yeah.
more than what Chaol
Seriously.
was doing.
Chaol's
Like,
saving her nothing.
She's been the supportive bestie for like decades or
I
something.
know,
Like,
so many books.
He didn't make any effort to meet her family. Like, she
It
kept
was
inviting
so-
him.
that's
She's
true,
like,
he
"Meet my
never-
family," and he was like, "Oh, I'm not in the mood."
he never
today."
met her family, but he went to random patient visits.
Yeah.
Random strange
Sorry,
patient
For
Patient
visits.
irony. Yeah, like
He's like, fuck your
God.
family, but let me go see this chick that like.
Honestly,
what a
like,
dick,
dead.
honestly.
He was very, but I honestly have to say, like, I feel this book is the first time that he's being completely self-serving. I feel like a lot of the books he's
True.
like, he's has to protect Dorian, he has to protect Aelin,
It's
he has
all
to do
about
this.
his
This one is
loyalty.
very like, I am sad and I am woe is me and I want sex with this girl. I feel like he's very for once selfish,
That's true.
which you're allowed to be after like a lifelong of serving your dad, your bestie, your this, your that. Like,
Usually he's all about his loyalty and takes
Mhm.
himself out of the equation, and this time he was just being a shit, but seemed to kind of like come to terms with that.
yeah.
Okay.
I like, you have the last intact one. No, they're freaking good.
Harry's piecing. Bye, Harry.
Bye, Harrison.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for your help.
Thanks for participating.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of the dogs.
So, how'd you like having to world build again, having to like learn new characters?
Yeah.
I didn't know any of the siblings' names until like half the book was done.
It was a bit like intimidating at first, like understanding though, like what the fuck a Kagan is and all that shit.
And the sibling dynamics and who's good and who's bad.
Yeah.
I liked it though.
I knew Cashlin wasn't gonna be inherently bad in the end. The other brother, what's his name? Arguen
Argan was annoying.
Ugh, him and Hazard, they should just be
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
annoying.
they were super like whatever. They were both dicks.
assholes. But I did not expect Duva to be the.
I know.
Because I was like, she's pregnant. How dare they? But now we know pregnant people can be possessed.
The whole time I thought it was the husband because he was being sus because we didn't know his name.
He was like sad and withdrawn, and we don't know his name. But yeah, like now we know the husband. I guess was normal. I don't know.
But it's like their world was really like peaceful.
Yeah, it was.
That's the thing. Like they were saying, like their world is perfect. They want to make the world like the Kagan.
You know what's crazy is that if Duva was possessed, that means her eyes never turned black.
Yeah, I
She was
know.
like,
That's
she
what-
was blending in. So maybe like they're actually able to possess people without them being like signature demon looking.
That's
like,
what I didn't understand, to be honest.
I'm like, yeah. But yeah, I found it interesting. I mean, learning, it was really overwhelming for me because I was doing tandem read. So reading about like, we had like already 4 couples in book 1. And then now I was reading like extra people in it.
Who's that, Daniel?
What is bro snacking on?
Popcorners,
Yo.
sweet chili popcorners.
Bro, Daniel, how do you know I'm emptying the pot? Bro, this is popcorners. Joy, tell them. Sweet chili?
Popcorners, sweet chili, on sale at IGA for, I don't think they're on sale, but they're $4.99 at IGA. Or at Costco.
$4.99?
They're expensive at IGA.
That's not cheap.
That's not cheap at all, but they're delicious.
God damn.
And seemingly healthy.
Because it's like there's so much flavor. Like I would
Yeah.
eat this dust. If
I
it
would
wasn't
eat the
on-
dust.
If it wasn't streaming, I would eat this
I
dust.
would eat the dust.
I would eat the fucking chips dust.
It's so
I would
good.
eat the dust. Honestly, if I wasn't like,
Give me a
eating the
spoon,
dust,
I
I'd
eat
be like eating the dust.
I'm Desmond.
Yes, the succession and the murder of your siblings.
Yo, that
Yes,
was like
I
an ongoing thing, but that's fucking weird.
They like reversed that so quick in the end. I was like,
It
it was just ended decades of like.
I know. It's like, oh yeah, but we're untouchable now. But it's like, this is tradition, so what the hell?
Daniel said he'd eat that popcorn with a spoon. I would eat popcorn with a spoon, but I like you can eat like chips like Cheetos. I didn't know like it stains your fingers with
Yeah.
like chopsticks.
Oh,
Because you don't touch it.
That's so smart.
Yo.
But then you have to have the patience to go Cheeto by Cheeto.
Yeah, but then that teaches you to like you'll feel full because
Yeah,
you're
you're
working so
slowly
hard to eat instead of just shoveling it into your mouth.
Oh my god, like good chips though, like I could eat. Like Lay's for me are just not the good chips.
No, they're not.
They're just like
They're
dirty
the stand-in
chips.
chips.
Yeah,
The chips you nibble on when there's nothing else.
Yeah.
Like
Miss Vicky's
Miss
all the
Vicky's
way.
like it's gotta be like a
because I need that crunch where you put it and then
exactly.
you hear this crunch and then you have
Stop,
like
I have a
Exactly.
craving.
Miss Vicky's is so good for. I love kettle chips in general because they're always curvy and like
Yes,
delicious
they're
and
all
like crunchy
fucked
and
up
like
and
yeah.
super crunchy.
There's never a perfect one. They're amazing.
Cheesy fingies.
I love the double folded ones. I'm like,
Oh.
yo.
triple folded.
What's cheesy thingies?
Oh,
cheesy
yeah,
fingers,
it's gross ass fingers.
Where you like
that
have
go-
cheese fingers after you eat Cheetos and you're like
yeah,
and
oh,
like
no.
and they're like sticky.
I hate it. I don't lick it, guys.
As a kid, I was like, woo.
I wash my hands.
Yeah, I wash my
It's
hands. I can't eat that.
It's too much. But
That's why I don't eat chips at work because I have the reflex of like my hands are dirty and I'm still eating and I don't want to lick my fingers because I'm an adult. So I'm like, let me go wash my hands. But if I'm at home, I'm just gonna be like, not the Cheetos. Cheetos is disgusting. But if I'm eating like these, I will lick my finger. The seasoning is so good.
well, cheddar popcorn is really good.
I love cheddar jalapeno popcorn. I
Yo,
love
I'm all about salt and vinegar anything.
Okay.
salt and vinegar burns.
I have an issue with you and salt.
It
You
burns.
guys are such
Are you
haters.
team salt and vinegar or no?
It
Are you
burns.
team salt and vinegar? Tell me,
Yes.
because I'm not team salt.
It
and vinegar.
burns.
Salt
Guys,
and vinegar
salt and
is
vinegar.
not a flavor,
Salt and vinegar is the best flavor.
but it burns your tongue.
In the best way.
Okay.
Absolutely
disagree. Disagree with salt and vinegar.
It's too like Matt likes salt and vinegar. It's just I feel it's something you can't. I mean I get it because I can't eat a lot of it because after a while I can't feel my tongue. So I guess you can have like self control, but
Maybe
like
people
it's
have
just
more
too
tolerance,
intense.
right?
I guess so. I guess.
Maybe there's something I'm missing.
Yeah,
I'm
delicious.
realizing my phone is like dying. Do you know what? Actually, can I give you a confession?
What?
I live with my phone on 5%. I'm not joking. Every day.
That's not good for
Every
your
day.
brain.
I'm like, okay. I gotta like only play the apps that'll last like 5%, and then I'll just put my phone away.
Why?
And like I'll wait, and then like I won't charge it. I
Like
still
do you
won't
wait for
charge
it to die completely?
I'll wait for it to die completely, or like I'm near a charger and then I'll charge
My
it.
phone hasn't died in like 6 months.
But then if I charge it, I'll charge it to like when it's like 20%, where it's like you could be on it for like a while and it won't die.
That's bad.
My phone dies all the time.
I need it
though,
to be at
'cause,
least
like,
50.
My phone's battery now, it's like so shit because it's like at least it's like 3.5 years old.
Mine's trash.
So like it lasts half
what
a
phone
day.
do you have?
It's an iPhone 12 mini.
I'm a knife.
I'm an XR. Mine is ancient. I have the ancient.
What
Wait,
the
what phone?
fuck?
11.
I have XR, the one before you.
You guys.
I have like ancient. Like my battery life it's at 15 right now, and it's like I haven't charged it today, so I'm surprised.
Oh, still traumatized from cheesy fingers. Daniel,
moving
Daniel,
on.
are you streaming?
Moving on.
Daniel's also a streamer. Joy, so I spilled a bit.
Oh, that's fine. Wait, what'd you spill? Oh, that's fine.
This wine.
That's okay.
On my pants too.
Oh, it's all good. I have the carpet back to do
Oh, I
tomorrow.
have the same one.
It's Matt's, but like
No, actually, like it's so clutch. Like, I don't know, you have cat, but like when the cats puke, like no, I'm good, thanks. When I'm like when the cats puke, like that's clutch.
the only
It's
issue is
clean
that they
syrup.
break really fast. This is our third one.
Really?
And we have to replace it. You get warranty replacements,
What
but like
happened?
the tubing, it breaks easily. It's one of the reviews on Amazon.
They get
Everyone
cracked?
says it gets cracked and then you can't vacuum anymore. As soon as the tubing gets,
shit.
and they can't replace the tubing, you have to replace the whole unit. So this is our
Bruh.
third company replacement.
That's so
That's actually
unsustainable.
fucked
Bissell is very bad brand, guys.
That's really unsustainable.
It's like, yeah, they replaced it, but Bissell, that's what the vacuum Bissell that we
Shit.
use at the gym, it actually caught fire.
if I could stream the gym, I would. I feel like you could.
You could. The people be doing it.
Live
Live
stream.
streaming the gym.
Yeah,
sessions
Daniel's
and
been
shit.
gymming it up. I
Nice.
see the Instagram.
I need to get back on my
Gains.
grind. Love.
Guys, so is Rigel.
Really?
And
Really?
He's like gone full on like gym
Rigel,
bro
you hear
now.
that?
And like so he's doing his fucking protein shakes. He's counting his fucking protein intake every day. Like
Like he
freaking-
goes to the gym?
he goes to the gym
Yeah.
like 3 days a week now.
You're gonna have your
What?
Faye boy
That's
soon.
crazy.
Yo.
He's building muscle so fast, like his shoulders.
What?
And
Men,
Rigel, send
men
us the
just-
progress
look,
thing.
Like men can just stop drinking soda and they have like a 6-pack.
he makes
Yeah,
me
it's actually annoying.
guys. He makes me touch his biceps, and it's like so big and strong and round, like a grapefruit, and I just get immediately.
Was this like pre-honeymoon or like
horny?
or
He
like
started a bit before our wedding, but now he's like,
Jack.
well,
What the
start,
fuck is
like,
that?
well, baby
hard.
making gonna be easy.
That's crazy. Like, guys can just get
he's
jacked
the one
so
turning
easily.
me down.
Okay.
You know?
Rigel, sure.
Get on your shit, right? You're not the one with this hormonal cycle, bro.
Follow the forecast.
Follow the forecast.
The new Henry Cavill for real.
Yeah.
Yo, Henry Cavill's jacked. Like,
That ass.
But you know
That
Sexy.
ass. Oh
Henry
my God.
Cavill said that he used to be fat as a kid, and I believe it.
Yeah.
Because he does have like that vibe where like he kind of just he doesn't care that much.
He has,
I
like,
feel like he
X
only
Factor,
exercises
like,
because
yeah.
of like his job.
Yeah.
It demands it, but like I mean he looked great.
That
regardless,
ass is
regardless,
so
he looks
tight.
great.
What do you mean,
So
Jack,
good.
so easily? I mean that my boyfriend can just stop.
Jack's
Like he could just
so
start riding a bike for like 6 weeks and he'll have a 6-pack. He could just stop eating
Yeah.
bread, have a 6-pack. Me, I have to diet for 3 years
girls
to
yeah.
lose 5 pounds.
I think compared to women, like that's the thing. It's
Our
always
hormonal
compared
cycles
to
are
women.
very like not
Like Harrison.
weight loss friendly.
Harrison was like, "Oh, I stopped drinking beer and I have like a flat stomach."
I
was like,
don't eat
bitch.
I've reduced my McDonald's intake.
Yeah.
Me,
I'm like, I don't drink beer ever, and I don't have a fucking flat.
I haven't
stomach.
had pasta in 6 months, but my belly and boobs are still bigger than life. Like,
Like,
we're like
so annoying.
our
right now.
hormones. I swear, our bodies are so obsessed with being pregnant at all times that like all our fat goes to our midsection to protect some baby that's not even there.
It's so fucking
Which is
Offended.
fine. Which is fine.
It's-
but the standards of society
Exactly,
is
don't match
like women
with this
have like a flat stomach.
cave woman mentality,
Yeah,
bro.
sure.
Like,
I was about to say.
What is that?
Okay, I was about to say.
in comparison to women, y'all have it quote unquote easier depending on your medical case.
Rigel is like, we've been back from honeymoon for 10 fucking days. And he's like, yeah, I've lost 6 pounds. And I'm like,
Shut up,
really
shut
feeling
the
the gains.
fuck
And I'm like,
up.
of that 10 days, like on s'entend, 4 days after honeymoon, we were so jet lagged, we're eating whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's like 1 week.
And he still lost.
6 pounds.
What the fuck?
I'm like, you're so annoying.
I
That's
gain and
so
lose
annoying.
6 pounds every week because of the hormonal cycle.
Oh, yeah.
I weighed myself January 1st. I was like 135 or something, or 134. Weighed myself recently, 134.
Okay, you're
And you know what's hilarious? Harrison weighs the exact same weight. And I was like, this scale is fucking broken. Like, this is disgusting. And so now I've had a whole overhaul of our
But
diet. I was
you're
like,
looking
Harrison,
bomb.
you're
You do
eating
look bomb, Kay.
exactly
You look
like
like
you're
you've
eating
made some
what I'm
gains.
eating.
You look like you've made some gains.
Now I've just been trying to be more active and eating what I eat.
That's
Because I try to eat what he wants to
No, you can't eat what a dude eats.
Which is
You
like,
will
yeah.
gain 400 pounds.
So I've gained
I
so
agree.
much weight because when I would eat like my stuff when I was living like on my own or with my mom, like I would just eat like I'd be okay with eating like
Vegetables.
like tzatziki, like arroz with like green pepper. I'm like that would fill me up and I'd be fine. Like I don't care, whatever. But Harrison's like, oh, I need a meal. Like that's not enough, and I'm like, shit. Okay, I gotta make a
But
meal.
Harrison's a freaking
And I'm
ectomorph.
like, I can't eat a meal.
Ectomorphs can eat like 6,000 calories and still have abs because they're so like their body just burns everything that.
Exactly. He burns so much. I'm like, okay,
I'm
can you give me a
endomorph as
small
fuck.
portion?
I am endomorph. As soon as calorie enter, my body's like, I will hold on to this for the rest of your life.
No, that's the thing. Is like we hold calories because we don't like burn.
My body thinks I'm starving every day. It thinks I'm starving at all times. It's like we need to hold on to everything you're eating because we're gonna die.
Same.
But then I was like, okay, Harrison, like now we're just gonna change portion sizes. I'm like, give me a portion like the size of my fist. Like your portion can be whatever, I don't care. But like my portion needs to be small. He still gives me this ginormous portion.
Y'all ectomorphs
like-
in your foods,
I'm
man.
like, okay, can you give me a bit less? He removes like like this much. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, so I just eat it. But it's like it's not like I'm like I can't.
No,
I
but
need
you're
a
looking
normal
you're
portion.
looking good now.
Yeah, you look great,
Seriously,
girl.
you look
Thank
like you're
you.
rocking it.
You do. And I think you have the appropriate amount of whatever you need to have so that when if you do
Bibis.
carry a child at some point, it's not like you're not in a
Yeah.
condition where the doctor's gonna be like, okay, now you have to eat triple. You
need
could
to
just
gain
eat what you're
40
eating
pounds.
now and just like go with it.
But do you think
Yeah.
if you're eating what you're eating now and you get pregnant, you'll still put on weight?
Well, they say that like the whole conception of people saying, oh, you're eating for 2 is not true. You're not supposed to like double your intake.
Yeah.
You're really just supposed to eat what your body needs, like not undereat, just eat what you need to eat. But
Yeah,
that
but
you're gonna
Susie
put on
is
weight
tiny.
regardless.
Fighting the odds of at least 5 generations. Manually crafting my DNA to save proof at least one future generation. That's not even guaranteed.
I'm
For the voice I needed. I don't know. Harrison's DNA is from his mom. His mom is like skinny.
And my mom's DNA for sure. My
and
dad
he
was
just
jacked.
has his mom's DNA. Like, if I saw them standing together in the kitchen, like his mom was cooking and Harrison was helping, and I'm like, they're identical.
Twins.
Like their body type, identical.
That's
Like,
so funny.
long legs, skinny long legs, like
Mhm.
skinny like.
That's super
Identical.
Slavic, I feel
Yeah,
like.
it's very
I don't know,
Slavic.
like
Because
Eastern.
it's kind of like Susie's family. They be eating n'importe quoi, and I'm like, you
They're
don't
actually
see anyone
disgusting.
obese anywhere. Like,
They're disgusting
no such
because
thing.
like actually I'm annoyed. Their family is skinny.
Yeah.
Like not even that they're thick, but they're just skinny. Like
and
all
skinny,
around.
drinking sugar Coke every
They're
day.
drinking sugar.
Sugar Coke.
No. Like carbs.
I drink Diet Coke and nothing happens.
Their entire food like menu is based around mayo.
Yeah.
And like
Jesus Christ.
they're so skinny. I'm like, what is happening? Because I can't.
Like, I got these ethnic genes or something. I don't know. Like, I hope be holding on to all food groups.
To reassure
But, like-
you, Daniel, the Rigel situation, he does put on weight like really fast. It's just, and he eats like shit, and he's stocky, but he'll lose it fast.
But also, he's getting baby gains. As someone who doesn't work out,
Exactly.
typically when you first start working out, your
Exactly.
gains are insane. The first year of gains
yeah?
are the most gains you'll have in your life because after your
Exactly.
body gets used to it, it's just like, okay. But
But
like,
Daniel's like works out a lot. Like now he's been working out a lot. I
I
feel
need to
like,
get back on
based
my
your
workout game
Instagram,
because
I don't know
like
how much
I miss
you
my
have.
biceps, bro. Oh, it's like flabby patty over here.
Yeah, if you like spend a lot of time at the gym, like you're gonna for sure see gains. because-
Yeah. But yeah, like we were saying, like like even if you eat what you eat now, you're gonna for sure gain weight when you get pregnant because amniotic fluid, you're literally carrying like I don't know how many liters of liquid in you. Like it's liquid. It's gonna
hard to
obviously
move.
come out after you deliver. When people deliver, you can
Yeah.
lose up to like 20 pounds after giving birth.
yeah, but
like,
you necessarily need to put on fat though. is what
no,
I'm-
like
because
it's
you get like the stomach.
It's
still
like a-
after you give
but the
birth.
stomach that you have is not necessarily fat. It's the pouch from like your uterus being like stretched out for a long time. It takes
okay.
months for it to like shrink back to
Reduce?
this. It goes from this to like so like this is the size of your no, I don't even think this I think your uterus is even smaller than this, but this is like the size of your uterus with the two tubes like this. Whereas when you're getting pregnant, it's gonna become like
Jesus Christ.
huge
Man,
to
that's
carry a baby.
crazy.
And then after you give birth, it's just gonna stay like open and it just slowly
I
shrinks.
heard that like the thing with the medicine pain, the pain medicine. What is it called?
Epidural?
Epidural.
Mhm.
Like it stays in your like it's a needle that's permanently there until you give birth. It's not like a needle that they inject and then
No,
they take it out.
no, they leave it in
Yeah,
you.
they leave it in.
It's a drip administration.
Yo,
Fuck that shit.
I'm getting it. 100%.
You just have to sit with it
in the moment, because
Yeah, for
Susie had
hours.
to get one. No, in the moment, you're like, I don't want that in my back. After you start feeling them punches, you're like, put whatever you have to do. It's literally just like, it's a needle. It's kind of like an IV, but in your back. So it's an IV, but like it's in your back, administering pain meds.
Did I tell you guys about my fainting episode?
Yes.
My near death,
Yeah.
my near death experience, as I
Giving
like
blood.
to call it, giving blood.
Yes, I recall.
Not giving blood. That was when I actually fainted giving blood, but now it's just a blood test,
Oh, that
which
happened
was
again?
30 ml.
Yeah, but it was a fasting blood test. People faint more often.
Actually, Kate,
Yo, let me tell you that I didn't think I was gonna faint. Because my therapist was like, you need to practice being like zen, whatever. So I was like, everything's fine, I'm gonna be cool. So I was super calm. To be around cool medical settings. Because I have issues with medical settings. But I was like, you know what? Cool. Nurse was super nice. I was like, amazing. She's telling me this story. She's like, I used to work for like people with senior people who had cancer, and it's like really difficult to pull blood from people who have cancer
Hard
because
sticks,
it's very hard. The blood's really hard. And I was listening to her and I was like, I'm gonna pass out. I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, but I'm gonna wait for her story. I'm gonna wait for her story to finish because I don't want to interrupt her
by
her
passing
story.
out?
By passing
Oh my
out.
god.
So I was like waiting, and I was like, I'm gonna throw up any second now. And she was like, kind of finished her story, and I was like, she's like, how are you feeling? I'm like, I don't feel good. I'll be honest with you, I don't feel well. And she saw me because she wasn't really looking at me, and she looked at me, and she was like, okay. Because she saw my lips were like white, like no color.
Oh my god.
My face had no color, and she was like, what was it, like lingette or something, like a cloth.
Yeah.
And I was like, why the fuck is she getting a cloth for? Like, I'm gonna throw up. Like, we need a bucket.
It's a very low blood pressure sounding
A cloth is
situation.
not gonna do anything. I'm like, is it to catch, like, to wipe my mouth?
Was it for your forehead?
I don't know. So she's like, lingette, like, to all the other nurses. And I was like, chill. Shh. And then she was like, and I was like, okay, I'm feeling that. And then I was like, I'm gonna take a small nap.
Oh no.
I'm like, I'm feeling kind of like tired. And she's like, open your eyes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no.
That's a very low blood pressure response.
And she's like, open your eyes. Like, she's like, put your head between your like legs or whatever. And I was like, okay. And they put like a lingette, like a cold like cloth on my back of my neck and on my forehead or something. They were like, okay, like, how you feeling? Like, keep your eyes open. They kept saying, keep your eyes open.
Once
So
you
I
close
kept
your
wanting to
eyes, you
close
can
them.
just
I was
drift
like,
off into sleep, bro. Like,
That's
it forces you to
cozy.
kind of override your brain. Like, because when you're fainting, your brain's like, you're gonna die, shut off. So until you keep your eyes open, you're like challenging your brain to come back. And like,
a little eepy. That happened to me doing blood tests too. I almost passed out.
do you have
What
low
is
blood
EP?
pressure? Or was it a fasting blood test?
No. But I don't know if I have low blood pressure, but I have a really low heart rate.
Because
That's
like,
a healthy thing, though.
it is a low resting heart rate is,
Like
but
an
at the same
athletic
time,
thing.
like, you could tell nurses in blood test clinics always prepared because it's not actually a thing about your health. Some people are just more likely to faint during blood tests. They're just more likely to either like have vertigo as soon as you just lose 30 ml, your body is like, what's happening? You're gonna die.
The nurse was telling me, she's like, sometimes like if I go into a bath, she's like, my husband won't even let me go into a bath because I'll like drop blood pressure so fast and that I'll faint.
Because my trigger is for like almost passing out is after I give blood. If I go upstairs, I can't do that. I have to eat and sit down and settle. Or if I stand up too fast in the morning, then I'm like, whoop, going back to bed. But in general, like, I feel like it's just an individual thing. But in general, I feel like even if I'm giving birth, I'm gonna ask for the epidural. I don't think that has an impact on like you fainting or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's just a moment
It's a
decision.
pain thing, right?
So like, because for some people, they get the epidural because if you get so much pain that you're so tired and stuff like that, you won't have the physical energy to push properly. If you're not feeling pain, that relieves some of the exertion of like pain is very.
Okay.
Tired.
Listen, you're just gonna be there while I'm giving birth.
I'll be studying. I'll be like, okay, what's happening now?
Yeah,
Harrison, get out of the way. Let me see.
I'll need Joy there, to be
Like,
honest.
let me see. Move, Harrison.
Please.
I have an exam next week.
Oh my god. I need to study this.
Shut up, Harrison. I need to know what's happening.
Harrison will be lost. He'll be lost.
Harrison,
I'm just traumatized.
Harrison will be conversing with the doctor.
He'll be
like
trying,
the
but he'll be lost.
You'll be like, I'm crowning guys, and the doctor will be like, Harrison, tell me more about like no, and you'll be like, guys.
Yo, Okay, I would really like to give birth without an epidural, like honestly, because
my
I'm
God,
not
babe.
down.
You could.
You
I feel like
could.
you could.
You have the
As
vibe
your
that you
mom?
can handle it.
But my mom did. But I'm really
Exactly, yeah.
scared because like this week. Okay, we're doing a mad tangent. This week I asked ChatGPT what giving birth feels like.
Never ask
Don't
AI.
ask ChatGPT.
Never ask AI. They just
Sleeping
found the
with
worst
cat
report.
names EP.
Oh yeah, I'm sleepy. It's true.
Never
You know
ask,
what it
like-
is? Like the wine makes me a bit sleepy, but also I didn't sleep well these past few days.
Yeah, AI is just gonna tell you like whatever the internet's saying, and that's like never like yeah.
To me, like I feel like I can deal with like blunt pain,
Mm-hmm.
but as soon as it was like sharp, I find that like really hard. And like it was like talking about like the pressure. Like I think I could handle the cramps not too bad. Like I'd be really.
I think so as
pain
well.
tolerance.
But I think it's the feeling of something pushing so low. Like that's the part that freaks me out.
Veronica, have you had a UTI before?
Oh
I
yeah.
actually have never had.
I never
so
had
let me
one,
tell you what actually like the pain that hurts the most is the pain that is a lot of long duration.
Yeah.
A pain that is like sudden and sharp or whatever it is actually like you can get through it. But any pain that's like you're sitting through it for hours upon hours
Oh, no.
is actually way worse than a super sharp pain.
Yeah.
In like a minute.
I think
I would do that.
I
like,
think it's
straight
because
up.
when it comes to when we have like periods, like we're cramping, but that's actually like labor is just that, but at a much higher rate. So usually you cramp, it relaxes, you get a moment of clarity, and then it cramps again. Whereas when you're contracting for delivery, it's like on off, on off, on off. So like it feels like you're cramping constantly, and the cramps are like triple what your period's gonna be like because it's literally trying to squeeze something out. Yeah. So it's like that's even beyond like the whole pushing and stuff like that. Pushing actually is like the least quote unquote, and this is from my non-birthing experience.
But they talk about the Ring of Fire.
Ring of Fire. That's the thing.
like,
Ring of Fire is one of the things that you actually don't remember typically because that's when as soon as Ring of Fire happens, the baby's out, and you're like, oh, oxytocin.
Okay, Joy, you're immediately invited to my birthday because I need you to just.
I'm on my way.
Because I will dissociate.
I'm on call.
I will like not be present mentally.
Like, Kayla, get back.
I need someone to be there.
I'm like slapping Kayla. Get back.
my mental like
Get back
direction.
in the game.
Because I can't.
I just think that, like, in terms of the whole epidural, not epidural thing, I just think that it's an individual decision.
Yeah.
And I just feel like the best outcomes are if everyone's in agreement that we're all here to make sure that the baby comes out healthily and mom too.
It doesn't matter how you do
So
it.
in the end, if let's say I want to be in a situation where I trust my doctor, midwife, whoever, that like if they're telling me you need a C-section or an epidural or whatever, that they're saying that not because they have a hockey game tomorrow, but because like they're telling me you need this, and I have to be like, okay, yeah, I trust you. Like if you're telling me I need a C-section, it's because something's going on. I might not be aware because I'm all fucked up and in pain and all that, but like I want to be in a situation, or I want to be that person for someone as a midwife where they trust what I'm saying, and that I'm not out here to like get you out of here as fast as possible. That I'm telling you, we need to go to hospital now, not because I want to get this fast or I want to like break your plan, but because I want you and the baby to be alive tomorrow.
Exactly, because like when you're the pregnant one, you can't think straight sometimes, and you just want to be able to relax and rely on somebody else making those like decisions.
Yeah.
You need to have
Who knows
that
like
trust.
what you're who knows what you're looking
But
for.
obviously, a lot of time too, mom is automatic and be like, save the baby. Whereas the medical team is like, we need to save both of you as well. That whole thing of like people saying, oh, it's the baby or mom, you have to make a choice. That's actually not a realistic scenario because typically all the medical team is going to try to obviously, like the team to save the baby, it's pediatric. The team to save the mom, it's adult medicine. It's a complete different world where there's never really a scenario where it's like, make a choice, husband, either baby or mom. No, like it's the medical team's decision. It's not like your husband or whoever. So in general, the ideal is for them to save both of you. So you want to be able to be with a doctor or midwife or whatever that you can trust to tell you, like, if I'm telling you, you need we need to go to the hospital today, right now, please believe what I'm saying. It's not me trying to like change your plan. A pregnancy plan is a plan. That means it could change. Yeah. Like if the baby is at a different angle or something or flips or whatever, we have to change the plan.
But also, can we not talk about saving either baby or mom?
No, but that's not even a real scenario. That's not even a real scenario. That's the thing, though.
That's so terrifying.
It
If you're
is.
in that situation.
Yeah,
Like, does that even happen?
Not necessarily.
They save the mom first, right?
It's not. That's the thing. It's case by case. Ideally, they aim to save
But does this happen? That's terrible.
It's like it happens.
Save the baby.
Like I'm not gonna go into detail about it because I kind of went on a deep dive last week for some reason. I was just high watching something and I was like, oh, let me just Google some obstetrical emergencies. And I don't know why I went on that deep dive. And I was like, I guess I should be a midwife because I'm reading this as fascination, even though it's scaring the shit out of me. But in general, like those are rare cases. In general, most of the time, it's like everyone's trying to just prioritize the general, save everyone.
Yeah.
Because ideally, like whatever is good for the baby is gonna be kind of good for the mom. C-section is good for. If the baby's putting you in danger, getting the baby out is going to save you. Mm-hmm. If you have like high blood pressure, getting the baby out is going to save you. If something happens, getting the baby out is priority because it's going to save you. That's always the scenario. Some people are just not as compatible with birth, but in general, that's usually a family thing. Like me and my family, a lot of the babies are high risk because there's always like maternal diabetes. There's always like we have small hips or something. Like there's always these weird like moments where I was a C-section baby. My brother was C-section because my brother was breech. I was an emergency delivery because of like domestic violence. But in general, I don't think I'm gonna have issues. I don't hope so. But I'm just gonna be like, if you plan on not wanting the epidural, start with that. But even if you change your mind, you're not a lesser woman or
But
mom.
can you change your mind? Like, there's some
you can
point
change
where
your
you
mind.
can't.
There is a point. If they're crowning, they're not giving you an epidural.
Yeah.
Baby's coming out. Like if you're like at a moment where anesthesiologist is not available and you're already too far along, your body's just gonna do it without you, bro. Like
My mom wanted to
That's
do, because I
terrifying.
was the firstborn, so my mom wanted to do me natural. And she was like, I'm tough. Like, I can do a natural birth. And she was like, as soon as she felt the pain, she was like, epidural.
I'm claiming my
Epidural.
as I come in, I'm like epidural now. Like I'm ordering it in advance.
And my mom's like really tough, to be honest. So I know
She
I'm gonna
is.
need an
Yeah.
epidural.
She really is, but I think you have to know yourself too. And I agree with that. Like, you're not a lesser person. I think there's this really toxic wave in women of being like, you need to do it without painkillers to be like.
to prove that you're like woman enough, like your mom or foremother was like 10 million
And I
years
think
ago.
that that's really
babies'
bullshit.
heads are getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
bro.
our brains are getting more developed, and let's not forget, back in the day, maternal death was like
so high.
it was so common that now, there's more medical intervention, but it's because that decreases maternal death. I mean, there's doctors that go overboard with like their C-sections and stuff, but in general, I feel like people are all rooting for mom and baby to make it out healthily. So
agree.
whatever you need, if you need an epidural, if you need a C-section, whatever you need for everything to happen correctly, with your next pregnancy, you can make different decisions. But just in general, I just feel it doesn't make you a lesser person for having like C-section, for natural, for epidural, for birth, home birth, for
No,
midwife,
it's
doctor,
stupid.
surgeon, for whatever. Like
I hate that.
baby needs to come out. So
I honestly
figure it out.
hate that bullshit when they're like, oh yeah, like I'm better.
oh, you had a C-section, you don't know what it's like to actually like. It's not. My mom went into labor and still had to get a C-section because my brother was breech. Like, yeah, a midwife can deliver breech, but I know that if I was a midwife, I wouldn't be comfortable delivering breech. I would be like, I'm not comfortable. Go see a doctor. Like,
risk,
it is high risk. Like, shoulder, all kinds. Like, it's all kinds of stuff that's happening. Like, giving birth isn't as like, it's natural. People have been doing it since the dawn of man.
And
But
dying.
but it's a whole. It's a thing that you have to look at the big picture. It's two people. Two different needs, but also one's depending on one, but like it's a whole. That's what I'm like starting to understand when I look up more about midwifery and stuff. It's not just like mom baby. It's like
That's really
two
hard.
people, one person encased in another, and you have to take care of both. And it's like, I just think people shouldn't look at pregnancy as like, I was born to do this. Yeah, we were born to like, I don't know,
Reproduce.
do everything, but things can just happen. So
Yeah,
be open-minded. Pain doesn't mean you're more of a woman. Like Susie wanted to go natural, but
Did she do like epidural?
she did. It's pain. It's in the moment when you're like, oh, I've been at this for hours. Like I'm tired. I want to take a nap. Like
you're not too like your first birth. Is long,
it's your
bro.
body's not used to that, and even some people they never had epidural until their fourth or whatever. It's each birth is
I
different.
can't.
I know myself. I can handle my period
Dude,
cramps,
I have
but
the
like
smallest hips out of all of you guys. Okay, like I'm not giving birth naturally. You know, it's
I'm
gonna be
like-
epidural.
me, I'm just
No matter
like,
what you choose, it'll be good.
exactly.
It'll
Because
be
then I just
epidural or
want baby gonna be
C-section.
healthy. That's it. Like I don't care how you went about it. Like it's just
I don't have any qualms about it.
just have a
Like,
good.
if you need a C-section, me go ahead.
Just have the only thing that's like absolutely not Harrison or any man should never like in the birthing center after you give birth and the doctor is whatever sewing or whatever saying, hey, you want to throw in an extra stitch for me, husband stitch. That's completely unethical, illegal. Like That is the worst joke to make.
Mom said when
That's
she
the
came
worst joke to make ever. The whole medical team's gonna look at you like, get the fuck out. Like, it's the worst joke to make.
But how do they know how many stitches is enough stitches?
It's not about how many stitches. It's just getting the skin back to how it was before. So
But how
making
do
sure
they
that
know how
both
it
skin
was
pieces
before?
meet like this. Whereas the husband's actually asking for the skin to be more like
Like an
tighter,
extra?
Yeah.
which is not comfortable for
They
mom.
can tell what it was before.
No, it's not like they can tell, but they always
That's
make
fucked
a lot of
up.
husbands on Reddit are like, "Hey, you want to throw in an extra stitch for me? Make it like tighter for me?" And you're like, "Your
God,
wife just gave
so
birth.
comfortable. That's
the
so
last thing she's
fucked
thinking
I
about
don't
is
think
fucking."
like Carson would ever say that. Like,
No. I think if a man says that, that's.
I will hold that
Yeah,
knife point. I'm like, even if you're making a I don't care. Like, that's something you're not even.
And
the man
don't
should just be
joke.
holding your hand and shutting up.
Yeah, honestly, I agree.
and trying not to pass out. Like that's really what it is.
And I know Matt's gonna pass out. I already know. Like, he's
Guys,
very squeamish.
yeah.
Oh, so he's
Should we finish this?
back to the
I feel
live
bad for our
stream.
viewers.
Sorry.
Crash car. You probably. I don't know if you're
This
still
is
here,
typical book
but
club
if you're still
behavior.
here,
After a few drinks where we just like go off. But anyway, yes, Ideal Life in Antica and Murder Mystery in this book.
Okay, what was the murder mystery? It was like people
Who
were-
killed the healer and who killed Tumulin?
It actually like fucked me up a bit. Like that there was someone following her all the time. I was like, that was really scary.
And I was reading that at night, so I was like, ooh.
That was creepy as fuck.
It was really scary, actually.
I was like, can you run? Like I never felt like she was running.
She was like chilling. She was like,
She's like, I
Why-
hear footsteps. I'm
That's
like, yo,
so
bitch,
long.
run.
That's
Like,
why when she's going to Kale's room and she's like,
and something's following her, and she's like
Oh my
speed
God.
walking. I was stressing out the whole time.
run.
Stress.
So scary.
Yeah, like I love the murder mystery. I love like that's what made me like Crescent City a lot because the first Crescent City because of the murder mystery. Who did this? Who done it? Love it. I could tell this was maybe like the backbone or something for Crescent City or something. Like it was very the way it was done. Yes, Yrene is back.
Yrene is back.
She's a genius and she's an heir.
I was
for-
so happy finally to get Irene's story,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Although, do we know why she has scars around her neck?
I thought it was from the like people that cornered her in the alley.
Oh yeah, and she kept them because of that.
They strangled her?
They
But
held
a
a
knife-
knife to her throat.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay, I was wondering. I was like, why do they? She keeps like touching them and stuff, and I was very confused. But I was like, okay, that makes sense.
To remind her.
It's been so long
moment.
since you read that one. I'm like, gee.
Yeah, it is also crazy how much she holds on to that moment.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's wild.
But she holds on to a lot, like her hatred, like for like everything and all that. That's the reason why at the end she's like, that's why the demon
She
or whatever was
hates
taking
a
over.
darling. Like,
Yeah.
she's like, oh, kills from a darling.
And that's why I was like,
Which is
they
kind of
gonna
fucked
fuck.
up. Like it's a stereotype.
It is.
Well, because
Of
he's
course.
from a darling, like he's
Mhm.
shit. Like,
But also, well, he
Chill.
was the king's general.
He was.
Yeah.
He was like blindly following weird
Yeah.
shit. Like,
he's not the brightest bulb. Like,
no, I mean, no, but he was like what, a 19-year-old boy? Like,
Also,
he's a kid.
like they're
yeah.
not the
He
smartest.
doesn't know what he's doing.
He just thinks he's being loyal. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, his whole thing was loyalty. I broke a promise. I'm the worst on earth.
Yeah.
As if I never like broke a promise to my mom like on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Yeah, mom, I'm gonna call you.
But you did get his like backstory of his dad like kicking him down the steps or
And
whatever.
killing
That
the
was
freaking
so
guards that helped him
sad.
out.
Yeah, the
That's
guards.
fucked
Yeah,
up.
that was fucked
fucking
up.
crazy.
Now I'm convinced that that's possessed by one of these dolls.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that is
It made
fucked.
me so sad.
that sucks. And like the little brother can't even say goodbye properly and all that. Like it's
Yeah.
such a shitty
I feel
like.
bad for his little
like-
bro.
Now I feel bad for him. I'm like, oh, and that's why he's the way he is.
Oh, Chaol.
Poor thing. Poor Kasha.
That was so funny,
He spent
but
like the whole
sad.
book pining for her, but I feel like like, in the end, he wasn't as big of an. I thought he would have like squared up with like Chaol and like, how dare you take my woman? But at the end, he was just like,
I
I miss
know.
my friend.
Because the whole time he was like threatening Chaol with his eyes or whatever.
His eyes.
But at the same time, he was going to his room and like
And
asking
telling
for
him, like,
to
questions.
look
Yeah.
after. So I found that like I kept forgetting that they were the same person. I was like,
It's
oh,
weird.
so they're friends, but like not. Like they're kind of low-key enemies.
I feel like he's like a friend that loves her but also wants her to be happy.
Yeah, I was glad that he turned out to be someone who is
Yeah, I
decent.
Mm-hmm.
So that was nice. Thank you for charging my phone, Joy.
Oh, no problem.
Because I would not have. I would have not. You saw me not ask for a charger.
No, but because I saw that fight like
One
10%. I was like, what?
You know, I've gone lower. Like until it's 2% or 1%.
God.
Actually, like
Your
I
phone
saw-
must be like, thank God, a gradual charge.
Yeah, it's like, oh wow, we're actually trying. Like unless it starts, like you know when it starts. You guys know when it starts to lag
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
before it dies.
That's when it's about to shut down.
Unless it does
Yeah.
that, I don't charge it.
Yeah, I can't afford to do that because as soon as it starts lagging, it's gonna die in like the next second because my
Me
battery
dies
is bad.
immediately. Yeah.
My battery's really bad. Like it's really bad. My battery. But like I'm supposed to upgrade my phone, but phones are so expensive now. I'm just gonna wait till this is on its deathbed and then I'll think about it.
And like now they do like battery changes or what?
They do, but at this point I'm like, do I need my phone to be as fast as like my like? I'm just using it to like messenger and look at YouTube videos. Do I need it to be the fastest phone on earth? It's annoying when it lags, yes, but at the same time it still works as a phone.
Yeah,
I'm still able to communicate. It's always on. So
How
like,
much does a battery change cost?
last time I did it for my iPhone 6, it was like $90. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
And my phone ran like new. Yeah. What did you guys think of his healing? The slow healing of Chaol Westfall.
With the horses, guys, okay? Like, it was a part of his healing.
I was like wondering, is Kayla and V gonna like this part because it's about horses?
You know what I didn't like? He was like, I was like, the way, because I was like, he can't have use of his legs, which is actually the major point of how you get
How do you keep on the horse?
through your legs.
I agree.
So don't you have to like...
But he was
just like, how do you get the horse to go or not? So what he said that he did this.
I know, that fucking
and I was
bothered
like,
me.
bro, the horse don't know what that means. Like, this means nothing. Like,
that's obviously written by someone who doesn't know anything.
How do you stay on the horse? Don't you need to like be actively on the horse? You can't just be passive on the horse, right?
To tell a horse to go, it's through pressure. They don't like pressure, so whenever they release pressure, it's good. So you put pressure on the stomach, and then you release it when they go. So he can't do that because he doesn't have a leg. He doesn't have use of his legs. But he said he was doing this. Like, you know,
is that an actual? Because he do that in movies a lot. Is that not real?
No.
Like the whole leg?
No.
It's
not real at all.
Unless like they're trained specifically to react to that.
Like I know, like one of your your
horse.
horse, like when you lifted it, he just started.
Was
it that? Which horse was that? There was one where you just like if you lifted it, he was just like, okay, I go.
Like sometimes, like, but horses when they know you're new, like they can tell if you're a new rider.
They're trying to pick up on.
So they just try to like do like whatever. Like they just do what they think is good. But to do this doesn't necessarily mean that the horse will
definitely not
trot or like.
But I loved his second horse or whatever that horse was, the one with the attitude, the butterfly.
Oh yeah,
I was like, that's me as a horse. I was like,
Butterfly's cool.
I loved her.
I did like Butterfly. I think that's a cool.
Yes, the Song of Beginnings again. That book. This is the
yeah.
third time we're hearing about it.
Yes, but it's not the same book, right?
Is it? I don't know. I don't actually, because did we hear it in Akatar or Crescent City? Like
Akatar, there's a book, like the ancient book
called something of the there was a. I'm pretty sure there was one of the books that they actually say like something of the beginning, but I don't remember which series or which book it was. But I could have sworn this is something we've obviously. Sarah J. Maas loves libraries, books, illiteracy. Like huge libraries, deep levels of the library, secret books, ancient books, texts, things like that. She loves that. So I wasn't really surprised. But like the song at the beginning sounds really familiar. Like that's why I was like, yes, enemies to spice. Yes.
They're kind of like an enemies to lovers kind of thing.
Yeah,
like,
they are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because she hates like Rifthold and Darlin, so she's like, fuck you, but then they're like attracted to each other.
She's like, fuck you, but then fuck me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah.
But Chaol's not a bad guy.
He's not.
No,
he's just like.
She ends up seeing that, obviously.
Yeah, she does. I mean, they did say I love you real quick. Well, is it real quick? Considering, but how long has she been healing it? Like, has it been weeks, months?
It's like weeks. It's like 6 weeks total. Like, their whole arc is like 2 months max.
Yeah, because since I read them Tandem, it was in parallel to all the journey of Empire Storms, the boat, the going from here to there to here. Meanwhile, they were building their like spice thing going on in parallel. So that's why I was like, it didn't seem too long but then the marriage stuff happened at the same time.
That's for you. Search for Andrew's intro to the Rook Riders.
Yes.
I love how Nesryn
That's
handled
like
it.
such an extra like bonus that I didn't think
Wasn't
we'd see
expecting
in
it
these
at all.
series, but like the extra like Rook Riders and like I don't know. I thought that was really cool, actually.
But I like it because I was wondering, like, how are they gonna fight all those wyverns that they've been training for months? And now, like, we have flying birds.
I know
that are gonna come in clutch, you know. Yes. They're one of my tops. So, what did you guys think of Nesryn and Sartaq?
I loved them.
Yeah.
And I loved when he like announced that he'd been like totally into her forever. I just wish like Nesryn had been, and I said this earlier, but I wish Nesryn had been like faster to like scorn Chaol and be like, I'm doing my own thing, I'm attracted to this guy.
Yeah.
But she was so, like, I felt like he didn't treat her well, and she was just kind of like still waiting for his approval or something.
Definitely, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chaol having all these women on a hold, man. Jeez.
It's crazy, like, whenever he would, like, flashback to him and Aelin, I was like, whoa. That's true.
Cringe.
They did have, like, a fucking fling.
I mean, they fucked once, right?
A couple times.
Yeah. Oh.
He didn't deny it to Yrene.
Like, anyway, what did you guys think about the history of the Zog and how Yrene was like, oh, they're parasites, I have to heal them as parasites.
I feel like
That was
she's gonna come in clutch. Like,
Yeah.
she's gonna be
Oh,
really
yeah.
important.
Well, she's like the
Maas,
heir of Syllabus, so of course she's like
Yeah.
the most powerful healer of our
She's
time.
gonna be, like, the important character.
Yeah.
I think it's really interesting, that idea of the whole, like, I thought that was an interesting addition to
Yeah.
this, like, the parasitic part of, like, the Valve.
By the end of the book, doesn't the boat that they're on towards like Rifthold, doesn't it have a bunch of healers on it, a bunch of Rook Riders, a bunch of like, because I feel she's gonna teach all the healers how to like heal parasites or whatever, and then they're just all gonna, because I feel like I was expecting that all the people who were like infected by the Valve would just die, but then I feel like now they know how to save them by maintaining the human within them, because she saved Duva real quick, so
That's true, yeah.
we'll see.
She's gonna be able to do a lot, but how? Like, because she said, like, they have to be incapacitated. Like, she can't just, like, do her magic with that chest. They have to be immobile, basically.
And maybe like Aelin can like knock out 500 of them, and then she can.
Yeah.
Like...
I don't know, they need to practice their magic.
Oh yeah, but then we get the spiders and Falcon again.
The spiders are fucked up. Like,
Yo.
what's their point, bro?
It's weird though, because with Manon, I had been thinking, oh, maybe the spiders aren't that bad, and then in this book, I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
No, they
they're
suck.
fucked up.
They whack, and they work for Maeve.
Yeah,
They're waiting for
work
her, and she's busy living it up. Like
She kind of doesn't give a fuck.
she doesn't give a fuck about these people. I didn't really understand a lot of the Fae lore, the different towers they were visiting. I was like kind of confused at the point because I was reading too many books. That's where the Tandem read got difficult, when they were talking about like, oh, the ancient Fae came to this land and did this, and this, and I was like, okay, I don't really care that much, so I wasn't really like actually paying attention. But yeah, apparently the Fae, the graveyard of the Fae that gives the powers to all the healers or something. I was just very confused how that all worked.
Yeah, that was confusing.
Like I didn't.
Yeah.
There's just too much information at that point. I was like...
It was like too much cramming in at the end.
Because this was happening at the same time of the whole Elena reveal stuff, so I was like, I don't understand what everyone's talking about at this time about the Fae, because...
That would be overload. But this was also happening near the end of Tower of Dawn. I was like, okay, this is too much.
Yeah. Okay, all I needed to know is, okay, Maeve is Valg. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, let me just reveal all the other points. Oh, shit.
Falcon is back.
Yeah, because we haven't heard from him since the assassin book. Yeah,
that was actually really cool.
And he's a freaking shapeshifter.
But then he was gonna kill himself, and I was like, oh, they're never gonna get to me. But then, bro, he's alive.
He's like, oh, my niece. By the way, do you know her? She's a...
Yeah, he just dropped that fact like so casual.
And then I was like, so you can only turn into a wolf and a mouse, but your niece is out here being dragons.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
So, the Maeve as a Val Queen was one of the biggest Tandem raid reveals for me, because it was at the same time of her on the beach.
Oh,
being like a motherfucker, and then I was like, this bitch is Val? No wonder she sucked.
Yeah, because we didn't know that.
That's wild. That would have been so sick.
It was such a twist. I was like, wait. And I so it says Maeve is Valg, and then the next chapter is Maeve on the beach, like being a bitch, and I was like, they don't know that this bitch is like the ringleader of the Valg. Like,
that's wild.
and this is when like Gabriel and all this dude were like, oh, we love you, Maeve, we're devoted to you, and I was like, oh, devoted to some Valg witch, like. So yeah.
They did a blood oath. That's fucked up.
To a freaking Valg queen.
They can't even like go against the blood oath.
Exactly. They're like blood oath. These fair blood oathed to a freaking Valg motherfucker. Like it's crazy. And then Aelin's letter too. When there's a reveal of all the people coming onto the beach saying, "Hey, we got her letter from here." Nah. It's the same time in Tower of Dawn when Hazar is like, I got her letter, by the way.
From princess to princess. I thought that was really
Same
cool.
time. I was like, shit.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And the murder mystery solved is Duva. Again, this was another moment of the villain about to... is able to kill the person in one shot, but instead they're giving a whole like. So what had happened was
They go off on like
Monologue,
diatribe.
yeah.
It's
like turning the pages. Can you just like act? Giving them time to like
seriously
plan an exit strategy. But yeah, Duva was the possessed Valg bitch because of her ring. And now we know the Valg can pass as normal humans without black eyes.
That was like confusing and that wasn't explained, so I don't know what was going on there.
Me neither. I didn't really understand how come, because usually all the Valg are like wearing a ring and they have black eyes or something. No, they have like some sort of possessed quality of them. No.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like,
their eyes are black.
So yeah. Oh, I didn't really mention in the last. I had it in the slide before I took it out when the fake Fenris, the person that was impersonating the bloodhound.
Oh yeah.
Again, another mention of a bloodhound, by the way.
That's true.
Was
Who was
imperson-
impersonating him again?
The bloodhound
What's a bloodhound?
that was chasing after Manon. It's like far away, but like, but it was like
I
a
remember
bloodhound
he
that was chasing.
impersonated.
Yeah, I was chasing after Manon to kill her for like
And he
leaving the
could
whatever.
take on the appearance of.
Yeah, it was a shape-shifting.
Shit.
But then there was
They
also
came after Elide and Lorcan at one point
exactly
too.
yeah, and the bloodhound. There's also a bloodhound in Crescent City.
Yeah,
It's a different
exactly.
one, but there's a bloodhound.
The evil dad of Danica.
Exactement. So a lot of similar thingies. Okay, so
Nice crossover.
thank you.
Who's gonna die? Who's gonna- Okay, we voted on who's gonna die. It's apparently Gabrielle.
So yeah, reviews. Okay, well, I was asking like, what was your favorite book out of the two? Means Tower of Dawn.
Me too.
And then you were like,
I think I would maybe more Empire of Storms actually.
okay, who was the best couple?
Elide and Lorcan.
For sure, hands down,
Lorcan.
hands down.
Best
Sex
sex scene. I don't know.
Are there
like-
that many?
There's like 5. No,
There's
Aelin,
Manon,
Rowan,
Dorian.
Manon and Dorian, who actually get it in. There's the
Yrene
build up
and
of
Chaol.
Lorcan and Elide. It's not
That's
sex,
not
but
really
it's
a
like,
sex scene.
but it's like lead up. There is Chaol and Yrene. And then Sartaq and Nesryn is PG. Lysandra and Aedion is PG. So
Yeah, for me it's between Elide and Lorcan and Manon and
I would say Manon and Dorian.
the build up of even though they didn't have sex, the build up of Elide and Lorcan, just because of the whole like them chasing after stuff, being so together for so long, I was like I think more turned on by that than the actual sex scene of Dorian and Manon. Like it was just the way it was described, the makeout sesh that they were like having, and they were just
It was
about
so-
to
it was
do
like
it.
Like a almost thing.
Mm-hmm.
it was so hot.
It was really,
I
really
agree.
hot.
I
Like,
agree.
woo, ciao. Any bruh moments where you're like, why is this happening?
I don't know what that would be actually.
Me was anytime it was revealed Aelin lied.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
me too, yeah.
Anytime a dead person or an old person came with like a history lesson of why
Oh,
Elena,
The fucking
Brennan,
spider, the spider, like, spewing the whole history. You're like,
in the beginning, I was like, shut the hell up.
Like Aelin being like, oh yeah, I emailed like
Oh, yeah, by the way.
everyone from like the entire continent to
By the
join
way.
us. By the way, like
I didn't tell y'all because I didn't want to disappoint you.
Aelin, like
That should have
You fucking bitch.
like that would have been really good to know.
I'd be upset if I was on her court. I'm like using my whole life to defend your court, and you can't even tell me core information.
I know, and
you
I
don't trust me.
I think that's bullshit.
Like, come on, like I would be ageist. I'd be like, this 19-year-old tell me what to do.
I agree.
Yeah, she has no experience in like war. Like that's what Aedion was saying. He was like, I have experience.
like you're
in
Yeah,
war.
I've been trained.
And
I've
like
been
you
like,
don't have experience in war, and you're like making these decisions without consulting me.
You're supposed to share information. Like, that's...
she still thinks like an assassin though.
Yeah.
Like very secretive, very
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna. What do you guys think is gonna happen next in the last book?
Well, like, all the shit's gonna hit the fan. Gabrielle's gonna die.
Final battle.
Destruction of Maven Valg.
Yeah, for sure.
They're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna have to resolve this.
Well, now we have 2 married couples. Chaol and Yrene and Aelin and Rowan are married. Right? Yeah, Chaol and Yrene are married.
Yeah, they are married.
And they married a parallel. When they say they're
Yes.
married, it's the same time that in Empire of Storms it's revealed. Oh yeah, by the way, me and Aelin are married.
Wow.
No, he's like, where is my wife? And then the next chapter is, we got married by the
But
way.
it happens so fast for
It
Chaol and
does.
Yrene
It
because like
happens so
Nesryn and
fast.
Sartaq barely are saying like they should date. Like
I
they're
know.
considered.
They got
dating,
married quick, and I don't
and
know
then
why.
they're married.
It's
I
so
don't remember
weird.
why, but they just got married real quick.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Makes me wonder why.
I finished that book and I hadn't even remembered they got married.
Yeah. I only remember because it's the last thing I read, like, this
Yeah,
week.
they did like do it the last time. Like he said he had a ring on. I was like, whoa.
I was like, because then it was like Rowan saying, "Where is my wife?" And then next chapter is Tower of Dawn. Oh yeah, we're on a ship and we got married, by the way. And I was like,
The fuck?
what? Too much is happening with these people. But yeah, now
Damn!
what would we read next? What
Holy
we read next?
shit.
After
Kingdom of
I
Are we just doing
Ash.
Kingdom of Ash alone?
So Kingdom of Ash is 900 pages.
Mm-hmm. So I'm down to just do that.
We could just finish 2024 with one book.
Mhm.
Yeah. I agree.
And then, like, wrap it all in.
December will be busy.
Yeah, that's true.
But when in December? Because V, you are hosting.
I am hosting.
That's it.
Which
Let's
we'll
look at
have to
that.
bring our whole kit with us.
I have a suggestion for a date.
Okay.
I gave it some thought.
Mhm.
What do you guys think about Saturday, December 7th?
Whoa!
Oh, that's in exactly a month. Woo! I
Holy
mean,
crap.
I think I start reading it now.
book club.
I mean, I'll be done with my second job by then, so I'll have a life.
I will not have it. I will have to read 2 books by. Okay, book club, sure. 5 p.m. Blah blah blah. All right, book club.
December 7th.
December 7th.
Okay, I'm down.
Kingdom of Ash, and I'll
Book club,
update our
Shavy.
Fable book club
Yay!
Woo!
where we put.
So
our
that works for
dates.
y'all?
Clubs,
Like 5
sure.
p.m. typical?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Vihani.
Are you?
By then, I think I won't be working at the gym anymore, so I'll be at your house at like 4. For once, I'll be like, "Hi guys, I'm early."
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm down for Kingdom of Ash to finish off the year strong after 10 book clubs.
Yeah,
And
it'd
now
be
live
kind of
streaming.
nice to have like the end of a series.
A wrap up of the year, wrap up of Sarah J. Maas.
So
until
excited.
Avatar 6.
Yeah, maybe like. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna do this at book club retreat. But I was gonna say like next book club we could also do a little like. Well, we'll plan what our next series is.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing for when at the end of the retreat to figure out what our next series game plan is. Because I know we have a lot on our list, like different, like the serpent thing and all
Yeah,
kinds of
the
stuff.
serpent thing is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
The serpent.
I also have like in my thing One Dark Window. I have all kinds of stuff downloaded that I didn't.
Oh yeah,
look
One
at yet.
Dark Window. I want to do next.
After
Nice.
Kingdom of Ash, I'm gonna
It's like
get
a
back
witchy
to,
one.
I want to finish a few books in December when I have free time again, and then finish my. I think I finished my challenge. Oh no, I have 2 books away from my challenge ending.
I did 50 books.
Yeah, I only did 20. I'm only at 23 because of this. Working these jobs, like you have no time for life. I could only read before bed.
I'm just thinking, unless I take days off. I did take a day off too to read.
Nice.
There's a free book if you guys want. Well, I don't know if you would like
Which
it, but
one?
if you like Harry Potter, there's like a book called Manacled. That's like a fan fiction,
Mm-hmm.
but apparently everyone says it's like 5 stars, 5 stars. 5
Really?
stars.
5 stars.
Yeah, everyone's reading it so well, and it's just a fan fiction, but it's
Really?
available for free online.
Oh,
so I
sounds
just
good.
downloaded the EPUB, and I just need to download the EPUB to my Kobo.
Mm-hmm.
But it's for free, but it's only until 2020,
Free on
end
Kobo?
of 2024,
On Kobo or
like online.
Nice.
online where?
If you just look up Manacled, like it's free online, but only until 2024 because I think she's probably been told to like take it down because it's off of Harry Potter. It's like a different ending to Harry Potter.
How do you spell it?
I haven't read Harry Potter.
Manacled.
I know.
Manacled.
I think we should close up this live stream.
Yeah, wrap it up. I don't
Okay.
even know where the thing went of what I was like my slides.
Oh, is this what we're streaming?
Yeah, I love how you still have Tumblr in your.
Yeah.
Guys.
I'm surprised actually because I don't have it on my phone anymore.
I still do.
Where is our thing? Hello.
Oh, now we're in the Matrix.
Hello. All right, so we'll catch you again on December 7th.
December
So I'll
7th.
put it as on the schedule for next time.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for
in.
joining.
It was really fun. Tell your friends who love these books to join in.
Love you.
We'll have a TikTok soon, I think.
We love y'all.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.